different things that they do. There's like 5 different events that they have, and you get scored in each event.
I do like the commercial.
Where the guy has to run down there and get his Mountain Dew out of the car?
No, Gravedigger won the freestyle because he does the backflip.
Mm-hmm.
Which the announcer was like, you don't need a backflip to win the freestyle exhibition. And we're like, the fuck you don't.
We are streaming. That's what we came in on
now. What's up?
She just said to warn her before we go live.
Damn it, Derek.
You fool.
You fool. One thing I said to
Hey,
you.
everybody! Hello, welcome to Session 0, sorta, kinda, maybe.
Roll that intelligence save! Cue dice rolling across the screen right there.
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. That's what we're doing for this one. Until Brad writes the script.
As long as you're the one that says it every time.
Well, we can record it. I don't have to say it every time. Hey, cut that.
We can't. It's too late. We can't cut things.
No, don't cut it from the thing. Cut the audio later so we can just keep using it.
Huh?
We'll these.
We'll
just keep talking like this so they can edit it.
So yes, we are here for Session 0. We are going to do a little bit of role-playing today, but it probably won't be...
Session 0.5.
For a while. We're going to do characters, right? This is a brand new 5e adventure. I am starting in Silverymoon in the northern area of the Forgotten Realms. That's what you got for right now. So, I don't have a script to run Session 0 on. But anyways, my name's Brad. I'm one of the DMs here. Yeah, this is it. Everybody say hi.
Hello!
Hi.
Derek, you can say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, later we'll introduce ourselves with our character names, I guess. But
well, I mean,
for any of you who've watched our older videos, we have rebranded and renamed ourselves now. But for the most part, it's all the same.
Mostly because if you tried to look up the Red Dragon Inn, you were buried like 300 deep because of the board game.
Yeah, the board game gained popularity way more than we assumed it would, I guess, when we first made this channel.
Well, we made it at around the same time.
Yeah.
And then, they took off, and we
did
not.
It's almost like one did something and the other did nothing.
We have a video with 11,000 views.
Well, now we do.
We do, yeah.
We did. It was 3 years ago.
And and 3 years ago we said we weren't playing 5e yet.
It was us saying that Pathfinder 2 is going to replace 5e, and
now here we are back to 5e.
Well, after that video, we were doing nothing but 5e. After that video, we had a comment being like, "Hey, like I noticed,
happened?
Yeah, I noticed you after this video, all of your stuff has been 5e related. Is there any reason you went back?"
Like, yes, we'll make a video about that in 3 years.
Yeah, later. We'll make a video later.
Well, and honestly, I'll answer that right now for this adventure is because I know this setting very well, and I know this area of the Forgotten Realms really well, and I didn't want to port all this and do another game because I don't feel right. I want to play Pathfinder in Forgotten Realms.
I was about to say, it's just the setting. You can use Pathfinder rules. But there's certain things I like about Pathfinder 2 a lot.
I bet now it's a lot better because it's been going
easier.
for a while.
Yeah, there's probably more things.
It's easier. We have all the books. We have all the stuff.
It's more streamlined.
Silverymoon
it's better
is going to be right.
All right, well, yeah, we're going to start...
That's somewhere in this
area. All right, hold on.
Somewhere in this area.
Move this. All right, so this is the north right here. So Silverymoon's going to be
let's get the,
right here.
Yeah, hang on, we're switching. Hold up.
The map camera.
Switch cams.
All right, so this is the map of the north.
Oh.
So Silverymoon, I believe, is right... Is it right there?
Silverymoon Pass.
Is it right there?
Or
right there.
It should be the capital. Should be a big circle like that.
Yeah.
Big circle. I don't see.
Or is it that?
I see Silverymoon Pass.
Silverymoon's right there.
That's Sundabar.
Oh, never mind.
Silverymoon should be over here, right here. Okay, so this is
right there.
So where I said originally. So this is Silverymoon. This is an area known as the Silver Marshes. Silverymoon is called the Gem of the North. It is. I know you guys are all familiar with Waterdeep. We're going to do our best to not do too many inside jokes about our other campaigns, but that we're not filmed.
We'll try.
We're going to try to explain if we're going to bring it up, but essentially Derek's game that he's running has some current events that are affecting this game as well. So this map's here so you guys can pick where you're at in the realms or where you're from. We will start by arriving in Silverymoon. And then I have underneath that, there's the map of Silverymoon that we'll be using most often. But in the meantime, so
I think instead of using the battle map, I will just add a picture that I can just have.
Yeah.
when we
That's fine.
things to just to remember.
So I mean, it's not super important, but you know, for everyone just to kind of pick where they're from and stuff. And so Waterdeep is the biggest city in the realms.
York.
Waterdeep is down here. That's Candlekeep. It's right in this area. I'm looking at it upside down with very tiny writing.
So it's gonna be like right there.
All right, so yeah, Waterdeep, where you guys are used to, right here. Silverymoon is going to be right up in here somewhere.
Isn't it below the Anorak Desert? I thought.
No, it's to the left of it.
No,
It's
should
right
be-
there.
It should be right here. Yeah, right there.
What
So,
am I thinking of?
so there's Waterdeep.
You're thinking of
There's Silverymoon.
Corman Thor. That's exactly what you're thinking of. I can read your mind.
Waterdeep there, Silverymoon there. It's about 600 miles, even though it looks like it's just a quick little walk down that. So Silverymoon is like the second biggest city, but the second biggest city is like as if Waterdeep is New York City, and
Detroit.
Silverymoon is like one borough of New York City.
Akron.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Cleveland to Akron.
So even though it is like the second biggest city, it
New York
is
to
way
Buffalo.
smaller than Waterdeep.
Okay.
But it is known for being very, very diverse. So you will see a little bit of every race.
And then it's not weird.
You'll see
for
a
us
rabbit.
to be
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, obviously it's like that in Waterdeep too, but in this city is specifically known.
But it's still one of those things. You're probably going to be the only rabbit in the city. Maybe
Yeah.
another one.
That's fine.
There
Good
might
luck
be
catching
one,
me.
yeah, there might be one or two,
I can
but
jump really high and I can run really fast.
people know you exist. So yeah, so let's start off with our races that we're thinking about right now. So
How-
Trevor's gonna play a Harrigan.
Yeah, my character's name's Bramlin Proudfoot, and I'm a Herringon. Herringon?
Harrigan first
Harrigan?
introduced in the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. This is the first time we've used them in a game.
Look at this little
It's a
thing.
rabbit.
Can you see
And
him?
yeah, show off Blake's paint job of our Harrigan dude.
Yeah, he's in there.
He's cool. That is way. I hope it's in focus because for me that is not in focus at all.
That's alright.
Yeah, how's
It's
it?
because of the buffering. It's like, it'll look better.
I was gonna
on
say,
stream.
We assume.
do you have the battle map camera on?
No.
Oh no, okay. It's glowing, so I was gonna say put it in that.
Yeah, it's still on because it's active in this
Yeah.
scene.
All right, so Melissa, you're thinking about
Shatterkai.
all right, which is the elf from the Shadowfell.
Yes.
Okay. What
Tentatively, right now.
do
deciding.
they do differently than any other elf? Because there is a possibility we could get to the Shadowfell.
This, I'm
adventure.
still working on that. It just seemed like a
Okay.
cool
They sound really
premise here.
So what you're saying
Really
is you're
emo.
yeah.
Okay, well,
So you're min maxing. I understand. No
well,
problem.
this could be interesting though because like this could just from things that are going on in Forgotten Realms right now, like at least in my world, and the main
Yeah, we'll get into that later too. But
the main story arc, the City of Shade has fallen, but in mine because the books are stupid, I did not have
Gloomrot?
what.
Gloomrot? That city? What city? Midnight?
No, the actual
What?
City of Shade, the Nethril Empire,
Oh, okay.
like floating citadel.
Oh, that place. Okay.
Yeah, it came out of Shade, and in the books, the Chosen destroyed it, but or rather, it came crashing down. But in mine, I still have it active.
Yeah, for those of you that
So
have
Melissa could be part of the Nethril, that empire, or
Okay.
she could just be from Shade. Either way, or not Shade, but from the Shadowfell.
if any connoisseurs of Forgotten Realms are watching, this is a 3.5 map, and I'm largely ignoring a good chunk of the events of 4th edition. So the Anorak will still be there. I'm still the spell plague still happened, but that's like behind the scenes stuff that nobody but me really needs to know right now. So anyways, you're playing a halfling, right?
I'm playing just a halfling. I'm probably going to multi-class rogue wizard. More likely.
What you?
Oh, I
Blake?
can see what class I was. I'm a monk right now.
I think you said monk.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm gonna do an Asimar paladin.
Okay. So we have another potential player who is not here this week that will probably fill in the gaps. Potential. We'll see. I was going somewhere with that. But yeah, so we are going to be starting. That's what I was going to say. We're going to be starting at level 3. So when you guys go ahead and make your level 1 characters, and then we'll
Level them.
do some stuff and level them up today as
Oh,
well.
so I go to level 3, like already, like right off the bat, or just make it as level 1.
Just make it level 3, just to make it easier. I was originally gonna do level 1 and then role play for like 20 minutes and then move you up to level 3, but I'm not gonna do that.
I mean,
anymore,
well,
so.
that's just
But
try to remember, like, you only have just a handful of hit points.
so at the start of this adventure, the railroady part, because there always has to be a little bit of railroadiness in D&D. The railroady part of this adventure is you all are arriving in Silverymoon. We will do backgrounds and come up with some reasons. I have some helpful aids over here to help you guys think about what adventures you went through to get to level 3, or where you're from in the world, and we will start off with you all arriving in Silverymoon. And I'll show some more pictures and stuff in a little bit.
I want to name.
So,
What are your Hairfoot? Is that what you said your last name is?
Proudfoot.
Proudfoot. I was going to be a light.
Proud.
Ooh.
Is there a
Nimblefoot.
can we all be some sort of foot for our
Some
last
sort
name?
of.
We're all from opposing clans.
Yeah.
Poutfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say goat.
Pout.
The
Poutfoot.
goutfoot.
Aw, don't pout 'cause you got the gout.
Technically, I would be Lightfoot, Celestial.
But I'm also only going to weigh
But
like
he
20
weighs.
pounds.
But he weighs light.
Depends how you want to look at it.
Actually, I'm gonna be very athletic, so I might be athlete's foot.
Yeah. Good job.
Gross.
And there we go, guys. In case you're wondering what kind of game we're gonna play, that's the kind.
Very serious.
Super.
Okay,
Super
so
So, what's everybody's thoughts on what we did last time I ran? Do we want to use the good luck and bad luck cards again if you roll a 20 or roll a 1? Did you guys like those, or you want to leave them out?
I like it.
Fine with
I liked
I
it.
don't
It was
care.
fun
Okay.
until it attacked me.
I'm indifferent because I didn't get any.
That's true.
Yeah,
the bad
I think
ones.
I only got good luck
Okay,
ones.
this is a supplement called Fates and Fortunes. It's from Nord Games. Not sponsored by Nord Games, but I love them. Please sponsor me.
We could be.
They're my favorite third-party supplement company, and this is the Fates and Fortunes deck, which essentially, if you roll a 20, you get a good luck card. If you roll a 1, you get a bad luck card. And some of the cards let you kind of influence the story as well. So there's like a foreshadowy type card that you can give the DM and kind of interject into the story
we
a
just
little
doing
bit.
point by, or are we gonna randomly roll?
I like point
I
five.
mean,
Point by,
it
okay.
really is on what you guys want to do. I was watching some TikToks of guys that test different stat rolling methods,
Right.
and I see one that was pretty interesting. But we're not going to do it today unless you really want to. But it was
Oh, wait.
3d20 averaged down the line. So he did 3d20, and then he added them together, averaged them, and it actually came out pretty well.
It is slightly different, isn't it?
What's that? What are you looking
The,
at?
Yeah.
the
Oh, because the
characters.
skills are all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't like that?
Where are my skills?
the skills are
They're
next
attached to
next
the
to which
stat.
ability they go.
Ew,
with.
no, can I have the other one? Is it too late to request the other one?
No, I just don't know if I have one already printed or if I have to go print one. So
Yeah, it's like, where's just the
Technical
normal one?
difficulties.
Yeah, I just want the regular. Where's the normal
that's
one? You're so
fine.
fancy.
So
That's
Give me
the
options.
alternate. That's called the alternate character.
I
sheet.
want the standard one that I've been using for.
this book is supposed to replace Volos, isn't it?
What's that?
The Monsters of the Multiverse.
Yes, I believe
If
so.
Volos
There's
and
still definitely stuff in
It's-
Volos that is like good to know.
it's Volos and Mordenkainen. All of monsters from Volos and Mordenkainen together, redone with updates. So that's what it is. So not every monster was changed, but a lot of them
I was gonna say this one doesn't
did
tell
have
me
some
any like
updates.
species specific bonuses.
8, 9. And then so it'd be 5 plus 1, so 6 for 2 more level 12. 21 hit points. All right.
It's an L5R character sheet.
Oh, I'm using the thing.
We're all doing what?
Basic.
Chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner.
Oh.
I
It's so
found character sheets from every other role-playing game I own except for D&D. So
2, nothing, +1,
I'll be back.
+2, nothing.
Keep the audience entertained. Somebody
Okay.
tell me in chat if they gacked up.
Yes.
Everybody.
All the
Oh.
I was gonna text Dark and let him know. That's what I was gonna do
Also, Brad did say we all get to start with a feat.
with the free feed. We all
Free
get one
feed.
free feed.
Ooh, I get.
You got proud feet. That's all you need.
Yeah, I have 2. I start with 2 feet. So keep in mind, there are a lot of half feats that give you +1 to a stat and something else that since you're getting a bonus free feat, you could potentially,
Take 2 half feet.
No, just like well, it's called a half feat because it gives you a
It just
one
gives you
stat
stat
increase. But
bonus.
like if you're like stuck with oh I'm at an odd number, how do I get that up higher? You could plan your feat around increasing that one you want. Like let's say you only get your strength to a 15, but you want a 16. You could take the half feat to increase your strength up a little bit more.
Okay, so I have a strength 10, dex 15, con 12, intelligence 14, wisdom 10, charisma 11.
I am not that far yet.
Okay, so what else?
I'm not very intelligent or charismatic. Those are my 2 dump stats. I need a high strength, a high dex, and a high con. Which, with my racial bonuses and the half feat, I was able to do it.
Okay, so I want my saving throws are dex and intelligence. Makes sense.
You would be. Also, when it comes to equipment, whatever my gold buy ends up being, I can divide that up amongst all of you because I'm not going to need any equipment outside of my pack. I don't wear armor and I don't use weapons. So.
Well, I mean, you'll need to get. I mean, you'll want some things here and there, but.
Well, the starting equipment being like, oh, I'm like 10 gold. Yeah,
I got you.
I'm 10 gold short from being able to get the next armor I needed. I'm not buying anything at the start. So.
I see what you're saying. Alright, 4. Didn't you say?
I sent it to the printer. It says printing, but it's not happening. What?
This is
Never mind.
better than it used
I'm
to be.
actually going to since none of us ever do, I'm going to take investigate
Okay.
as a skill.
The reason I was asking about the magic detection earlier is that Oath of the Warden? Or
Right.
Watcher.
You
Oath
can
of the
just do it
Watcher
as free.
becomes a spell you get at your 3rd level.
Oh, okay.
Is that your free spell?
I don't know if it's a free spell, it's something you can choose.
Okay.
But I think magic detection is pretty solid.
Well, when I get to my level 3, which I'm going, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do at least 3 levels of Rogue to get to the Rogue's Archetype. And now I basically need to look at the, the Arcane Trickster to see if I actually want to truly dual class or just stick with Arcane Trickster.
Yeah. Would be a good other language for me to learn. For me to know.
If I close
I'm
my
going to start with
printer,
Common and Rabbit.
Common and another language that I can, of my choice, that's appropriate for the character. Is there a language that the lycanthropes speak? Wolf?
Probably.
Is there a lycanthrope language?
I don't think so.
I think they just speak their normal languages.
Page 2 and page 3, good still?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
The good old.
I forgot that
Basic.
if I close my computer,
I like the
it
basic
cancels
sheet.
the print.
It's fine. It was fine. Like, I don't. It's fine. Thank you. I know where everything is. I know how to work it.
Alright. So,
You want this green one?
Put the thing
That
down.
one
Everything's
looks-
different?
That
The
one
thing
looks
down,
completely
flip it in,
different. This one
reverse
looks,
it.
I thought this one was the same, and then I was going to write my skills down, and like, I'm sorry, excuse me, what is all this nonsense?
Yeah, I saw a post online where someone was complaining that, like, on the base character sheet, there's nowhere on the sheet that lists your conditions, your exhaustion levels, or anything else. And it's like these are things that come into play way more than your like ideals, bonds, and flaws and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
the drawing of your character that no one ever
yeah, like
does
why
because-
isn't these certain things on the main page with all your other information? Like why?
Well, for conditions, we'll have the flexible condition rings that we'll be using.
Well, we have flexible rings.
Yeah, see that black box on the top shelf?
This?
Yeah, right there. That's the. Don't you remember those?
Nope. Well, I'm making a goddamn mess.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
It's upside down now. Flip it up. Flip it the other way.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I
I
have
thought
it.
you put it in upside down.
I put it in upside down so when you open it, you can look at the back sticker and see where everything is.
Oh, Hunter's Mark.
So turn that around, and you'll be able to see
What they all do.
what they all are.
I'll be honest, I think I like Volo's stuff better than the Monsters of the Multiverse one. The Monsters of the Multiverse feels like so much more of a summary.
Well, they should have. It should just be an updated version of it.
But like, so if this is an updated version of this, then I don't get +2 to Charisma or
Guys,
SMR anymore.
there are 4 grappled ones. So perfect, because I'm grappling everybody.
He's so happy.
You're gonna try.
I only need 2. I'm a barbarian. So
But
I get
you're a
a
monk.
first level,
Yeah. Okay. Well,
and then I get
I would say just go with one of the two. Then
Okay.
they might have updated SMR.
Radiant Consumption is way better than it used to be, though. Which is what I wanted to do, so
Well,
That's-
I would say
it's pretty cool.
backstory generator, Dungeons and Dragons. What? I'm still trying to figure out what book this is. I know I seen it in a D&D book. It's in there. It's not a background, it's a backstory, because background is a mechanical thing that you pick.
should we discuss our backstories if we have any?
We're going to, yeah, but that's why I was... And if you need help coming up with what got you from level 1 to level 3, these cards are mini adventures. So you want to draw a couple cards and
Oh,
say,
mini adventures!
this is the adventure that I was on.
It's Rat Quest deck.
Yeah. You can be like, yeah, I leveled up because I was in the unseasonable storm and a pack of magical weather-changing creatures, whatever. You know what I mean?
You pull one out. You defeated the Tarask 4 times in single-hand combat. You're level 3 now.
I don't think they're that, they're just for inspiration. They're not necessarily
Okay, I need
to be
get
taken
me-
word for word.
I need me a background.
So one thing
now.
that we're going to do in this channel that's a little bit different is you see that we're all here in person, which that already seems to be a rarity these days in role-playing streams. So because we're here in person, we have lots of 3D elements. If you've seen any of our YouTube shorts, you'll see some of our setups and some of our minis and etc. So there's going to be lots of 3D elements. I'm going to try as much as I can to build everything. At least every encounter, every situation with some cool stuff. Because we have way too much stuff we never use. And even when we have something printed that we specifically needed for certain things, Derek still just decides to use random stuff in the room. And not the real thing that we printed specifically for that.
That was the first thing that I found. Alright. Okay, so I get...
Alright, one of these books. I can tell this is Blake's book because this feels like it's never been opened.
Yep. I opened it earlier today. When I wrote my name in all of them.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at all the Paladin pages.
Don't forget the dragon book has character options too, Fizbids, if you want any dragon ancestry type stuff. Remember like my last game, I had like fire breath and stuff because I had a monk tradition. So
Add
yeah,
anything?
there might be something for paladins in there might not, but
I'll look.
I know since you're all about dragons, you might
I do love a good dragon. I should play a Dragonborn, honestly.
there's optional dragonborn you can play in there based on the gem dragons too and some other stuff.
I kind of hate the gem dragons.
Do we have the Sword Coast Adventures Guide?
I have the PDF. I don't have.
Well, I'm just reading a thing
I don't
from
have the PDF. That would be illegal. But
really.
I can find out
You can
information.
you can legally buy a PDF. Which we did.
I think. Did we legally buy that PDF? I'm sure we did.
What's the ruling like if you own a physical copy, you can also have a digital copy? Isn't there like a law
Usually-
about that?
Well,
or
no.
something?
A lot
D&D
of the time-
Beyond charges you about the exact same.
Well, no, not D. Like in like just normal things. Like if you have like, wasn't it made for like music? Where like if you have a bought an album, a physical copy of an album, and
You can back it up.
yeah, you can make a copy of it for yourself because you already own the stuff.
Well, the thing with D&D stuff is almost all that is just in the wiki. You can just Google all that information. So
the Sword Coast, the Faerun, all this stuff, none of that's in this world that we're in, right?
no, that is this
This
world.
world? Okay, perfect.
This is the Sword Coast. See, the Sword Coast.
Well, perfect. Where would the rabbits be from? I think they're from.
I don't have the Wild Beyond the Witchlight book, and
I think they're from the Feywild.
I think they are. Yeah, I think they are.
What's the most Feywild part of the Sword Coast? Is it Howrua, the southern edges of the Shining South?
It could be. Shining South.
Strange sky ships.
You can probably.
I don't want to be from the.
I mean,
what
you
about
can get
the?
to the Fae from anywhere.
Yeah,
What
the
about,
Feywild is like it's like where she's from, the Shadowfell. It's,
What's the Faerun? Faerun.
Faerun is this.
Okay.
That's where we
Yeah.
are.
Well, I can be from. I'm looking at
Feywild
this.
is another plane.
Yeah, I'm looking at this background, and it's like, where are you from? And it gives me options, and those options give me. I guess you just make one up.
Well, I'm checking real quick
For-
here on the Forgotten Realms wiki. Feywild, plane of fairy, is an echo of the prime material plane, where Fey are first from, where elves first arrived. Huh. So really, it's kind of like a mirror of this plane, like what you see on this map. So really, there could be a portal or an entry anywhere.
Well, this had like options of like, are you Underdark, Zakara, Sosol, Mulhorand? These are all places that I could be from, and they have like descriptions of like what that means for like in game, like how people react to me. But you can just make up a way people react to a creature from the Feywild.
Okay. I'm saying if you want to specifically say like, oh, there was a, in these mountains there was a cave that had a portal, and I accidentally came through right here. Now I'm exploring this land. You could do something like that if you wanted. So literally the same way you get to the Shadowfell. It's just there's just certain portals or gates or ways in.
Okay. So.
I'm from Sosol, which is there was a portal in Sosol. Do you know where Sosol is? It's few have heard of my homeland, but everyone's this super snowy. It's super far to the northeast, hard up against the endless ice to the north, and bound on its other sides by hundreds of miles of the Great Glacier and the Great Ice Sea.
That's way up here.
I have that map.
Okay,
But I have to go get it. There's the Great Ice Sea right there.
yeah. I left the Feywild and in a portal and ended up there, and that's why my fur is
Cool.
gray, because I'm like a snow rabbit.
Well, you might end up back in your homeland later in this adventure.
And now I'm here.
Someone should make one of these. Get one of these magical tattoos. We've never used these before.
What do they all do? What are some cool magical tattoos I can do?
Somebody had one.
I had a tattoo of True Strike once, back when True Strike just gave you like a +10 to hit.
I'm gonna say right now, unless you want to be a shaved rabbit, a magical tattoo is gonna look real silly on you.
I mean, people get head tattoos and their hair grows back. Like, shave it, get the tattoo, and it grows back in.
Gonna be a naked rabbit for a while.
Naked mole rabbit. Also, it's magic. Like, I'm sure they have like they're not like, doing tattooing like we do in the real world. They're not like putting saran wrap on a thing and like spraying you with Bactine.
Blending magic and artistry with ink and needles. So yeah, they kind of are.
Yeah, but you can people. It's like a stick and poke type thing. They don't have like a magical tattoo gun that's like zzz, they're shooting electricity into.
Yes, a stick and poke type thing. Exactly.
Good old stick 'em.
Produced by a special needle, this magical tattoo features designs that etc. etc. Alright, maybe I'm just crazy and there isn't a book that has, an official book that has a
What
backstory.
do your ability scores again? You 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8?
No, just Google on your phone D&D 5e point buy, and it's the website like Chicken Dinner, and then you enter your race, and you just.
But if you wanted
Click.
to,
But
yeah.
you could just use the standard array if you want to. That's the standard array. But if you want a little bit more customization, you can look up the other ways of point by array.
I'm debating now if I just want to go full blown wizard and just have like a rogue background.
A criminal wizard.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. And you could do a couple levels rogue, couple levels wizard.
Right.
Just to gain a few of the roguish features.
This also gives you all the.
And then depending on what you start as,
Abilities you
it
have.
would give you your saving throws and all your other stuff. So maybe you want to do one level wizard, then the length of rogue you want to go, and then back to wizard. Like you started out as a wizard, and then you had to get sneaky or something.
Right. I want to do 3 levels of each character class, so I never get the ability score improvement
always-
at all.
3 levels of every.
Yep, of everyone.
I'm gonna be 3 levels
Really?
of barbarian. I'm never gonna go 4th level barbarian.
Until like level 16, then every single level I get
from
all
16
the
to 20?
improvements, Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna have some fighter levels. What fighter subclass are you gonna be? I know you said Thai earlier as a joke. But...
I don't know. I'm leaning towards champion. I don't know.
Okay, good. Because I'm gonna be a rune knight. Because they have the ability, one of their runes can increase your size. So I can go to a large creature and I can grab, what's a size bigger than large?
Huge.
So once I rune knight to large, I'll be able to grapple huge creatures with one hand.
Is it 2 sizes larger?
No, it's one size.
Or
No,
is it just
the
one
rune
size?
knight has a rune you can do that increases your size.
Oh, okay.
So once I get to like 6th or 7th level, I'll have rune knight and I can get one size bigger. And if we fight like a huge dragon, I can just grab him just grab him.
But are you strong enough to hold him?
Yeah.
Is the question.
He has to, as long as I pass, I got him. And then I can just shove the dragon to the ground and everyone can just beat on him.
That's going to be interesting then. I can't wait to see how that plays out. I already have a few fights in
I'm
mind.
also watching the stream. I'll turn it off if I need to.
I was going to
It
chat.
looks good.
I was going to chat with
So are
somebody.
you one of our viewers?
Yeah, I have it because I have YouTube Premium,
Oh,
so
do we
it's
get-
just on in the
We don't have
background.
anybody chatting yet.
So do we have a viewer that's not just Bram?
No, it says we have 2 or 3. I
It could
can't
be
see
super
if there is.
dark.
I mean, people could have popped in for a second and left. That's
Right.
also true.
Yeah, that's true.
But doing this just gives us watch
Yeah.
time.
So yeah, I understand this is not the most exciting thing to watch. So
That's
I
why
don't-
I'm
I
trying to
don't-
like. I'm
Talk
trying
a
to like
little bit.
visually, yeah. Well, not visually, but audibly explain what I'm thinking of doing with my character.
I mean, you joked
If you
about
could
the
visually explain something, that'd be amazing.
It's like in what's the Fry, the show with Fry and Futurama, where they have like he plays the instrument and then it makes the
Fry.
things come alive. That's what Derek's doing.
I do actually know what episode you're talking about. He's really bad at it. It looks bad.
Okay, I don't ever want one of these again, but thank you, Brad. I finished it.
I offered you other flavors.
No, this,
Don't ever want one of these again.
Here, we gotta make sure we
I do
use
not.
these.
This, don't recommend this flavor.
I don't know what it is, but
It's an energy drink.
It's Celsius heat. It boosts your metabolism and your
It's
brain
an
power.
orange sickle energy drink that
Ew.
tastes like medicine.
I feel like all energy.
Actually, I have never multi-classed in this
I
system
mean,
before.
they usually just taste
I
like
have to-
Smarties.
I have to read how you actually do it.
You just have to be. Each class has a prerequisite, so it's like if you want to do into like a barbarian or a fighter, you have to have a high enough strength. If you want to go into a wizard, you have to have a high enough whatever its base skill is, stat is for that.
Gotcha.
But you just from that point on, you just
Okay.
be that class.
Okay.
You don't, and then you just take their hit dice for that.
Well, I mean, like, what do you do with so starting off your rogue, their saving throws are dexterity and intelligence, but then when I go to
You keep the rogue.
wizard-
Whatever you start as are the ones you have. So if you're gonna you're gonna multi-class, pick whichever class you want to have as this. To min max it. Like if you know you would rather have the for someone who's gonna be I'm gonna be a barbarian, but I'm gonna take a couple classes of wizard. or whatever, take the wizard so you get those saving throws because it's easier for a barbarian to pass a strength save than it is for a barbarian to pass like a wisdom save or something. So you pick.
How do you gain skills then for like?
I think it might be written in there like what skills you take over, like what you can gain when you switch over.
All right, so that's actually in the multi-class section. All right.
And then for spellcasting, I know it's like you need to like if you pick a non-spellcaster as your other class, like the amount of spells you gain are halved. But if you keep going spellcaster, you still gain full amount of spells.
Okay.
I can learn. I get two new. I have 2 languages that I need. What are?
You said we get a free feat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to
Nope, you're
Google
fine.
what the heck book I'm thinking of that had a backstory generator.
Dang, Healing Hands for SMR got buffed a lot in this book. It used to just be 1 point of damage, wasn't it? Something like that.
I couldn't tell you.
I think it used to be 1 point. Now it's.
I know very little, and I'm very intimidated that we're like doing this whole thing on YouTube now. Just FYI, everybody.
Why?
Because I know shit about dick about anything.
Being a
Same.
fighter?
Same. I don't know any of it either.
About everything. Like,
No,
I've been playing this stuff for years with you guys, and I still feel like I know nothing about it.
I don't know anything.
Oh, don't.
either.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you get put on the spot.
Excellent, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
like
that.
Of course.
half the stuff that they talk about, I don't. It's just
Like, yeah, sounds
I don't.
great,
I don't
guys.
get it. I have to ask questions all the time. I don't remember.
Yeah, we never even taught Blake. We just said, "Hey, figure it out."
Yeah, and I still don't know most of it because I'm like, how do we do this again?
I kept forgetting that you didn't know how to play when you first joined.
It wasn't Pathfinder 2 your first game?
Yeah, which
Yeah.
was even weirder.
Yeah, his first time you played with us was Pathfinder 2.
Yeah.
And I kept forgetting you didn't know
And
how
then
to
we
play
went
it,
to
so.
D&D, and I was like, cool, it's a new thing.
Luckily, the new thing was way easier.
Yeah, technically speaking.
Well, no, I think you start with Call of Cthulhu.
Do you remember how I was annoyed that in Pathfinder, Dex did not affect my weapon damage, even though I was a rogue?
Okay.
You have to take a specific rogue subclass for dexterity
Gotcha.
to count towards your weapon damage. Instead
It's
of
not just like the finesse.
It's not.
weapon
It's
in
not any
this.
finesse weapon.
Yeah.
It's just like the specific rogue uses their dex proficiency instead of a strength,
Gotcha.
which is weird to me. But whatever.
What's a big language in the Feywild?
Fae.
Is that, I mean, that's just a language.
Sylvan.
Sylvan? Sure. What language is, what all knows Sylvan?
Like woodland type creatures, so brownies, pixies,
Rabbit
fairies,
people.
dryads, nymphs, those sort of things.
Well, I'm looking.
You know that? Isn't he
Do the
like a-
Haragons have a language?
No.
They
I
don't?
know common and a language of my choice that fits the character. And then with my background, I know another language. We're trying to figure out like what would be a good language for me to have.
Sylvan would probably make the most sense.
How many elves are in the Feywild?
They are. They're not actually called elves.
At
They're
least
elite.
6.
They're not Eledrins. What are they called?
Aladdins?
No, that is a race. The Eladrin. That's like.
That's the Fey
Oh.
elf. Not that regular elves can't be in the Fey, but
Well, I mean,
see it right
that's
here.
where the
Eladrin.
elves are from. They came from the Feywild to Forgotten Realms, right?
Here, I'll look for you really quick. Eledrin.
Yeah, I mean, Sylvan is the most common language of the Feywild. Yes.
Eledrin are elves of the Feywild, a realm of perilous beauty and
Do they just speak Elvish?
I don't know, they look cool though.
Find their language.
That's the thing with this book. It doesn't say languages. It irritates me. There's like
Yeah.
things that should be in here that are not in here. That like where I feel like Volos is still useful.
Sylvan is the main language of the Feywild, and Melissa, I barely know what I'm doing either. I need Derek's help to remind me what edition we're playing to. So,
5th.
I know.
well, I mean, half the time we confuse editions though too.
And I think it's something I'm like, oh, wasn't there something that did that? Like, oh, that literally hasn't existed in the last 2 editions.
If it makes you feel any better, you could absolutely throw anything out on the table, and I would never know.
right.
Is that
You know
a 5th
what?
edition?
I forgot to turn all the lights on. The beholder's not turned on. The light, the dice.
We still got time. I'm Joe's. My third language is Elven.
Dang, look at this guy. He looks edgy. You should have chosen this one. Melissa.
The
This
Changeling?
changeling is so edgy
She's-
looking.
I played a change.
Is that the Edgelord character?
Yeah,
class?
look at it.
Edgelord class.
I mean, I don't know the class. It's just a changeling. It's just the most edgy looking person. That's really funny.
It's not a phase, Mom.
That's a lifestyle right there. Also, I don't like their centaur. She looks like she's like 12.
I mean, children's
Yeah,
centaurs exist.
Jesus, what do you want? Like, just everybody's born as...
I just expected an adventurer to be like 20 something, I guess.
Oh,
Well, you don't know. This centaur might be like
yeah, that's
horse
true.
years.
That's true.
On the way over here, I spent like a lot of time because I had no idea what I was gonna be. Like, I could not come up with anything. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be like some kid that like ran away from home. Was like, hey guys, I can fight.
That's fun.
And that's not what I'm doing now because I feel like
You could be a Shidarkai that's
Kid.
ran away from home.
I told Derek said he wanted to be like a halfling wizard. I told him he should be like everyone thinks he's like a 10-year-old like human boy. He's like they think he's a savant or he's a halfling. Everyone thinks he's a halfling, but he's just like this really smart 10-year-old kid. He's this actual child who just happens to be really good at magic. And everyone's like, this halfling's so good. Like, look at what he's doing. It's just like, let's go get at the bar. It's like, I'm not allowed in there. It's like, yeah, you are. We're not racist anymore. You can come in the tavern. It's like, okay, I guess. He's just like this little child in the book.
I don't know if Faerun has drinking laws, so I'm sure. But
He had to be 21. 21 in human years.
right, yeah.
Actually, no, I think my player's handbook does look different. Is it shiny? Is yours shiny? Or is yours like a...
No, that's what mine looks like.
Okay, mine's got like the metallic
I think yours just
shine.
looks new.
Hey, what's
I
a
don't
century?
have
Is
one.
10 years, right? 100 years? What's a century?
100.
100. All right, I live 100 years.
10
decade
years is
is
a
10
decade.
years.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't need to know those things. I'm a normal person in society.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. That's true. You don't
Alright.
need to know those things.
Time to fumble my way through character creation.
Does anybody need help?
Yeah.
Creating?
Probably.
There's literally a step-by-step.
Yeah,
Right.
in the beginning of the
In the
player
beginning of the
handbook.
book.
I know.
One of my race features is that as a bonus
Are there
action.
more backgrounds somewhere?
There's a lot in books. Just Google D&D like 5e background.
There's
a whole
there's
list.
some in here, I believe, and there might be some in here too.
But yeah, as a bonus action, I can just jump 5 times my proficiency bonus.
That's
with,
that rabbit jump ability.
Yeah, without provoking attack opportunities. Which is going to be funny because
There's feats and other stuff in here.
Proficiency is
Dex, come on.
1, so that's 5.
There's
So once we
feats
get
and
to
extra
like
stuff in there too.
4 or 5, once we get to like
Thank you.
3 times 15.
Should be right at the beginning. I'll tell you what page you go to.
Thank you.
What's the distance to fall to take damage?
10 feet.
More than 10 feet, I think. After
So,
10 feet. Well, I think
After
you can mitigate it with an athletics check at 10, but it does start at 10.
You can die from it.
Well, if he's a monk, he'll have slow fall.
no,
right?
I'm only monk level 1.
Don't they get that at level 1?
No,
I thought you said monkable.
monk.
Monkable.
You're a monk.
When I grapple someone, I can move them at half my movement speed. I can jump 5 times my proficiency bonus. So once I get proficiency bonus of 2, or I have to get it to proficiency bonus of 4, so when I jump, I'm jumping 10 feet, and then I can just drop them from 10 feet up every time.
Jump and then throw them so they fall more
Yeah.
than 10 feet.
Just, we're fighting...
I'll have to look at the falling rolls, but...
We're fighting a giant. I just get big. I grab him. I just jump up really high, and I just throw him to the ground. And then I land. Use my second attack to grab him again.
This is going to be interesting.
How often do you ever use grappling?
No,
You know?
that's great. No, I
No
want
one
I
ever
want you to do
grapples.
crazy stuff like that. That's going to be... I'm just thinking about encounters that I have planned and what you're going to do to disrupt them.
I was either going grappling or double crossbows, but Derek wanted to be a ranger, and then he decided not to be.
Well, that's because you said you were going to be a bow user, but then I'm like, crap, we don't have any thieves or magic users.
Well, I said we have Bob to fill in the gap. He said a little make anything.
And then I also was this close to being someone that uses a net as the weapon. Because you can throw it as a bonus action, and then it makes it so that they are incapacitated for a turn. And then you just throw needles, because there's a whole bunch of stuff where you can throw like 6 needles in a turn.
Question, Brad.
Answer.
Are we good guys?
Yeah.
Are we, though?
Chaotic, lawful,
there's-
chaos.
If you choose an alignment that has evil in it, then it will probably not work very well
I'm just
for
saying
you.
that
but do you
Paladin-
want to be evil?
I'm just saying that Paladin of Conquest is really cool.
What's the Paladin of Conquest?
They're like Hell Knights. Pretty much.
I mean, let's just say you're getting selected for this venture based on your merits.
My first tenet of my oath is douse the flame of hope. I won't be one of them.
If you want to be evil and you can justify it,
I actually really like that future.
But you can you can be like the extreme. You can be the extreme opposite version of that. That you're so.
I need
And
Melissa,
Same
lit up. You want to be
fanatics.
evil, Melissa?
No.
Does anybody
not
need this book?
necessarily.
I want to look at it. Let's just say you're not exactly going to be doing, hero save the day stuff for this entire adventure. But you're not exactly trying to, overthrow the world either.
I
You
played an evil character one time and it was real fun. So that's all.
Okay, do I
That's all
want
I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
It can be real fun, yeah.
to play?
If the rest of the party's not evil, then
Was that the one where you had the shield?
That was the one where I was evil, but nobody knew I was
Yeah.
evil, and I just made everybody
The
else
shield you
evil.
got from my hometown.
You did a really
I
good
turned
lawful
everybody
evil.
over.
And we freed, what was it, Lucifer?
Yeah, as long as it's not chaotic evil, and you're just like, fuck this party. I'm not helping any of y'all. Leave.
No.
Do I want to be the protagonist, or do I want to be a paranoid, socially introverted holy knight?
Do you want to
Where's
play
the-
real life or fantasy?
Chat.
No, where's the
It's
count
true.
if anybody's watching?
I think the Watchers are cooler though. Literally, one of the sacred oaths though is Oath of Glory,
I
which
see
is
those
just
hidden.
you're it. You're the winner of the Cosmic Fortune Lottery. Like, that's the description of the class.
I mean, I'm
Alright,
treating this
can
as
you
if
find
someone's.
I don't know where the backgrounds are in here. I've been looking for like 15 minutes.
There's an index in the back.
No, there's not an index in the back. There's
Never
the
mind.
Index
thing in
in
the
the
front,
front.
the table of contents, but it doesn't tell me.
They don't have an index.
No, they don't have an index.
This
They just have
one,
names.
this one does not.
TSR.
Racial
Wizards, I'll
feats.
tell you what.
TSR.
It's bad.
there's a
but
bunch of
TSR.
names in the end of Xanthor's Guide to Everything.
What am I doing? What are you doing?
Which is interesting.
You are
When I
playing a
become a
fighter.
wizard, I get no
There's actually a lot of
proficiency
names back
gained.
here. Holy crap!
Is one of the names in the back Gary?
Really? I don't
Probably.
get any. You said we can have one free feat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's some in this book too.
Are there?
No.
Oh yeah, that says right here.
You
Racial
got
feats,
Joffrey,
page
Gerald,
73. That was
Gilbert,
easy.
Godfrey, Gunter,
Ah.
and Guy. Those are your G
Guy
names.
Fieri?
Yeah.
Guy Fiery. I'm a flame dragonborn.
Yeah,
really
if you want to play evil, go ahead.
I don't want to play evil.
I'm just saying, if you liked it and you said it was fun,
No, it's okay.
I'm trying to accommodate everybody here.
No.
Maybe there is no background in here. I don't
There
know.
might not be background in Xanthor's, honestly.
There's lots of subclasses and character options, but archetypes. Yeah, but you're probably better off Googling it.
I think I'm gonna be
Because if you Google it, I think you'll have.
Oath of Glory.
We're not enforcing our cell phone ban starting today.
Well, it's like no phone games and no like whatever. Because like
Yeah,
I
so,
screenshot
yeah, I don't-
everything because I don't want to write it all down or print it.
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
fine. Yeah, it's playing games and that kind of distracted stuff. Even though I was texting Dark earlier, so
Well,
I'm already
it's
breaking my own
different.
rule.
Yeah, it was a one-time thing.
Maybe he
Like,
doesn't want to be known as.
I have
dark
kids.
right now.
Sometimes I have to text while we're playing too.
No, that's fine.
I'm not
We're
gonna play a
just-
game the
I don't
entire
have kids. I just have an overbearing girlfriend.
time. I
Hope
hope she's
she's-
not
yeah.
watching.
She doesn't give a shit about
She's definitely not watching.
Yeah, I hope she is watching.
She's
Tell her to
definitely
watch.
not the only other viewer right now besides Trevor.
it. Bridget doesn't give a shit about this.
He said, "It's. I don't want. She doesn't have to care about this."
She
but
definitely makes fun of me every time I start painting my face.
Nice.
What's a hobby she has?
Actually, she doesn't make
I
fun.
mean, you
She's
have
very
you have a
smart.
cabinet full of Star Wars Legos. This can't be nerdier.
Nah.
Yeah, the Legos you just buy a set and put it together. The
Yeah.
painting, you gotta buy a bunch of paint. You gotta buy the
Yeah.
figures, and then you gotta.
D&D is definitely nerdier than Legos. Especially because Legos just released a BTS set, and she wants to buy
What
it.
Did you
does
see
that
the
mean?
new Rivendell set?
I did,
BTS.
actually.
BTS.
BTS is the
Yeah.
Korean.
Yeah,
pop
but
band.
what's a Lego set of that?
It is one of their songs, like backdrops, like the music video. It's like
Did
the
you buy the
backdrop. of the
Nintendo?
video.
I
No,
almost
it's
bought
pretty
the
cool.
Nintendo. Yeah.
I almost bought the. It's like a. There's a typewriter. The typewriter's cool.
Okay.
The typewriter's pretty cool. That's a cool set piece.
My wife's
Is there
brother
a-
just built like the 5-foot tall Eiffel Tower.
Those thing. That one's cool.
It's
There's
like-
a bonsai tree that I thought about because it actually. Looks
Oh, I've
really-
seen that.
It
Yeah,
looks
that one's
cool.
cool. Yeah.
What's is it Sage?
All right,
Derek, we're not talking about D&D right now.
so well, back to D&D for a minute. Since
No, it should be the rest
oh
of
no,
the
we
time.
lost a viewer.
It's
fine.
fine.
No, it's fine. For anybody watching this that is wondering about safety tools, well, again, we all play in person. We all know each other in real life, and we've known each other in real life for years. So we are all aware of the X card. We will use it if we need to, but we pretty much all know each other's boundaries, and I'm just going to say they're a little loose. So, yeah. That's all we need to do about safety tools.
I have very strict boundaries, bro.
That's not what you said last night.
You were talking about how loose your boundaries were last night.
Oh! Let's get them looser. All right.
That's just the things people talk about. That's what people ask about. That's someone's gonna tune in and immediately gonna say.
I think that if it happens, it happens. We don't need to continuously
Bring it up right now.
Well, yeah, that's why I bring it up
Yeah.
once, because we are unique. Most people that stream do not.
We're not unique. We're humans.
Most people
on
that
planet Earth.
stream D&D are not in
There's
the same
9
room.
billion of us.
They're not in the same room.
Yeah, most D&D streams are all through.
Yeah, they're not.
Yes,
They're not
a lot of
everybody
them are.
in the same room, and they're not always people that always know each other.
This is very true.
They're people that know of each other,
This is
or
very true.
you know,
Me and Derek knew each other for so long. He knew the house that I grew up in before I ever lived there. Because he lived next
Did he
door.
like babysit you?
No, I've never babysat that.
You think people would trust Derek with a baby?
I think I trusted you with baby before.
I mean, like, just while you went right
Did you
down
have
to
no?
the...
Yeah,
You had
yeah.
no other choice
Yeah.
though.
If it was a
Right?
whole bit, I'd be gone.
Eh.
What?
Hey, can you watch my kid? Yeah, sure. All right, I'm leaving.
Well, it was one of those...
See you tomorrow.
They're just going
I'll
down to
be
the
at
store
club.
back.
It's
The kid
like,
was
hey, the
asleep.
kid's asleep. I'm gonna run down here and get snacks. It's like snacks. There's no snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek's like, he's weighing it like, yeah, I'll watch baby for snacks. Half-hour baby for snacks.
Yeah, there's at least a 90% chance the baby will not wake up.
What happened to Tasha?
So
If
basically,
it
I
does,
do it for free.
just let it cry until I get back. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Wait,
You just gotta play Big Block Sing Song.
What happened to Tasha?
Yeah.
Are
Oh,
those
really,
songs?
really right in front of me.
Can we use those? Are those
I'm
free
pretty
to
sure
use?
Disney owns those.
what?
Big Block Sing Song. I was listening to him in my car
I thought you
when I asked
hated
about
them.
it. It's just 'cause I heard him so much, and then I just had like a soft spot. I'm like, I want to listen to that again. And then
You're
I was
like,
listening
you know
to
what?
some.
These are pretty good.
And one of them was like, "This sounds just like another, like it sounded
Oh,
like a
for
different
sure.
band." And it's like, "This sounds just like Steam Powered Giraffes." Like, this is, I was like, "Oh,
Steam
I
Powered
remember this
Giraffes is
one."
Okay, so what,
I have no idea what that means.
Steam Powered
There's a
Giraffes?
lot of words I can't have that Brent's confused about.
I don't know.
You need the word.
just out of curiosity, now you're giving us a free bonus feed at level 1. Does everybody also start with a feed at level 1, or is that
No,
only
Only
humans?
certain races.
Only variant
Only
human
humans.
gets a
Oh,
I think
only
it's
variant
just human, but there
Okay.
might be another race.
variant human. I think maybe.
Isn't Variant Human like one of the best? Like,
Yeah, 'cause you get like a +1 to
Like, by
everything,
default?
and then you get a feat or something.
No,
you get a bunch of +1s
no,
and a feat.
you either get a +2 to any 2 stats, or you can do +1 to everything plus a feat.
Yeah.
Those are your 2 choices. Plus, they also get +1 skills every level, or not skill, but +1 something or another.
There's a mini I'm waiting for. For
And
I don't know. I think I'm
on
confusing.
They don't
the
get dark
editions.
vision.
I'm super excited.
They don't.
About,
Yeah, but that's
and I
their-
wanted to see
they can't
how
see
they
the dark.
changed them for this. I ordered the mini. It's just
Do
not
halflings
here yet.
get
what's
it?
the
I
many?
didn't
Or
even
is that a
look.
spoiler?
I hate not being able to see in the dark. Halflings
Oh,
have
can I
to
believe
have
this?
light dark
huge.
vision.
They don't sell an unpainted one yet.
There are so many like varieties of Catablebus throughout like various fantasy things. The one in Final Fantasy always cracks me up. It looks really weird.
He's that. It's not a super spoiler, but it's a big part of 1/5 of the adventure.
Ooh, I added my proficiency bonus to my initiative rolls.
So
Okay, so are we going to out of curiosity? Are we going to? No, that's dumb. We'll keep it like this. The next edition of D&D, the one that's coming up, is
That's like-
they're getting rid of the everybody moves 30 regardless. Like dwarves and halflings now move at 30.
You know,
instead of
it's
25.
over a year away, and everything is still in playtest right now. I don't trust any of it.
Right.
Because remember when we played 5th edition in its early D&D
And
Next
Yeah,
playtest?
nothing.
It's come
Drunk, yeah, the drunk
Yeah.
feat if you were to have the condition
not
of
even
drunk, you
just
were
like
invincible.
the rules like that were bad. It's it's completely different. If anybody remembers the original D&D Next, it had all these different modules that you were supposed to be able to insert and take out, and it was more like second edition, and then you could add building blocks to like change it. Anyways, it's nothing like it used to be. So I'm assuming D&D 1 will be nothing like it is right now when it comes out.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Why is this going 2 points at a time when I have 1?
Okay, so advantage
That
here,
because the higher up
you
this
move
number is, the
through
more
your-
points it costs.
you can move through the space of any creature that is
Yeah.
any
So-
size larger than you.
Obviously, I know you guys are getting just the mechanical stuff down right now,
Right.
but
'Cause it's
what-
like-
That's fine. I'll
to
do
go from, like,
round 1.
10 to 12 is like 1 point. To go from like
no,
12
I
to...
won't wait. I won't say
No.
that.
That'll
I'll wait till you have your
That'll
skills
work
done.
right there. Okay.
Go on.
So one of the things we're going to need to think of, if you guys remember, in Forgotten Realms, a week is 10 days long. Okay?
Or 10 to, yep.
So in the week leading up, in the 10 days leading up to the day that we start this campaign, is the time that you arrive in Silverymoon. And I need everyone to come up with what day they got to town, because I'll tell you more after you
Do
roll.
all 10 days have a name?
All 10 days have something.
Yes, 8,
We're going to
9,
go
9,
through all 10 days, but it's a matter
It's
of
a
who's
plus
there
No,
for
I mean
which
like
one.
date, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah,
the
Monday's
days
called
are.
Moon's Day.
Marpanoth is like Wednesday.
Don't ever say that word to me.
No, Marpanoth is a month. Marpanoth is a month. Don't you run your Marpanoth with me.
Don't speak to me or my son ever again.
Yeah, all 10 days everything.
I'm getting Marpin off. You wouldn't like me when I'm Marpin off.
I will tell you the days of the week real quick. But anyways, all 10 days,
Something
Prior-
happens.
Doing level
something
3?
will happen on each of the 10 days. It's just a matter of how many days you're there for. It's not a big deal if you miss a few. We're going to go through all of them. You want to be there for all of them? You can say you can be there for all of them.
I got there on the 5th day. Well, how many days was it until Gandalf showed up with the riders?
A long
He got
time,
there.
wasn't it?
He got there when he needed to.
Gandalf?
Gandalf, when he says
You mean,
like,
when the sunrise.
yeah, the sunrise on what? How many days was that?
On
Oh,
Helm's
that
Deep.
was,
Yeah, how many days were they fighting until he showed up?
The third,
Yeah, I think it was
the
the
third
third
day.
Yeah.
And then
Look to the east.
Yeah,
on
then
the
I
third day.
arrived
Yeah.
I still
from the
think-
east on the 3rd day
I
into
think
this
Helm's
town.
Deep is my favorite Lord of the Rings fight, though.
Oh, yeah.
In all the movies.
The only thing that sucks about the Helm's Deep fight is like you can't just watch the Helm's Deep fight because it's sprinkled throughout like 2.5 hours of film time. So like,
So just watch the whole thing.
I wonder. Well,
Which
yeah.
was Helm's Deep the one that had the invincible orc that had the torch?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
He gets hit by like 7
Some
arrows.
BS.
Yeah.
Love that scene.
The only time Legolas missed in his whole career.
He didn't miss though. That's
the
the
most
problem.
important one.
He kept hitting. He kept hitting the guy
Well,
every
yeah,
time.
but-
There's a scene where Gimli bumps his bow, isn't there?
Probably.
And he like he hits something else because of
yeah, I think it's something like that. Yeah.
You'll have to toss me.
it. That's my favorite scene in all those movies.
I
tell
do
me
love
What's
their-
going on? I can't see. Would you like me to bring you a box?
Toss me.
Gimli's the best character in Lord of the Rings.
Don't tell the elf.
Don't tell the elf.
I never thought I'd die fighting alongside an elf. What about a friend?
Oh shit! How did we
I
never know
forgot
this?
to do that.
For wizards, this is like kind of important. Like I've never known this, but
It's me
after a
every time I
short
read
rest, they
anything.
can they can regain spell slots that they've lost equal to their level. So
It's because no one ever reads the book, so it just comes up with stuff.
That's how I play.
I didn't know that either.
that's actually kind
I
of
was not playing my Hexblade correctly at all when I was
Yeah.
in our last thing.
Why not?
Because I wasn't using the abilities. Well, we didn't really fight that much.
I'm not very good at being able to
no. That's like
remember
now,
all the
yeah.
rules
You
too.
would, that's so much. It's so useful.
That's
It
super
fixes a lot of things you were just complaining
yeah,
about.
I was like, I feel like the spell slots.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought
sucks.
wizards didn't get anything except for long rest. So
yeah,
they-
that's the way we've always played it.
Yeah.
Up until I just now read the rule book. Weird.
amazing.
It's wild what you find out when you just go by raw. When you read the rules as written and you just follow it. How much things you actually have.
You automatically get these things when you level, right? All these things.
Well,
that-
potentially. Like if when you look at one of them, it'll say like a feature, and then they're like a pact or an oath. Like you look through the ones and you pick the one you want.
Yeah,
And
mark
then
it
you
off
get
as a
then
month.
under that one it tells you what
So
features you gain.
like spell casting would just be like
Yeah,
you
you
can
just
now
gain
cast
spell
spells,
casting,
but I
yeah.
get to choose from.
And then
some.
here your Sacred Oath, and then every time it gives you Sacred Oath feature, you go to your Sacred Oath to see what your feature is. But yeah, so you'll get, first level you get those two abilities, third level you get those three, then here you get these, and then it goes on.
Okay.
And then every time you get an ability score improvement, you can either take that, which is what, 2 to 1 or 1 to 2.
What's that? What are you talking
The
about?
ability score improvement is 2 points to 1 skill or
correct.
1 point to 2 skills.
Yeah, correct.
Or you could take a feat.
Okay.
Not skills, abilities.
Ability scores, yeah.
Or you can take.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which taking feats isn't bad. There's a lot of useful feats. The feats in this are, because they don't come as often as like Pathfinder, the feats here do a lot.
Gotcha.
Like alert gives you a +5 to your initiative. You can't be surprised, and like a few other things where like if you can see something, no one can like do like other stuff. Like you get like all kinds of a bunch of features for it. Also, don't forget your starter feat.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know what I want yet though.
I had the one last time where I got a +10 to my. I think it was a +10 or +5 to my passive perception, which is why I could see everything. Okay, so you're just going wizard, Derek?
What?
You're just going wizard?
No, I'm doing 2 rogue, 1 wizard.
You're starting rogue?
Yeah.
You want those features?
Yep.
See, multi-classing is a realm beyond things that I'm
It's
even gonna try to understand.
It's
right now.
so easy in 5e.
Yeah, you just pick another class.
They
and
just
take
they
those
just like
abilities.
ignore like multi-classing used to be like complicated and now it's
There's only one prerequisite for every class where, like I was telling Derek, like, let's say you want to multi-class into a fighter.
Yeah.
Well, fighters are strength-based characters, so it's like you have to have a 13 strength to become a fighter.
So does that mean you can technically only get to level 18 now?
And wizard.
Of one class, yeah. One class can be 18.
So
Now there's
you could be 10 and 10
Yeah,
if you decided to.
Yeah.
But
correct.
would you probably just take 2 of rogue and then continue down wizard?
More likely, well, I've done once before. I've done a rogue paladin where I split. The furthest we got was 8 and 8.
yeah, multi-classing is not as good as it used to be, but
I was saying, because aren't like the later level things like
They can
Yeah,
be.
they're
rogue
big. Yeah,
and shit?
they get real big. But like I was building that around sneak attack damage. So because the paladins
Smite.
can smite, so whenever I'd sneak attack, I'd also cast smite at the same time for
Dang.
crits.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, so it was a nasty combo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be multi-classing 3
like you were
times,
reading
so-
about Meteor Swarm the other day. If you multi-class in wizard, you probably won't get ever.
I
cast
can't
Meteor
because you can
Swarm.
cast that at 17th level. So I'll
Oh,
be
you
able to
can't
get
get to
those
meteor. You can
Yeah.
get to 9th levels.
Yeah.
Sounds
Also, by the way, I don't know if you fully read the spell. Meteor Swarm is not just 40d6.
It's 4 times.
Yeah, you see 4 spots. No, not just 4
and they're
times.
30 feet wide
yeah,
spots.
huge spots 4
Yeah.
times that does 40d6.
That is a horrifying.
The only thing it does specify that if you're within multiple spots, you're only affected by it once.
Right.
So you can't get like a
you
giant
can't
thing.
Venn diagram that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, the days making up a 10-day do not have formal names.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna call the first day of the week Moon's Day.
Marpanoff is leaf fall. That's the October.
That word needs to be on like in the TikTok of like what isn't a slur but sounds like it is. Morpinoff.
Warping off.
Oktar. that's November. Kythorn.
Let's see here. What else?
Trying to
do I
figure out.
Alright, I got my hit points for level 3.
Yeah, we'll see. What I'll tell you more once you guys can roll a history check once you get done.
I'm just trying to pick my background. What's a good background for somebody that's a thief wizard?
Criminal.
Criminal, yeah.
That's how
But criminal already.
I went to the thing. They told me to go online.
You
And
could
I
just
found
be
a background 'cause I didn't like any of
Neckbeard?
those for
a
mine.
tricky academy student.
I went with the side character background.
What's the side character?
Basically, like you watch more than you're seeing. Like people tend to not notice you, and
Oh, okay.
that gives you
That's the
like,
opposite
more
of mine.
wisdom and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm a far traveler. I look out of place everywhere I go, so everyone notices me.
There you go.
I'm also a rabbit.
Makes sense.
Okay, so I for sure need athletics and acrobatics.
Maybe I'll do the random background generator. Why don't we go ahead and start rolling that up for somebody?
I still haven't found what I was looking for, so hang on a second.
What are you looking for?
I thought one of the 5e books had some random backstory stuff in it.
Sure, that's not one of the Pathfinder books.
I didn't find it, but I know of a third-party one that I don't have, unfortunately. But maybe it's one of those. No, I don't know. Hang on.
Did you try Googling it?
Yeah, I tried.
I
Find
gotta
out where
unleash
it
the
is.
beast.
What's all the way on the left on the 5e shelf? There's a...
The Game Master's Book of Traps, Puzzles, and
All right,
Dungeons.
next to that.
The Game Master's Book of Legendary Dragons.
Is there another Game Master's book?
Yeah, Game Master's Book of Random Encounters. Then after that, Scarlet Citadel. Then
Yeah.
Tome of Beasts.
Alright, so the non-player character one, I didn't buy yet.
So, am I getting you something?
No. No,
Okay.
no. Hold on. I mean, you can Google it, and they have stuff on Google, but...
Google it.
Acolyte. Be an Acolyte. I don't know, do you want your background to benefit your rogue side or your wizard side? If you want it to benefit your rogue side, take Charlatan. Since you're not, if you're not
I need
gonna
to get a
level up
higher
rogue anymore,
AC
because that'll give you 2 more rogue
What's your AC?
skills.
Right.
Or do you not have your armor yet?
It's gonna be chainmail, I think, to start off with.
Oh boy, let's see.
Oh boy, indeed.
Let's see. Where could it be?
What's a cool instrument I could play?
Bagpipes.
Bagpipes are kind of fun. You have a
Say I love
Bagpipes
them
aren't
around.
You could have a
Feywildy enough.
harmonic.
What's a good Feywild?
harmonic.
Ocarina?
Macarena.
No, an ocarina.
If you want to be a filthy little Zelda boy,
Come on.
Yeah, Zelda sucks.
What other fairy instrument is there?
pan flute,
Pan flute, sure.
get
But
destroyed.
The Aztec death
Wow,
whistle.
this is
3.
dangerous.
I told
This
you.
one's dangerous.
It tastes just like the green one.
Yeah, this tastes just like a green monster.
Taste it.
Is that another one of the alcoholic ones?
Oh, what's up?
No, I'm good.
I want you to taste it, damn it.
That's fucked up.
Play the. Melissa hasn't heard the
We can't
Aztec
do
death whistle
We
yet.
can't do it on stream. It's too loud. The death whistle's too loud.
It's a little terrifying.
It is terrifying.
What?
He has a really loud death whistle.
Aztec death whistle.
When you hear it, you die.
It's imagine 1,000 people running at you with spears, all blowing this.
Yeah,
This
his
is what
death
that's what
whistle.
Just blow
Aztecs
it.
How's it
use.
work?
Just do it. Just blow
I don't know. How do
it.
I blow in it?
Just blow straight down.
Just straight down?
yeah.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Imagine-
stream.
Imagine like 100 people like charging at you with spears, all blowing that. Like
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
It would be
I love it.
That's what
horrifying.
they called me back in high school.
Terrifying.
Aztec
No, the death whistle.
It,
Yeah.
it gets way louder too if you blow in it hard.
I didn't want to be too loud.
I don't think that would register on the stream too much.
No, I'm sure it's fine.
So, anyways, there's an ultimate RPG character backstory guide that I don't have.
Can we record the death whistle sound and
not
make it if someone like subscribes or something? The death whistle goes off.
Oh, that's great. I already wanted Derek to record it and put it on like 1,000.
You
different
say that
tracks.
as a fun idea, but I hate annoying like subscriber notifications.
My one buddy on Twitch, he recorded a bunch of stuff of like him. So like anytime someone like will follow him or like subscribe or this or that, it cuts to a video of him like running out of the woods, be like, "Hey, thanks for the follow," and then it cuts back to his stream,
really good.
and it's just like him in random places. Like he'll be listening, like, "Oh, glad you could join me. Like, thanks for subscribing."
That's fun. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And he has like 40 videos now he's
You
filmed.
should do that.
That's really good.
It gets really hard when he gets a bunch of followers at once or subscribers or donations, because then he has to play a whole bunch play back to back. So you're watching a stream, and you just have like a 3-minute segment of just clips of him thanking you.
So do I, for my free feat, I'm thinking about just taking skill.
Some of these fighting style options are pretty
You
cool.
want more skills?
To pay the bills.
It's either skills or expertise, rather. It's either going to be expertise or it's going to be alertness, so you +5 initiative. Plus you can't be surprised. Is always nice.
That one's good. Or the one that gives you bonus to your perception.
Or lucky.
Mm.
Good old lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Good old re-rolling ones. But I can already do that as a halfling, but now I can even do it for you guys.
You probably don't want to randomly generate your personality, right? Because, you don't want to be forced into that.
I feel like my personality in real life is already randomly generated. I don't need to do it in a game, too.
Okay. I found a thing, but it starts with personality, so that's why I want to...
Gotcha. Okay. So...
Like, would you like to randomly generate your sense of humor? Like, I don't think that's what you want.
What's attack bonus again? Like your proficiency and your strength?
Your strength.
For you, strength, yeah.
Or dex, because I'm a level 1 monk. I could use dex if I wanted.
Plus whatever you roll.
Yeah.
Correct.
I cannot wait till 4th level.
Why?
Because that's when I get my I'll get my barbarian subclass
Oh, gotcha.
to get to do even more damage.
Gotcha.
Quirks, habits, oddities, hobbies. Yeah, like some of this stuff. There's a random chart for mental disorders. No, we're gonna skip that.
Well, we're now playing Cthulhu Mental Disorders of 3.0.
Oh yeah, but it's like there was way too high of a chance that every character is just gonna have a mental disorder. Like that's not a fun table to roll on.
Where's there's feats? No, that's not feats. Where's feats?
So
Page 73 of Xanathars.
The Blessed
And
Warrior
whatever-
Fighting Style is
My
pretty
feet
cool.
is on
What is-
168,
Warrior
so it's
Fighting
around
Style,
there.
You learn 2 cantrips of your choice from the cleric spell list,
yeah,
and then
there
they count as paladin spells for you.
nice.
I don't know,
Those abilities are always really nice to be able to like branch off and take like
I think I might
spells
do
that other classes
one.
can't take.
Yeah, interception just feels the same as protection.
I wish I had central casting. I don't
very,
have
very
the fantasy
similar.
one. I only have the modern one.
What is our passive perception?
10 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
I think.
Nice.
No, it's you only get your proficiency bonus if you're
proficient.
if you're proficient in it.
Yeah, that's right.
So otherwise,
If you're proficient in,
it's
in
10 plus
perception.
your wisdom modifier. But if you're proficient in it, you get your proficiency bonus. Oh nope,
Good
I'm not
shit.
an inspiring leader. I do not have the charisma.
You don't want to be inspiring?
I can't. I'm not charismatic enough.
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. I could always drop my strength down.
I'm gonna drink.
Aha! Here's what I was talking about. This is your life story. So, we will go through this with everybody who chooses to roll. But I need your backgrounds first.
So 14.
I went with Urchin.
What are these?
Those the
Peach or orange?
peach or orange carbonated drinks.
Are they literally just sparkling water?
They are sparkling water with aspartame.
Yeah, they have aspartame in them. I think they're really good.
They're like diet soda-ish. They're a little
It's
bit.
Walmart's brand of this is our sparkling water, but it's just
I
diet soda.
accidentally
It's
got
clearly
that one
it's
time.
clearly
No.
American instead of clearly
Gosh.
Canadian.
I
It's
don't
like,
like fake sweeteners.
Yeah, I'm not.
I fuck with them.
I
like
think
them.
they taste weird. They leave like a weird film in my mouth that I don't enjoy.
Grow up.
weird film. Yeah.
I'm taking skilled as a feat.
Well, considering everything in there has aspartame in it, I'll drink this.
Is everything diet?
Everything's
Yeah,
diet, so yeah.
sorry.
No, it's all good. I'll bring my own case of things that I like to drink. I forgot to do that. I should have done that.
I had a regular Sprite in there.
We're gonna
but I
fill
drank it
your
last
fridge.
night.
A regular
Embarrassing.
Sprite.
I did have a regular Sprite last night, but I drank it, so sorry. I should have saved it.
I'm just
for
about
you.
done. How are you guys?
I am
Close.
far
I'm
from.
almost done with level 1.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm
Okay,
not
let's
even.
say because we're going to 3, right?
I'm not even close. I keep rereading
We're going,
things.
yeah, but you can, when we get to level 1, we can
I was say it'll be
we can
quick
take a
to
break
level
and
up,
then
though.
level up. We'll take a break and do some other stuff. And
Oh,
then
I'm
level
already
up.
at 3.
Oh, that's fine.
But I mean, I already know. I know what the numbers are for level 1. So
Look at me. I'm Derek. I know what I'm doing.
Blake, focus.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So what happens is I have this background generator, and what is going to happen? I'm going to read off, and if you want to roll on this chart, you can, and if you don't want to, then you can make up your own story. Like for example, D100 roll for where you were born. It might be a sewer, it might be a rubbish heap, it might be a brothel, or you can just tell me where you were born.
out of the D100 roll, how many? Like is it about like 25 choices, or not that you have to count them, but just
Yeah, that's about 25.
sure. I will roll. What is it? Oh, it's a D100. You said.
It is a D100. But I mean, that's not even the starting roll. The first roll is, do you know who your parents are?
That's a D100.
That's the D100. 1 through 95, you know who your parents are.
I know who my parents are.
Okay.
If we start at level 3, I'm gonna have 31 hit points.
38.
Really?
Well, 1 through 50 in your birthplace is home.
I was born at home.
You're born at home.
All right.
You were born at home?
Do you get more because you're like an
In the
unarmored
Feywild,
person?
in the
No, when I
Shadow
switched to
Fell,
Barbarian,
their
their
choices
hit dice
on
is a
here.
D12. So half a D12 is 7, plus my 3. So I get
So
10
yeah,
every
so
level.
literally 50% chance you were born at home.
Yeah. I started with 11 and I get 10 every level.
Makes sense, I guess, for the time.
So yeah, if anybody wants to roll D100, 1 through 50 means you're born at home. But if you get different than that, then you could be born somewhere else.
The woods.
Like this, we're
73 to 74 means you're born in the forest.
17.
You're born at
born
home.
at home.
Let's see here.
What was that?
55.
What was that book that? Oh, go ahead. 55.
You were born at the home of a family friend. You were born at Derek's home.
Yours didn't come from where I came from.
What was that? What was that book we used to have that could make things really
Central
really
Casting?
Central Casting.
That's what I was saying. I have the modern one, but I don't have the fantasy one.
I've got
Bob
the
has the
one.
fantasy
I got
one.
the fantasy
I think,
one at home.
I think
Printed out.
Bob has a printed out copy of
Yeah,
it.
that's what I have too.
Yeah,
That's a really weird one. You can end up being the child of a god, or you can literally die in character creation.
Yeah, that's funny.
I will say I don't like the weapon section of this new sheet. It doesn't have all the different like things.
Is
See,
it-
that's
look
why
on the
this one's
backside.
great.
Look on the backside.
Look at that.
On the next page, is there something on there?
No, it has a spot where weapons
Yeah,
go,
it's
but
just-
there
it's
isn't
just an
like.
open
Oh, it
spot.
doesn't have the
Doesn't have
to
the-
roll. To hit.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's not like
Check the third page.
that's spells.
That's just spells. I don't even know if everybody needs the third page.
Check the fourth page.
I don't need a third page.
You're not gonna have any spells.
Yeah, but I have one. I guess I could take a
I don't
feat
know.
that gives me spells.
If you
Yeah, this one's pretty
guys
cool.
catch
I like
me
this
in
one.
a,
I
in
thought
a
you said you liked the green one.
if you guys catch me in a good mood, we might even have a random magic item to start with.
Ooh.
Hey,
What hey,
Brad.
What?
Blake did say he wanted the green one, and then you printed him off the other one.
It's all right.
He said he thinks he likes the green one, and then when Melissa said I want what I'm familiar with, he agreed with her, so he got it.
You are right. I did.
Technically, though, that's not what he's familiar with.
Yeah, this is a different one. She also thought it was the original one. This is not the original one. we used. So you tricked all of us.
Look at her original one.
Well, yeah, you
Is that what you want? I can go print you one. Do you want that?
Yeah, where you have all this right here.
Yeah, I do. I like that one better. I do like that one better.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's funny. I was gonna say I really like how this one has a spot for
We all
armor,
owe- we all
but I'm
owe
not
Brad
wearing armor,
3
so it
cents.
doesn't matter.
We owe you 3 cents for pieces of paper.
No, I just should have brought my computer downstairs. That's all.
So
it really hurts to not take alertness though. But I wanted knowledge skills, like religion, arcana, and nature.
That's fair.
Since I am running a wizard, I should be able to have some knowledge arcana.
no. Guess what feat I took as my bonus feat? Tavern Brawler.
I thought you were gonna take grappler.
Tavern Brawler lets me use like improvised weapons, not
So are you just
bad.
like the Revit version of Rocket?
Like Raccoon?
Yeah.
Does he grapple people a lot?
No.
No, I feel like, but like I'm just that's like what I'm picturing now. Like,
I
if
feel
you're,
like-
the more you're talking about your character,
feel like
I'm
if he
just
was
picturing that as like a rabbit.
I feel like if he was an artificer.
I grab people.
Because I feel like Rocket
Yeah.
just makes weapons out of nothing.
Yeah.
A lot.
But as the Tavern Brawler feat also lets me have advantage to attack people that I'm grappling.
Somebody said something in the chat.
Yeah,
No, that's just the auto response.
Like,
Oh
this
no,
is that
Night Steve!
episode
Oh my god,
Night
Night
Steve!
I haven't seen you in forever. What's going on?
What did you say, Brad?
So this is that eco
What's been
tape
going on?
printer. I've printed like thousands of pages on it. And I haven't even added ink yet. It's fine.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, I printed like 1,500 color pages. And I
So,
haven't even filled
well,
the color
mine-
ink up yet.
And my
So,
next
who's
page
here?
is
Night
still
Steve.
like 5 bits.
Well, hello.
Haven't seen Night Steve in forever.
Wow, there's a big delay.
Couldn't. Yeah, there is. It's about a 20-some second delay.
27
20
seconds.
Crackers.
20
it's like
second
it's
delay.
like 20 seconds. Yeah, it's 15 to 20 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, I remember when I was watching you play that Cthulhu game and I was trying to talk
Yep.
to you. It was like,
We're gonna stream on YouTube now, and it's gonna be our schedule. We're kind of still working on it, but like the first week of every month, we're gonna have off, so there'll never be a stream. And then this primary stream will be like weeks 2 and 4, and then that third week we're gonna do just like a random thing.
Yeah, we could play a board game. We could do a one shot. We could do. We might not do anything.
We might not do
You know?
anything. We might use that to
Yeah.
make shorts.
Yeah,
So
but we have been recording a lot of shorts. If you click on those, you'll see a whole bunch.
Yeah, there's all kinds of shorts. And all the shorts are being cross-posted to Instagram and TikTok. So we're using those platforms too. Also, I don't know how to change the Facebook name. So I don't know if we can.
yeah, you can.
it's called
Facebook.
Make a New Facebook account.
We've got a lot of Facebook followers. I
When
grew that
when I
one.
logged into the Instagram, it still had the old name, but then it said it was changed already. So I don't know. I don't know how that
Well,
works.
the Instagram save versus in. I've been
No,
posting
you
for a
could- I
while
think
there.
you could change like your Facebook name like once every 6 months or something like that.
Alright, well, I couldn't figure it out.
All right.
So we'll have to look. Maybe I can't do it on mobile or something. I don't know. I'm very limited. I don't have a computer. I haven't had one in like 15 years.
Got one that's pretty awesome.
I know. I thought about buying a little like $100 Chromebook because there's an app I wanted to download so I could cheat in Tap Titans 2. I was like, if I buy this computer, I can download this program and the game will play itself
I'm
better
gonna
for
spend
me.
$100 to cheat in a mobile game.
I wanted auto prestige. That's all I
An
want.
easy decision for Bob.
I want the game to. Well, no, Bob wouldn't cheat.
You don't think Bob would cheat in a mobile game?
Oh,
No,
I'm sure
okay.
if you figured out a.
A way to not get banned. He doesn't get banned from friendship, so he cheats at
I mean,
tabletop games.
I play this football game, and if I'm losing and I double tap and close the app, it starts the game over. So if I'm losing, I just double tap and play it again until I win. But
Also, my cheating at the game is I just want the game to play itself. Like the game's already it's an idle game. It already plays itself.
What's
I just
the
wanted
point
to
then?
I just wanted to restart every like 20 minutes. The point is so I can get to max level. Win all my tournaments. Get the gems.
Blake, roll your D100.
Oh, sorry.
I want to know if you were born at home.
I don't want you to know where I was born.
Well, you can pick where you're born.
72.
72. All right, someone had to be a weirdo. You were born in a field.
Let's go! Field baby! See, that would have been a good one if you were.
That'd be a good one for you.
If I was a mouse and I was born in a field, I could be a field mouse and become my last name. Alright, what's a cute mouse name? Like
Feifel.
Cheeks?
Feifel.
Oh, Feifel.
I am from the east, so
What are
I would have
the-
gone west.
What are the rescuers down under's names?
What's Chippendale? What are they?
Chippendale?
Chipmunks?
Those are chipmunks.
They're all the same.
I don't know. Like,
Chipmunk, squirrel.
Bianca?
Bianca's the woman, I think. Yeah,
how about the
for
Piccolo? That's a good name.
That's a
Sure. Piccolo's
Namekian.
a Dragon Ball character.
that's a
yeah.
Namekian.
I mean, it's an instrument too. But
What's that like hot mouse chick with like
Careful.
with the wrench? The hot chick with the
Careful.
wrench. What's her
From
name?
Chippendale? Is that what you're talking
Yeah, it's the hot wrench mouse. What's her name? Hot wrench chipmunk?
Mouse.
Yeah, what was her
Hot
name?
Wrench Mouse.
What's her name?
What
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
talking about?
rescue force or whatever there is. Chippendale Rescue.
Rescue Rangers?
Yeah.
Rescue
Yeah.
Rangers.
The mouse girl. That's their
Yeah,
friend.
with the wrench, with the giant wrench or whatever.
The hot mouse.
Hey,
Careful.
Nightseed, help me out here.
Gadget?
Yeah, Gadget is probably her name.
Yeah, Gadget's
That
a really good
that
name.
Sounds,
Gadget, I think you're right. Yeah, it is Gadget.
Well, that's Brad.
Night Steve comes through. See, all you have to say is hot mouse.
Yeah.
And then
Hot wrench
He
mouse.
said we
Yeah.
failed,
I mean,
you
yeah.
failed the Facebook int save. That's why. That's
Yeah.
why you couldn't change
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So,
I got too drunk at the Red Dragon Inn. I couldn't pass the int
we,
save.
don't, we don't talk about the Red Dragon anymore.
Do I
That's
want?
a chapter in our life we don't want to look back on.
Do I want athletics, insight, intimidation, medicine, persuasion, or religion as my?
Religion's a good one for Paladin.
Yeah.
Did you do your background yet?
I'm still chugging along through the basic stuff. 'cause I'm
I would look at your
lazy.
background because backgrounds give you 2.
What
Off the
is
jump.
my AC?
So if you have the option to
I
pick
figured
between
that.
4 here,
10 plus
but your
your dex plus
background
your
gives you
armor.
one of those 4, obviously you wouldn't want to take it
You
again.
said just Google backgrounds.
Yeah, just Google D&D 5e backgrounds. There's a lot of them there. And then Google whatever name of the background is again, and you'll get a link that's free to look at.
Yeah. We gotta help Blake focus so he can get so we can play a little.
Well, not
bit.
necessarily focus, like trying to figure. If you always want to do your background before you pick your
I
skills
know,
because
I
it
know,
gives
right.
you skills.
Hey.
Right, because then you might end up taking the same skill that you
Yeah.
could have got for free or something.
Right.
Which sucks. My race gave me a skill that also my background gave me, but the background's very fitting for me, so I want it still.
Oh, it wasn't a choice.
No, the background's like you get these 2 skills. On my races, you get perception as a skill
Okay.
because of my hair senses.
Yeah, they should do something. There should be like should get an extra bonus or something.
Yeah, you get a +1 or
You should get an
something.
extra +1 if you get it twice.
Homebrew. You homebrew it.
Yeah, just because it only helps you at this moment. No, I'm not.
But we can use it from now on. You got to start somewhere.
Only if someone else has the same problem.
What if we only ever have one person with the problem?
I thought almost always you had a choice, so that didn't happen though. So that's why.
Well, I don't think most races give you a skill proficiency.
Oh, okay, that's probably why.
That's the issue. Is I get skill proficiencies in 3 different locations.
A noble.
Noble.
Yep.
I think that's just in the normal player's handbook
It
too,
is.
so you can find it easy.
History and persuasion.
But yeah, that's one of those like little like tips. Always do your background before you get to the skills.
Gotcha. And then we'll do athletics. And I kind of do intimidation. I feel like insight's pretty good.
Intimidation.
Who's got insight?
I think
I have
insight's
insight.
better.
Okay.
I think insight's better.
If
than
you have
intimidation.
insight, then I'm not worried about it.
Intimidation never really comes up that much.
Oh, yeah.
Not if I make it come up.
I guess you could.
I was just turning on the creepy one.
Ooh, another cool thing about the rabbits, you can be small or medium. I chose medium because I want to be able to grapple bigger things.
What is this?
It's
In
Mom. It's Mom. I love you. In the creepy haunted house lunatic asylum. The abandoned lunatic asylum.
Is that where Camp Adventure 1 starts?
This is so stupid. I love it.
Mother!
Mama. I was drinking my drink. That was dangerous. I kind of don't like this.
Ooh.
Hey, is there a way? Why are some of these sounds so much louder than other ones sometimes?
It's the mixing.
Even before, because even when you would do it, you'd play some and like you'd do one and it sounds good, and then like 10 minutes later, it's just deafening.
Whoever made
Programmed
these
it, yeah.
things
Yeah.
didn't make them all the same.
Sorry, I'm distracting the group.
We gotta get a
Playing the
person to
Siren's
mix and
Cape while
master
you're supposed to be
these.
making stuff. No, right here, Derek, is what I was talking about. If you click something up there, like where you click all right there. At first there was like 8 of them, and I'm like, oh, that's fine. I looked at them all, then I was like, wait a minute, and I clicked all, And then I realized that, no, we have like a month worth of sound effects to listen to try to figure out what you want to use.
No, I don't want Tasha's laughter. What do I want my other first level spell to
I
be?
thought I had that turned off.
Grease was obviously number one.
Oh, yeah. Are you doing a grease?
Of course. Anytime I have a spellcaster,
Yeah,
I
see,
take
but
Grease.
I can grapple them, drag them into the grease, and shove them to the ground, and then they can't get back up.
Yeah, oh yeah, especially that works good with his grapple rabbit.
Or do I actually take something that will be useful, like Witch Bolt or Magic Missile?
Not a very smart
Charm
paladin.
person? No?
Not a very smart paladin.
But you know what love is?
Oh, that's
No. I'm a paladin of glory. Is the oath of glory is my.
I'm running
oath
a
of-
worthless wizard, is what I'm running.
And oath of glory is just a like.
worthless wizard.
I'm going to be like
What do they
Kevin
consider
Hart
pencil?
in Crodmandoon. Just like I'm not going to have any spells that help us at any time.
Yeah. Great. You just constantly cast like dancing lights and stuff. Like,
Okay, so...
Man, not having wisdom or intelligence really does like shaft you on skills.
yeah.
Most
it
of them are
does.
wisdom or intelligence or charisma.
Yeah.
Dex is like a couple of them, and strength is like one.
They did a good job making everything important and not making you be able to get everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, but it is.
Want to be a
kind of
good
annoying.
fighter? Or you want to be good at skill
Yeah,
things?
you can be good at one thing. You
Yeah.
can't be good at all the things.
Is your spell DC, does that start at 8, right? 8 plus...
8 plus yeah,
And plus your ability modifier.
plus your ability modifier.
8, 9, 10...
Ability
11,
modifier starts at
Wait,
2?
yeah.
Yeah,
Your save DC or your to hit.
both.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh no, but to the attack bonus, is that at 10? Your save DC is at 8.
I don't know if they both start at 8.
Okay, well, I'll look. I'm trying to... I miss the bard singing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still say we should, like,
I
cut
just-
the bard
I thought
out and
it's
just
not-
take, like, instrumentals from, like, popular songs and put the bard
There's
into
so
it.
much better stuff than what we always listen to.
Don't
in
criticize Derek's DM.
here. Just wait till you see some of the stuff that this program does that Derek never bothered.
Like, I know we're at your house, but don't you dare talk down to my friend's DMing skills.
Derek, you do better.
I didn't talk down to his DMing
You
skills.
need to up your game.
Yeah.
Actually, my DMing skills this last adventure thing was kind of lacking. I have no problem.
As long as you acknowledge it.
Yep, I 100%.
If you admit you did wrong, that's fine, but I'm not
Oh.
allowing anyone else
Did
to
I
admit
just
you
charge
did
you
wrong.
money,
To
Derek?
admit
What?
that you did wrong.
What did I just do?
No, I purchased. That's one I bought.
Okay. I clicked on it and it said, thank you for purchasing this. Click to download. I was like, oops.
Yeah. No, anything that's I've never
Yeah.
downloaded those because I'm like, we'll never use those.
Oh,
So
I went
Well, you're never gonna use them if you don't
yeah,
download them.
So all those are you can download.
I went through and listened to every one that was able to be listened to the other day.
I think the blue ones are the ones that I don't have. I forget how it works. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's cool with me grappling people.
Mhm.
They're
There's a
forced
couple
to
more I
attack
do want to
me
buy.
because they're
This is
moving
what I
to
did. I
0.
clicked on install.
So I'm taking their damage, but because I'm
and that's
barbarian
where I
and
found
raging, I take
all
half
the
damage.
extras,
Gotcha.
I think.
Yeah.
So
You shouldn't. That's
Yeah, because
cool.
most of those other ones that are gray
This
are
thing
for actual
literally tells
pre-made
me all my
adventures.
skills.
It's literally
Yeah.
for
Yeah, it does. For my race.
all the
Yeah,
D&D.
neat.
Like,
Well, what I
Tomb of
like is that
Annihilation.
it literally has the exact sounds I need for every scenario that I came up with for this. But yeah, so we just have some rain and some thunder in the distance while you guys.
I
make
use
your
that.
characters.
I mean, I do that. I've done rain and thunder. I'm done. I'm good.
Brag about it.
I think I'm done too.
So-
Also, I think they either changed the rabbit's abilities or I misread them, or I was reading a different creature. Because I could have swore they had an ability where they could move double their speed.
They have that jump ability.
They do have a jump ability, but I remember reading, unless it was like a weird dream I had about something the rabbits could do. I could have swore there was a thing where they could move double their speed. And then, but I guess they can't. Like, they could just, like, as a, you know, sprint real fast as a rabbit, move double their speed, and they can't use it again unless they don't move. They have to do 0 movement for a turn, and then they can use that ability again.
Oh, interesting.
But that's not a thing.
They have lucky footwork and rabbit hop.
Yeah. But rabbit hop also doesn't use movement.
All right.
So that bonus action jump, since it's proficiency bonus times 5, that's 10. For free as a bonus action, I can just jump 10 feet.
Nice.
Is that 10 feet up or 10 feet over?
So did you choose small or medium?
A medium. Yeah, because I need to be able to grab big things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go over my character real quick for
I was gonna say
Nightsteed.
go over your character for everybody watching this in the future too.
Okay. I am Leaf Lightfoot, a halfling rogue wizard with the urchin background. I was born at home, we know that much. I have a strength of 9, dex of 15, con of 12, intelligence 14, wisdom 10, charisma 12. Let's see. I am basically going to run him as a Kender type character. He is going to be childlike. Again, the spells are utility spells. I don't have a single attack spell at all.
At all?
At all.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, keep in mind I'm only a first level wizard, so...
Yeah, I guess you're two
know,
rogue, one was...
Yeah.
I think he said you're thinking it's Baxies for that ability.
Could be.
Yeah, they're
a cat.
They're just all utility spells I got right now. I will eventually... I'm not going to not take any attack spells, but...
Well, if you would like to roll more on these charts, we can while we're waiting. Would you like...
I got my stuff done. Yeah.
Done too? All right.
My guy was just really smart. Well, I guess we can do the random thing, but go ahead.
I'm Bramlin Proudfoot. I'm a Herringon. How's it pronounced?
The Monsters of the Multiverse back.
Herringon?
The rabbit people.
Yeah, the rabbit folk. Originally from the Feywild, but I was born at a friend of the family's house. That house being a monk monastery located in the ice whatever in our world, because
Icewind Dale.
my parents, one of them.
He's from over here. Icewind Dale's over here.
No, I'm from up there.
Yeah, I have that map. I'll get it up in a little bit.
One of my parents is a were creature, and part of their curse was passed down to me, or they thought it might be. So they took me to a monk monastery to have me be raised in peace, to try to keep the beast contained. And I left the monk monastery after a little bit of training because I couldn't contain the monastery wasn't the right fit to help control the beast within, which is why I'm now a barbarian, which I'm next level going to be a beast barbarian.
Oh, okay.
Which is where that comes from. So I left to go try to hone my skills and abilities and try to, take control of the beast within and not let it control me. So I'm out exploring and adventuring and doing all that because of that reason. But I do long for home, and I miss the monks, and I miss my rabbit family, my werewolf rabbit dad.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just going to play the campaign, and whether it takes me for rogue or wizard, that's just,
Yeah.
All right. What day are you arriving into Silverymoon, and where did you come from?
I actually arrived there on the first day.
Coming from the east? So I'm entering in the east, and I'm going to get there...
Okay. There's 10 days. Each day has something that will happen.
The third day. Like I said, I'm Gandalfing it.
All right, so you're there day... So actually it's backwards. So you're there day 10. Because we're at... The adventure starts when we went through all 10 of these days.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you're at day 10. Bram's at day 7. Gremlin. The Gremlin.
Yeah, no, I am going to say I am from Baldur's Gate, and I just got Wanderlust, the Kender Wanderlust, and just was like, I'm gonna go travel.
Why can't you
All
be
right,
from
so you'll
Baldur's
be
Gate?
coming in a
It's
different.
being built right now.
So you'll be coming in
Ballers.
a different gate.
No, I don't want to because like this is like when the city gets destroyed. I want to come from probably. Oh, Baldur's Gate. That's kind of a long way to come.
Look where I'm coming from, Derek.
That's
I'm
true.
coming from a new plane in the ice. Don't ask me why I ended up in silvery
Actually,
skin.
I
What's
think
it
I'm
called?
gonna say I'm gonna
Silverymoon.
Silverymoon. I think I'm gonna
Silverymoon.
be a local. I think I'm gonna be from
Again,
Silverymoon.
like I said, that's where the railroadiness
Yeah.
comes in a little bit. That's where I chose to start the adventure,
Yeah.
so I gotta put you
Well,
there.
I mean, anyone who's exploring, like, if you have someone that's like, yeah, I decided like backpack across the country, you're not gonna be like, why'd you end up in Wyoming? Like, because it's part of the country, dude. Like,
I know. I'm just. You
well,
know.
I mean, that's why I'm going from so far
No,
away.
I'm
It's
gonna
like,
say I'm gonna be from a
Some
small
people
town.
don't like the, hey, the adventure's starting here. You're here now. Like, I didn't want to be there. I'm just.
well, I mean, but also I feel like the people that are like, I want to be there,
I'll
like,
say-
then you're not a part of
I'll
the
say I'm
adventure.
from this whatever. I'll look it up. But this town right here, Long Saddle.
Long
And so that's why I said my Wanderlust just started, and I made the trip and got to Silverymoon.
Do you need our flaws, ideals, and bonds?
Oh shit, I didn't do those.
We are
I guess I'm
gonna-
not that-
I did those.
We are, and then there's part of it. All right, so first off, let's do this first. So if you want to, for each background and each in class, there's like I became a urchin because I became
okay,
a.
sure. Yeah, let's do it.
So do you want to do and then we could do siblings, randomly generated. We could do
Yep.
parentage.
Oh yeah, me and Derek are siblings.
Of course.
So if you want to roll your number of siblings and your birth order and your family, and if you had an absent parent, which both you
No, we know our parents.
do,
doesn't
he
mean-
didn't
Yeah,
roll that.
I had a parent that was absent during the night of the full moons because he's
Yeah.
a were creature.
Okay.
But anyways, I mean, so it's
These ones so much bigger.
what's your background, Brian?
My background is far traveler.
Far traveler. That might not be.
That's in
here.
Sword Coast.
Yeah, that's not in here. You want to roll your childhood home or a childhood memory?
Sure. What do I roll?
3d6 plus charisma for a childhood memory.
Man, I gotta more dice out. 3d6. Jesus.
And if you want a child home, that's a d100. Oh, wait. D100 plus a modifier.
Everything with 0 is a cantrip, right?
Correct.
And there's no limit on those.
Nope. Do you just start off knowing?
If you want to roll your childhood
No,
home,
no limit on how many you can cast them.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I need you to roll your family lifestyle first.
You said, what's my family lifestyle?
Do you want to roll your family? That's how much money you had. Do you want to roll that?
Sure.
Sure.
What is that?
3d6.
All right, 3d6.
And then remember what I tell you next.
9.
15.
9 is modest, plus 0. 15 is comfortable, plus 10. Now, give me another D100 for your childhood home. And then add your modifier to it. So yours is plus 10.
Oh, this is kind of like.
Mine's plus 0.
Yeah,
Modest
yours
is
is
0.
plus 0.
Now what am I rolling?
Childhood home, D100. Write these down if you want.
I got 99.
99, a mansion.
Nice. I probably live. in
Modest money plus 0. You're from a mansion.
Well, it could be a mansion for that area.
Would
A
you-
rat mansion.
Would you? Yeah, a giant
probably-
hole.
I probably am as well too. I 107.
107 is a mansion. You just missed a palace or a castle.
You gotta fix these better. You
That
broken
doesn't make
chair.
any. What? No.
Again? You broke it again?
No, you didn't fix it
I
right.
fixed it again. All right, 3d6 plus your charisma mod for a childhood memory.
Mansion.
I guess I could say a monastery is kind of mansion-esque.
Yeah.
That I'm from a monastery, but I don't have the money.
Well, also though, this is also a halfling mansion, so it's an actual regular house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's,
All right, what's this next one?
Childhood memory.
Is what?
You can opt out of any of these if you want to.
What am I rolling for?
3d6 plus charisma.
What
What's
are our
that?
rules on identifying?
Why?
If you have
It
a
is-
magic item, then you need to know what it does and you need to identify.
Okay.
But look at the components. I think identify requires an
Pearl or
expensive.
at least 100, or a pearl worth at least 100.
Is it
gold.
used up
Yeah.
every
And
time?
an owl feather.
Yeah, the
But
pearl's
does-
the hard one. It's getting a 100 gold piece pearl. So you can't infinitely cast it because
Yeah.
But look up in the description and see if you can do it as a
ritual.
Ritual.
If you can ritual it, and not all classes have ritual casting, but if you have the ability to do ritual casting, you can cast things for free. But I know the way we always play when it comes to those components is 99% of all components are just like, you're in a town, drop a couple silver, boom, you have all the components you need for the next several adventures. But if it's like a component's 100 gold piece.
That's how we're doing it this time, because actually the main part of this adventure is finding some specific components.
But that's different than just like, okay, I need to cast, I need several.
I know. I'm just saying that's how we're doing it this time, because there are some very
It's a
specific
lot less
things
cantrips
you'll
than I
be
thought
looking
there were. I had all the ones in the middle of
All right,
hang on.
3d6 plus charisma, childhood memory, if you'd like.
Plus charisma?
Yeah.
I have 10 minus 1, so 9.
You had a few close friends and lived an ordinary childhood.
All right.
Wait, what was that roll?
3d6 plus charisma.
We can come back to you if you're not ready yet.
Charisma modifier?
Yeah.
Okay.
11.
Same.
Okay.
Ordinary life with a few good friends.
Yeah.
They're my monk friends.
Derek, what'd you get? Same?
No. That. Plus 1.
Oh, I can't do identify either. That's
11,
15.
15,
Never mind.
11, 12,
You
15,
had
15,
several
56,
friends.
15,
Pull up into this book.
You had several
The-
friends, and your childhood was generally a happy one.
If you go to where the spells are,
Makes sense
the
for
very
being,
first page for the spells,
happy
gives
little
you,
halfling thing.
them broken down by level.
Would you like to roll on why you became an urchin?
Okay.
So you can just look here.
It's
Like, these are all my
D6.
first
I
level
imagine
spells.
it's
These are all my
because my
second,
parents
This
third,
is-
fourth,
5.
fifth.
Okay.
One day you woke up on the streets alone and hungry with no memory of your early childhood. Well, that doesn't fit.
Let's try again. Let's try one.
Wait.
Wanderlust caused me to leave my family to see the world. I look after myself.
Well, I'm on my wanderlust right now.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, you couldn't have wrote that any better. And then there's one for classes too. Like I became a druid because I became a cleric because I became a monk because.
How come we say wanderlust, but we don't say like horny for travel? I feel like they're the same.
Start.
All right. Who wants a D100 life event? If you roll 100, you get to roll on the weird stuff
want it.
table.
23.
Okay. I got my 2.
You fell in love or got married. If you get this result more than once, you can choose to have a child instead. Work with your DM to determine the identity of your love interest.
I don't want a love interest. I'm traveling to get away from everybody to contain the beast
Well, you don't
within.
have to, you don't have to
He's
use
escaping
these.
his
I
love
have
interest.
15.
A 15. You gained a bit of good fortune. Roll on the boons table.
Oh.
D10 on the boons.
How are you starting off the boon already?
I
you
rolled
rolled
a
a
15.
Normally, normally people pay for that.
A friendly alchemist has gifted you a potion of healing or a flask of acid. You choose.
Flask of acid.
Yeah.
Yeah, acid's like healing, but in reverse. Can I roll another one? I don't want to be married.
Yeah,
I don't want to be married.
I've been there,
how
done
old
that.
are you?
We only lived to be a century, so.
I mean, you can roll D4 of these, or D6 if you're 31 to 40.
I want to be.
You roll D12 if you're 61 or older. 51 to 60 is D10. 41 to 50 is D8.
I think 30 is a good age.
And cantrips, you
Well,
can just
if you're
use,
31, you get a D6 instead of a D4.
I'll be 31. That's how old I am in real life.
All right, now roll D6. That's how many more rolls on this table you get. We'll skip the first one. That's how many rolls.
1. I rolled a 1 on that d6.
All right, roll D100. Get it.
73.
You met someone important. Use the supplemental tables to determine this character's identity and how this individual feels about you. Work out additional details with your DM.
Oh, I could be the leader of my monk order.
So,
Why is all mine involve people? I don't want all these people. You're married. You got a close, like, give me items. Give me acid.
you want to roll on the weird stuff table? I'll let you roll one more time on the weird stuff
I
table.
want the weird
when you're
stuff
done.
table.
D12. One more time on the weird stuff table.
2.
You were petrified and remained a stone statue for a time until someone freed you. There, you want weird stuff.
All right. I gotta figure out how that works.
When you're petrified, you age.
I don't think
No.
so.
So you could literally be frozen in time.
You'd be like, I'm like
Does
200 years
does
ago.
it ever wear off on its own?
No.
I don't think so.
You
But
have to be saved.
You could
Yeah.
put like
I guess that's a story narrative choice.
Yeah, I mean,
you could put like a trap on the floor that's set to act time based that's set to activate
what am I
after so
rolling?
many years.
What are we doing?
That's,
how old are you?
I am 17.
Anti-magic.
So you could petrify
17
yourself.
years old. That
Yeah,
means you
you'd be
get
like,
one life
this-
event.
I like
so
that.
do
It's
it
kind of
100.
boring. Petrify yourself.
would be a
and then
fun-
sit there for.
I think that'd be a cool
85.
end of a campaign.
You had a
Or just like
supernatural
like,
experience.
character
Roll
that,
on the supernatural
you're
event
500
table.
years ago.
You were haunted.
Derek gets to roll on the supernatural event table.
That's
D100.
exciting.
God is horny for him.
41.
You escape certain death and believe it was the intervention of a god that saved you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alright.
Is it the same god that Blake follows?
Death.
Here's the thing. I am a
I
Asimar,
don't know which god though.
but I'm also a paladin, so I've been touched by a god as an Asimar, but I also worship a god.
You
Well,
can-
I've been touched by a celestial or an angelic being. Are those different?
Sorta, but not
Okay.
really.
I mean, it could be the same thing.
I mean, it could be.
the thing that gave you your
I think a
powers.
celestial is an angelic being, but there's other angelical
Do
beings
I
too.
do I know the god that saved me? Do I know which one?
Kevin.
You believe it was the intervention of a god, so you should be able to pick one, but there's not a random god table as far as I know.
Random god chart. Tiamat.
Right.
Raven Queen. No,
Do
Okay,
gods
yeah.
have kids in this? Can gods have babies?
a lot of the Forgotten Realms gods were actually mortals at one point in time. And
Yeah, but like once they
ascended.
become gods and they get all the powers, like, do powers get passed down to people? Like how Hercules is like a
You used to be able to there was a prestige, not a prestige class, but there was what was it, a challenge rating option where you could do that. It was 4 level. You had to give up 4 levels to be
jeez.
this, but you get a ton
Yeah.
of stuff though.
All right, so Melissa rolled on the life event table, but she didn't say how old you were yet, so you might have more rolls.
I mean, it's like plus 8 strength,
Yeah.
plus I mean it's a
So
lot.
you
of
remember? Did you play the first DS Fire Emblem game?
Uh-huh.
The one where you can have kids and like your kids come from the future. Is that a thing that can happen where it's like, oh, this level 20 wizard and this level 20 barbarian like had a kid, and the kid is like a weird fusion of the two classes where he has abilities from both, but
Not
it's
that that
that would be a
probably-
cool thing to do.
That would like in 3.5. That would be like you could do the variant where you could take multiple classes at once.
What's in the
Well,
priest?
I forget what they were called. That's probably what that would be.
What's in the what?
It's listed under just under equipment. All the
Well,
patterns
I
are
have,
listed
I have
there.
options.
I wish 3.5 didn't take so long mathematically. So many options for you to do. And if we think we're taking a long time to look up stuff now,
I think I'm done,
Just
guys.
add in 100 more
Oh.
years.
151. Burglar, diplomat, dungeoneers, entertainers, explorers, priest is a blanket, 10 candles,
How
a
old are
tinder
you?
box, an alms box, 2 blocks
I
of
don't
incense,
know.
a censer,
The older you are, the more life
vestments,
events
2 days
you
of
get to
rations,
roll
and
on.
a water
I'm doing
source.
explorers.
So,
I
is
don't-
that a thing, Nightsteed? Is that
What?
an actual halfling god of death?
Oh.
It's kind of badass.
or Galen?
Urgalon?
Are we, hey, we gotta make sure we're pronouncing it right, because remember Squillaci?
Yes.
Malachi.
It'll always be Skulashi. It made more sense.
I read the word, I'm like, oh, the god, the leprechaun god Squillaci, and it's like, it's Scalé. I'm like, fuck off.
Skulashi makes more sense though for the type of god.
Yeah,
that
here
is.
you go. Urgalon, the halfling god of...
He was a goofy god, but
lawful
Cody made him
neutral,
like
halfling
really
deity
mean
of
and angry
earth
for
and
some
death.
reason. It made him very
He
bad.
was a gentle deity for a god of death.
Oh, okay. He's the nice death. He's the death from
Well, just because
Sandman.
you're deaf doesn't mean you're bad. Everyone has to
Because
die
the
at some point.
halfling dead are usually buried, he was also a guardian of the earth. As opposed to plants, that was,
Oh, okay.
different. But he was guardian of the earth where the dead bodies are
Yeah.
buried.
Hey, fuck grass. I love dirt. Except
He's
for my
born to
dead-
field.
See, now I feel like I should have taken the lucky feet because now it makes sense with my backstory.
There's some images of Urgulath.
You can choose three d20 rolls to either
What
his
is-
rolls
is
against
the one
me.
that
I
looks
can make
like
him
Danny
re-roll, or I
DeVito
can
riding a
re-roll.
llama. What is that?
Hey, what'd you say?
I don't know.
Scan Bandito riding a llama?
Danny DeVito riding a llama.
Let me-
It's,
let me
I don't
see.
know. It's far away and it's moving a
Yeah,
lot.
could you bring the Danny DeVito on a llama? The second picture is
There,
very
yeah,
Danny
so,
DeVito.
like, yeah, look at it.
No,
It's
even
literally
at
riding
close.
a llama though.
It looks like a llama's riding him,
What?
which is a very Danny DeVito thing.
100%.
Why is there a giant? Okay, I don't understand. What's the hand holding a rock behind that thing?
I
It's
have no idea.
Magic.
It's what happens when not very good artists didn't get paid much for D&D
I would
artwork.
say it could be a very
40
good
years
artist
ago.
who just didn't
Didn't
care
care.
that much.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. If you can see that. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
can see that kind of.
His titles are He Who Must Be, the Black Hound, Lord in the Earth, the Protector, or the Shaper.
The black.
And he's
hound.
lawful neutral.
Heroism is already one of the spells for Paladin. Why is that special?
What do you mean?
So it's listed here for Oath of Glory at 3rd level. You can get Heroism. It's already a 1st level spell.
I think
so like,
this means you just gain those
So,
spells.
how old are
by
you?
default.
Yeah, I think
I
you
don't
just get them.
So I
You're
get
an
5
elf.
spells instead
Yeah,
of 3.
so it would like a.
So an
About
elf.
100.
Yeah, so you probably get a
So, like,
D12.
That would be like an upper teenager, like just
So,
not
like,
enough.
would
Yeah,
be.
so you
Yeah,
get
that
level
would
for
be
Paladin.
like
so you
young
get a
adult.
D12 events because you've been around a while.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So 12.
Hang on. I have 3
Oh,
spell
Jesus.
slots.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, you are an elf, yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
you have
a lot of
Three
things can
spell
happen to you.
slots. So how many spells do I get?
But you've already rolled one.
Under Paladin, under spellcasting.
It's the roundish
where's it?
looking one.
I don't think I have any.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
here we
second
go.
level.
I'm like, wait,
Oh,
where?
okay.
10!
Jesus.
The Paladin
9
chooses
more
what
events.
spells you have to
So give me
cast.
some D100 rolls.
You prepare the list of
What was
spells
my
that are
first
available
event?
for you. Choose a spell.
You got the acid.
Oh,
You
okay.
choose a number of paladin spells equal to your charisma modifier plus half your paladin level, rounded down.
Life events.
So you pick that many spells,
Acid.
and here you
Alright.
just
You met a
gain the
friendly
ability-
alchemist and he gave you some
I think,
acid.
Yeah. Okay, so
So,
you need to
charisma
roll
modifier
100 then?
plus-
Yeah,
No,
I
here.
guess 9 more
You
times.
just here at
66.
third level you gain oath spells at the you just gain those 2 spells at third level, so you don't have to take them.
Start the game with an extra 2d6
Okay, but I
gold
do get
because you
others
spent
to
time
Yeah,
working
so
in
here
a
you
job
have it says
related to your
your
background.
charisma plus half your paladin level, which
Okay.
is what.
Charisma's 3
an extra
plus
2d6 gold.
I'll roll that in a
So you
minute.
get 4, so you can learn pick 4 spells,
26.
but you also always have these
26, this
Okay,
fell in
two.
love
So
and
you
got
have 4,
married.
you have 6. And then at 5th level you
I
gain
mean,
those
I
2
could
as
have
well.
fallen in love by now.
Which is
and
why,
just-
like,
Yeah,
depending on
it
the
was,
oaths
it
you
was a
pick,
human and then they
all
died.
oaths get different sets of spells.
I see that.
So
I so
depending
wish
on
you
which
wouldn't
spells you
age,
want,
but
what
since
oath
He
you
you
are-
didn't
want.
love me back.
So I do get guiding bolts.
70.
Ooh, I fucked up this camera.
70. That's and 2d6 again. 2d6 gold again.
Alright.
Why is it, she gets acid and gold and this and that? I get
She
married.
fell in love too.
I get married.
Her husband died.
No, I didn't say we were married. I said
Her love
he
interest died.
didn't love me back. That's worse.
No, well, same thing.
Is it me?
5.
I had a lover and I ran away from him to get away.
You
and
suffered
your
a
lover didn't love me
tragedy
back.
roll on the tragedy table.
What's the tragedy table?
It's a d12.
All my friends.
My
are
tragic
dead.
backstory is all coming
The
together.
edge.
4.
You lost all your possessions in a disaster and had to rebuild your life.
Well, that's fine because there's like why
Sure.
am I here now? Like
Yeah, okay, that works. How many are we at?
All right, throw away your acid.
I got that after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, 4 more.
Um,
You got a ridiculous amount of life events. Compared to Bram's
Is that a
1.
100?
no.
Or is
it'd
that a
be-
10?
Yeah.
That's
it's-
a
I was
10.
gonna say, is that? I hope it's not a 100.
Why?
No, no.
3 zeros would be 100, right?
Yeah, 100 is the weird stuff table.
Okay.
So that's,
Damn. All right. I got a 10.
that's another tragedy.
Okay. It's fine. I have the tragic life.
D12 again.
10.
For reasons you were never told, you were exiled from your community. Then you either wandered in the wilderness for a time or promptly found a new place to live.
All right.
Those 2 things you're like giving you those 2 options is, hey, you either
I'm the one that
wandered
caused
around
the
or did this.
destruction.
Yeah.
I caused the destruction, which led to me losing all of my possessions, and they exiled me for it.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know.
You pulled a Dominic Toretto from
You don't
Fast
have
and
to
Furious
use-
and you like shattered a building by
32.
stomping on it.
You don't necessarily have to use all
No,
of
it's
these,
fine.
but you made the enemy of an adventurer. Roll a d6, and an odd number indicates you're to blame. Even number indicates you're blameless.
I'm blameless.
All right, now we have to determine who this hostile character is towards you.
I still have to determine who
Okay.
my friend is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Are you at 9? How many you got?
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. So 2 more. What was that one? Someone's mad at me.
Yeah,
you have an enemy.
You have an enemy, but it's not your fault.
Enemy.
It's not my fault.
Not my fault.
Get a 96 to 99.
I'll do my best. About a 16. I think I've already rolled a 16.
No, that's a boon. Yeah, that's a boon on the boon
Thunder.
table.
Thunderous smart smites. There.
Another boon.
Right?
D10.
10.
A distant relative left you a stipend that enables you to live comfortable lifestyle for 1d20 years. If you choose to live in a higher lifestyle, you reduce the price of the lifestyle by 2 gold during that time period. I don't know what that means.
8.
So if you're
So
living
for 8 years, you have lots of money.
no, like let's say 8 years for, you know,
But this is her life events
much
to the
gold.
point that she got
Yeah.
to today.
The
So
reduces. So
her
let's say
life-
like the highest gold, like highest lifestyle costs 10 gold a day. That would you could lower it to 2 gold or lower it by
Ah,
2
okay.
to 8 gold a day as opposed to the 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Alright, I have one more.
Also, read through the rest of the spellcasting
38.
phrase written for your character because some classes
roll
after
again.
long
That's the
rests or
enemy
after
again.
Oh,
levels.
okay.
For some, for like long rests, you get to choose every day the
32.
spells you know.
Enemy.
And then some after every level you can.
The
choose
world
your
wants
spells.
you to have enemies.
So like, let's say you take your
10.
class spells
I got
now,
that.
and you realize,
I
oh, this
rolled a
spell's not
10.
this good.
Tragedy.
Alright,
Why
I
can't
need
I
to
use
do-
it?
Yeah.
I need
Every
to do
level
dice
you can
here.
swap what
Here,
you're
use
doing.
these
Well, that's how the
ones.
Blessed Warrior is.
Okay.
Every
Okay.
level you can swap the cleric
That's what happens when you're an elf.
Yeah.
You get
Which I think
nice
the
and
ones I got are
68. I already
solid,
had
though.
that, didn't I? 60
I think
something?
those will both be solid to use.
That's the money.
Yep.
Spread it out is good.
8.
Tragedy.
Oh shit.
67. Oh my
Alright.
god!
Alright, no,
I give up. Oh, is that different?
I'm going to make you roll on the adventure table. So roll another D100.
There we go.
83.
83.
Should I just do
You
Heirlooms?
found some treasure on your
Yeah.
adventure.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
26
I mean,
gold.
think
We don't
left.
have a healer.
Oh
Sure.
my
If you
god.
pay too much
Okay,
attention
so
to
running
all
into
the
money.
I have
spells,
6.
what are the odds you're going to use every single attack?
Yeah, so I took
Okay.
Thunderous and Searing Smite, Bless, Cure Wounds. I
Yeah.
get
We're
Heroism
just,
by
yeah.
default.
The universe wants you to have money for
Guiding
enemies.
Bolt.
14.
That's not a paladin.
You know what it is?
I think it's a cleric. I think I saw it earlier. I should have grabbed
22?
it.
Yep. 22 more starting gold.
The universe wants you to have
How much
enemies.
gold do you have?
The universe wants her to have enemies and money. That's
Plus your starting
It's a
gold
cleric
from.
cantrip.
Oh,
Which is
yeah,
usually
plus
10.
I have gold that I start with.
I have the
Where are
cleric
the
spells.
clerics?
I put them back. I should have kept them out.
And a flask of acid.
Yeah.
Flask of acid.
So yeah, but we're not done yet. That's just the fun stuff in this book.
That's the fun stuff.
The fun weird stuff in this book. We still have trinkets. Duh. Gotta have trinkets.
I think I'm done. I'm just writing all my shit.
Do you have your age? Because if you don't, you're gonna need that in a minute.
How old did we say I was?
Okay.
120.
120.
Ish, you know, you can go plus or minus a couple years.
Yeah,
It's
that's
no big
fine.
deal.
Oh, I'm immune to disease. I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Not
Which one do you
No.
need?
normal disease, not magical disease.
You know what? It's still cool.
It is. No, I'm just saying.
Which
It
one
just
do you need?
Guiding bolt.
I'm just saying,
Well,
if
unless
one of
it's
us
a
can't get
cantrip.
an STD, that's all I'm
It's not a
saying.
cantrip. That is a level 1 probably. Hopefully.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this because of the way it's written.
Melissa, what day did you arrive? In the
It is.
in the
It's
cycle
not.
of 10
It's not a
days?
cleric. My bad. My bad.
Day.
What is it?
The
Uh,
5th. Okay.
it's probably like sorcerer or something.
No, here it is.
Oh, was it in there? Okay, cool.
Second one I looked at.
well, shit.
Maybe it's not in the regular place. Nope, there it is. I'm stupid and blind.
I don't have your character name
Oh, 'cause
yet.
it blesses
so
here, too.
I put down no.
Gotcha. That's the
What's
one I
your
saw
character?
earlier then.
Do you have a character name?
Zelara. Z-E-L-A-R-A.
And like there's a cure wounds here
Probably
too. 'Cause, like they're
Zella.
both classes
Yeah.
have it.
I wrote down Mel
Alright.
instead
so
of I just put
Sacred
Zell now.
Flame, Guiding
There you
Bolt,
go.
Flash of Light, Streak, Swords, and
Ram is gonna be
Choice of
easy to
Revenge.
remember.
Spell attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bramlin.
Brown.
Bramlin.
Bramlin Proudfoot, the rabbit.
That's actually pretty good.
We got light feet. We got proud feet.
Yeah. Hey, rules is written for Barbarian Rage. It just says you're immune to all bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Doesn't make any exceptions for magic. So I don't know like how that's actually.
Magic's a different category.
Right.
But usually it'll say like I think in Fifth or Pathfinder it said by non-magical means. Like there's
Right.
specifications for that, and 5th edition doesn't specify types of damage whether or not you would be affected if by like a magic weapon that does bludgeoning would bypass my resistance or
So
not.
what-
It just says all bludgeoning.
What age?
Piercing
do they
and
live
slashing,
to?
I'm
Did you
immune
figure
to.
that out?
Yeah, because I mean, even monsters usually they're immune to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magic. I don't know. That's that. Usually magic. Well, I don't know. That's I guess a DM's call, but
I have to look it up. I don't
Yeah.
know what we're talking
I
about.
gotta write Divine Smite down.
technically, I mean, I see Bram's point. Technically, they do include that as.
All right, I need 2 more books, Bramlin. I need the Vault of Magic, and I need Ravenloft.
Where is
Oh,
Raven?
well, since that can't
On the
be
right
over,
side,
I can tell you
next
guys
to Spelljammer,
the
all the way to the end,
the
right there. Your finger's on it.
Oh, there it is. There's like 17 words in that book title. That's not my fault. Reach for it. Reach for the sky.
I am 2 foot
2 foot.
10.
2 foot 10. That is extra small.
And yeah, I'm below average. for
You are
Dolphin.
the size of the beholder.
And I am 38 pounds.
That's how much my niece weighs. She's tiny.
All right. Then.
Okay, so Jeremy Crawford has also weighed in on that. Anyone that has that's raging, magical stuff doesn't bypass it because the argument's also like at a certain point, once every enemy is using magical items, then your rage is pointless. So like the barbarian will drop off in efficiency once you get to like 10th level and everyone's using magical items. Then what's the point?
Okay, I suppose no. I mean, no, I get that. No, like, yeah, I wouldn't. I guess I misunderstood what you were saying. I would always allow you to have halved it.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I would never have just allowed magic just to completely bypass.
Well, like if someone has like a +1 sword,
Yeah.
it bypasses resistance, but like.
Yeah, no.
Rules
I,
is
like,
writ-
I,
like,
I,
yeah.
yeah, I misunderstood what
Yeah.
you were saying. No, you're right.
Because I remember
That's how
before, it's
would-
always like if they have resistance, magic items will bypass resistances, but.
No, that's right. Like even with the magic item, if they rolled 30 damage, you would only take 15. Yeah.
I just wanted, because I know, like I said, I know we've done times where like magic items bypass resistance in some cases, so I just wanted to know for sure.
Yeah, it specifically will say that.
Yeah.
But since yours does not, it's for everything.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about something different. What else do I need? There's something I was gonna look up. Oh, I still have to do my ideals and stuff.
Ideals.
One of
Flaw,
my
you
major
know that
flaws
stuff.
is
It's
that
up to
Not
you.
really.
I mean, you just kind of determined who your character is already by rolling this stuff. So.
Well, your flaw is that
I have really bad luck.
and you have a guy that wants to is mad at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we.
The only point of the ideals, flaws, and bonds are if you play to those,
is for
whether it's
inspiration.
not, even if it hurts you as a character or the party, you get inspiration for it.
Yeah, that's really the only.
So it's
point.
like, oh, I'm super lawful. I always follow the laws, and it's like, you fight someone who's trying to do something unlawful, and it causes problems. You end up in jail. It's, oh, you have inspiration now, and it's like, because now you're in jail
Yeah.
like an idiot.
So both of you guys roll 2d100.
Who?
You and Melissa when she comes back.
Oh, I'm just coming over here real quick. to
That's fine.
grab some of
That's
this.
fine.
just taking a gander at.
Have a stick of bread. Why not?
You didn't dip it in the marinara sauce that I poured
The
some
zappy?
Zap
The zappy
Zap.
sauce.
Zach Braff into.
I did not.
Where is?
All right, this is a race roll for your friend and your enemy.
71.
71. Your friend is Dragonborn.
Yes!
13 or 31.
Oh, wait, no, I rolled 2 10s. 33.
33. Your enemy is human.
I just gotta wait a couple years and he'll die.
Yeah. All right. D100 for class.
Alright. 89. That's a good
89 is a sorcerer.
one. Oh, my friend's a Dragonborn sorcerer. Why couldn't he be a monk? What roll to get a monk?
74.
53 to 58. 74 is a rogue.
Yeah, Just wait like 20 years and this dude will die. I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine being a human who's like, my arch enemy who wronged me is this elf. I'm gonna hunt them down forever. And then 100 years later, you die, and the elf's like, all right, it's been about a week. I guess the dude's
Like,
gone.
come on, old man. I'm gonna keep running. I finally found you. I'm 88 years old. The elf's like, oh yeah. I just.
Are there bonuses?
I just turned 20.
Are there features in here for age? Like if you play an older person, do you get anything?
In one of the books, there's some optionals
Like
where your
wisdom
strength goes down a little bit, but your wisdom goes up a little bit. Your dex goes down a little bit. Yeah.
What if you have old man strength? Where you're just like surprisingly stronger than a younger person because you have so much life experience. You know how like the correct leverage to lift stuff. And, like you know how to throw a punch because you've been alive for so long. Versus someone who's so young and working out. Like they have show muscles, and you have like, you know, you've been working on cars your whole life.
That you gave me to roll because I think I put them in my dice tray. However, they're very similar to mine.
I noticed that too.
And I don't know.
They might be mine. I don't know.
Was it D6s?
But
I think it was D6s because you had to roll a bunch of D6s.
No, it was these. I don't know. One of those can go with it then, I guess.
yeah, that's all we're gonna roll on those random charts. We don't need to roll.
All my friends, because I have many friends.
Oh no,
I just know everybody.
Oh yeah, but you didn't have any specific. You just said you had lots of friends
I
growing
have
up.
lots of friends. Yes, I know lots of people.
They have specific people that have a function. Yours is just you had friends.
Well, you got the breadsticks that are in here.
Well, I also have a second pack of breadsticks.
Oh.
One is breadsticks, the other is crazy bread. Jesus, guys.
That's true.
Yeah. Actually, these are
Italian
crazy
cheese
I
sticks.
know, that's what I said. It's two different things.
Italian cheese
bread.
sticks.
The crazy combo.
Come on. The crazy combo. Alright, where are we at? Aha. 36.
Go Night Steve's hanging out. Dark's here too, but he's lurking.
They also
Lurk away.
they've raised prices a lot now at Little Caesars.
Wait.
Before, the crazy bread and the crazy combo were the same price, but one came with the marinara sauce, so it made no sense to not get it. Now the crazy bread combo with the sauce is like $1 more.
Sons of bitches.
It was probably an accident the first time.
No, it was on the app. Every time I've ordered it, it was always the same price. And then they've now raised it. Also, they're like $6 for a normal pizza now. Like, what up?
Shit, that's pretty cool.
It's supposed to be cheap.
Inspiring Smite. Immediately after you do damage to a creature with your Divine Smite feature, you can use your Channel Divinity as a bonus action and distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include you. The total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus your level in this class. That's pretty solid.
10 hit points are always nice.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
I think
Sounds like an ability you'll forget to use.
I think I'm done. Probably. But I think I'm done.
What's your age?
What's your age again?
Sorry, I'm not done. I haven't done any of my character background because you guys were all rolling on all that stuff, and I was still trying to write stuff down. So I'm slow. Okay. Let's just say I'm 26. I'm 26. I'll be 26.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pick the same age as you are. Would it be original?
Yeah.
Me as a 31-year-old rabbit, played by a 31-year-old human.
So you get a D4 on the life event table.
A D4.
Maybe you'll get 1. 2. Alright, D100. It's going to be something we already rolled because there ain't that many choices.
Where's my other D10? My blind.
Now you know.
Alright, here we go.
Stuff I'm not in here. I rolled it earlier.
This was 1.
Was it this?
No,
No,
those were actually in my dice thing, but
Oh,
they're
okay.
not, they shouldn't belong to me.
I think those are mine. Or those are one of the sets that I got everybody.
Well, that could be why
33.
I have some that look exactly like it.
33.
Guess what? That's an enemy.
Oh, sorry, I just bumped the camera.
So what?
That's an enemy.
Okay.
So many enemies, you guys. All I have is friends.
I got a friend too. I got
You're
Dragonborn
like 5.
Sorcerer.
You're not old enough to have any enemies yet.
That's an enemy. Roll another D100.
Fuck them kids.
So I'm trying to.
That's my flaw, is I think everybody wants to be my friend.
Let's see if there's a card I got. Another D100. Oh, there it is. I'm just fucking blind. 17.
That's the moon table.
Nice.
Ooh.
The moon. Roll a d10 on the moon. That's a 1.
1.
Ooh.
A friendly wizard gave you a spell scroll containing 1 cantrip.
Do I get to pick?
It says I do.
Okay. I get something funny.
Something useless.
That's fine.
I have to look at the cantrips. Can you use scrolls, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll look in a minute.
6.
Give me, someone else roll 2d100.
Anybody?
Yeah, for his enemy, since he's still writing down.
Oh, I'll roll your enemy for you.
Hey, I did this quest to get to level 3, the blizzard, because I came from the mountains of
That's
ice.
2 of the 100. Hold on.
And it still works.
I'm an idiot. 73. But which one is which? I didn't want to cheat.
That's true. And guess
Oh,
what?
no.
It's a dragonborn. Roll again.
Another dragonborn!
What is
66.
It's a ranger.
what is the enemy like?
I don't know.
Mean.
It just
At
means
some point you piss someone off.
it just
now.
means roll a d6. It's you made an enemy of adventurer.
5.
5 means it's your fault.
Okay.
So you're to blame for why this guy don't like you. We gotta
A
work hard
dragonborn
together.
ranger.
There's a dragonborn ranger that don't like you.
Okay.
He could be anywhere in the world. You might never even run into him again, or he might be right behind you right now.
He might be me.
Should I be writing this down? So.
Because of my flaw, that I think everybody wants to be friends, I changed some of my... I'm going to basically inadvertently cast, like, friendship and charm person on people. And that's why I think everyone likes me, is because I'm magically charming them all
You
the time.
accidentally-
You don't realize you're doing it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wrote Dragonborn Ranger hates me, and then in parentheses, my fault.
Yeah.
Mine is
that
in
it? Is that all the
big
background
capital
stuff you
letters,
guys are
not
doing?
my fault.
Not my fault.
But that's all you get to roll. Yeah, I know it sounded like everyone else had a whole bunch.
Yeah,
of
there was
rolls,
like a
but
lot of
It was
stuff.
just because of her, because she's an elf. So
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
Old.
now I need to know what day you got to town, and then we will do a couple more things before we move on. And what's your name?
Let's do day 2.
Woohoo!
All right, everybody's on different days. Day 2, as in
9.
day 8. So go
You
backwards
said
from 10.
he was 3rd and he was 10.
All right, so here's the deal. This is today. Go back 10 days.
Okay.
What day did you get here? Did you get here 2 or 8? 2 days after the 10th? That's what I'm...
We'll do 8 then, I guess.
It doesn't matter. I'm just,
Feels like it matters.
I think it matters a little bit, I guess. It just,
What?
how many...
We'll say 8.
Roll, everybody
8's
roll
fine.
a history.
8's fine.
All right, 8's fine.
But I will roll a history.
And tell me your name, too.
Yeah, you tell me.
Arthax.
Carthax.
Breadstick Dew Mount.
Excuse me? Red Stick Dumont?
It's the name.
You say Red Stick or Breadstick?
I said breadstick.
Oh. I like Carthax. Carthax.
Show me the Carthax.
Rangers have favorite enemy, too, so he probably took Asimar as his favorite enemy.
His favorite enemy's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Or Dovis.
Dragonborn Ranger.
Cardovis.
Or Dovis.
Or Dovis?
Car drove this.
Yeah. That is a Crucible Knight enemy in Elden Ring.
Alright, so... Are we done? Everyone's level up and properly at
I'm
level
just
3?
gonna consult this table again real quick.
Well, Melissa, it's your favorite part. So when you get done eating that, it's time to roll your horror-themed trinket.
I also...
Hey, did everybody watch the Fast 10 trailer? Or Fast X?
No, only you did.
Yeah, no.
This movie now has 2 Aquamans in it. Jason Momoa's in it as the main
Aquaman?
villain. And Alan Richardson's in it, and he played Aquaman in Smallville. So that, and the first scene you see...
Aquaman was in Smallville?
Yeah, the whole, everything on Smallville had every member of the DC in it. DC.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
They did like a
Was Batman in Smallville?
probably.
Actually, no. I think Batman was the only character.
But it was like Batman, Superman, Superboy, Arrow, Flash, Black Canary, Cyborg, Raven, like all like every single one of them were
I don't
in
know who half those people are, but
Oh.
sure.
DC characters.
I don't know comic characters very well.
Allison Mack should be getting out of prison soon.
She's in prison?
For like sex trafficking.
Dude, like
dude.
it was a huge cult thing.
Oh yeah, I remember
The
that.
Nexium.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I think I watched a documentary about that.
She played Chloe in Smallville.
Yeah.
Smallville
I'm
reboot.
actually shocked that you don't know about this.
I don't really know who Allison Mack is. I just recognize the name.
You're talking about Smallville.
I've never seen the show.
Oh,
She's
just
like a
know
major
who's in it.
character.
I
Use
was
that
thinking like
chair
main
if
character.
you want. That chair
No.
won't break as easily.
I'm gonna use this chair until you fix it right, damn it.
You
so
keep
just
re-breaking it.
Stop rocking in the chair, man.
This needs to be glued.
I'm doing it too. Yeah, I've glued it 4 times now.
As my Spanish teacher used to say, cuatro en los suelos. 4 on the floor.
Yeah, 2 right here, 2 back
Mine
here.
used to say chicle en la cesta.
Cool.
You're going in the trash can.
Oh.
Good for her.
Hey, right now. Blake,
Haha, clever.
look on the ground and you can see that I have 4 on the floor right now.
Mine
Yeah.
used to say Derek now. No,
I failed Spanish 1 and didn't take any more.
We found
so.
something that my daughter
I-
wrote, like when she was like 8 or something, and it was like, "What is your favorite? What does your mom say to you most often?" And she answered, "Don't." I was like, that's perfect.
Don't.
awesome.
All right, who would like a horror trinket?
Me.
I would.
Yeah, I totally want
That's
one.
more D100, and guess what? There's 100 choices on this one. So,
I have 90.
oh, so close to a severed toe. You almost had your own rabbit's foot. A glass ampule.
Huh?
What's an amp?
I'm proud of you
And-
for saying that correctly.
What is it?
I know what an ampule is. Continue.
Well, I don't remember what shape they are. What glass ampule containing a neon green fluid?
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't remember what
You
shape.
got a glow stick. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's true. Rave.
52.
You have to crack it to make it work.
A rag doll with 2 red dots on its neck.
Vampire shit.
51.
51.
It's pretty edgy.
A stone that emits a single endless sigh.
Really good.
Anytime someone's like that, like you like the dumb part of it, you just pull a stone out to sigh.
Sorry, Stone.
Can we?
How loud is the sigh?
That's up. to
You probably can.
You probably
muffle
could
it.
cup your hand like you do on a phone speaker to make it louder.
Can't you use like thaumaturgy or something to make your voice sound very loud? Do that
Yeah.
to the stone. Thaumaturgy the stone to make the loudest
Like,
sigh
if
in
we
the world.
always hear a sigh coming from him,
He gets
does it
disadvantage
sound
on
like
Yeah.
he's just constantly deflating?
disadvantage on
Some
all
road.
for stealth checks.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's gonna really come into play for stealth checks.
It says endless.
That's
A
the kind of
single
shit I would
endless
pick
sigh.
up, be like, neat, and throw it away.
The thing about
Yeah, I mean,
but-
it's not a
but-
cursed item. You
but
don't
with,
have to keep it.
But I would definitely like if I'm running a Kender. They would find that fascinating.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The thing about like trinkets are
I need to like
they're all
basically I'm gonna
free
make
shit.
this. I'm gonna key my own key for it. So then anytime I pull it out, just get.
Or
Even that's the closest thing I got to a sigh.
I'm sure
Yeah,
you
even though
could
that's
search
more of
more.
a sigh.
You could definitely record some of us.
I was gonna
sigh.
say, I can just record a sigh and like just loop it for you, and
that,
What if we all?
there might be a
what
sigh
if
on
we,
a different
what's
one.
what's it called when people match pitch or something in singing?
Match
Harmonize. There we
pitch.
go. What if we all harmonize the
Yeah,
sigh?
we'll find it.
I don't know
That's
music. They're
That's
not the
not
same
matching
thing.
pitch.
Let's all harmonize the
Did you
sigh
roll it?
together.
36.
Come on, roll better.
A porcelain doll's head that always seems to be looking at you.
Can I roll again?
Nope.
I don't like that one. I am throwing that away.
All right, feel free to throw it away.
Hang on. It's always looking at him or looking at whoever's holding
You
it.
can throw it away all you want. It's still looking at you.
Yeah, because that means if someone has it,
Do you want this?
that means we
It's
can
always
always
gonna
find
look
you.
at him.
Yeah, you're like, where's Blake at? Oh, he's
all,
that way.
It's all yours. You can have 2.
Can we roll like
I
a
will
group
give you a
trinket?
gold piece
That's
for
like
it.
the.
One of my gold pieces. You can have it.
Oh shit, that is actually something I didn't do.
Can we roll a group trinket that's like the
What's your
face
character's
of our
Ordovis.
Ordovis.
squad name?
You want to roll on a different trinket table?
What do we all agree on?
Like the base trinket table?
We want a
Or you
single
want- or you want the
group
Curse of
trinket
Strahd.
that's like our logo for like our business card for our adventuring group. What trinket table do we want to use for that? The
There's
spooky
the horror one. There's the goth one that's in Strahd.
Oh,
and
I want the goth one for sure.
Where's that?
we don't have. We have to Google it.
Okay,
We don't have that
Google
book.
goth. Google the goth one.
The goth trinket table. Then there's the basic one that's in the.
Yeah, we're not
No.
basic.
The goth trinket table's only got 50 things on it.
That's fine. We only need one.
Yeah.
Curse of Strahd.
Scrod.
Scrod. Curse of
Scrod.
Strahd. Curse of Strahd. Oh.
Oh no, Stwad!
Whoops, this page doesn't exist, is what it says.
Don't bite me, Stwad, please.
Someone said I wasn't impressed with the gothic trinket, so I made my own list.
All right. Here we go.
And who's gonna roll our group? Should one person roll the percentile, one roll the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to find the table.
What is it? A
first.
table of 50, so we just half whatever we roll.
No,
I fucked
no,
up.
just.
I still gotta do something.
Everything's twice.
I gotta do my equipment costs and stuff. I totally
You
forgot.
can just
about
do
that.
the starting equipment from your character.
Yeah,
class.
in the class it gives you a bunch of stuff, or you could do buy.
Well, I did that, but you still have to like take it from your money, don't you?
No,
No, you just get that.
you get the starting equipment and the starting money, or you get a huge chunk of money where you have to buy
Yeah, your
own
background
stuff.
gives you money.
Gotcha.
Yeah, your noble background gives you a bunch of gold, and then your class gives you a bunch of
How
equipment.
much does Noble give you?
Couldn't tell you.
Probably the most
I'm never noble.
Where's background in the other
Right
hand?
after classes, I believe.
in the middle.
In the middle is the worst fucking description for a 300-some page
It
book.
just takes some time.
That's fine because I haven't found the table yet because.
It's on page 135.
What size would everyone consider extra medium as?
Extra
Large?
medium.
Extra medium, I mean,
Medium?
is the most medium M you can get.
See, that's funny that you both said that because there's a podcast I listen to that has an argument where one says you just got him a large because it's a size extra is usually a size up
Bigger.
for everything
Sure.
besides small, and the other person that got mad like, no, I just wanted the most medium shirt you had. And he goes, that's
Extra.
just medium. That's not extra medium. And then they go, well, extra small is smaller than small, but extra large is larger than large, so it's not the same either way. So extra
Sure.
medium could be either way. And I'm just like, I think extra medium should be large as
Yeah, I
well.
would agree.
But
That makes sense.
or it could be smaller than medium.
And then what is the AC
But-
on chainmail?
And not enough.
That's true.
They never are.
But an extra large isn't small. It's too
it
big.
is on
Yeah, but an extra
145.
2XS would be smaller than XS. And they make them that small.
Yes.
Chainmail, you
Do
said?
they make
Chain
XX
shirt?
small?
Yeah.
13
That's-
plus
But
dex.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
as far as it goes.
I've
And
never
then
needed.
you're
I've never
like
needed to go that
children's
direction.
size.
Max of 2 for your dex bonus, though.
The cat found us.
hello.
Cat
Hello,
stream.
kitten. You're so small.
No, it's chainmail. It's
Oh,
heavy
chainmail,
armor.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that the video I posted of Porch didn't do that well. The
I'm
second one
surprised
did
too,
better.
because
Yeah, it was a cat
people
rolling
love-
dice and
cats, people love cats on
Yeah.
stream. Yeah. Just didn't post it at the right time.
Yeah.
Well, just wait till she gets famous.
Right.
I mean, there's a TikTok of her that had like 500,000 views that my daughter made. She got like 3,000 followers from one TikTok view, and then she said the comments were too stressful, so she never made another one.
ignore them.
Just don't read the comments.
Yeah.
All right.
Stream cat.
I'll show you. My
Stream
daughter.
cat.
I'll show you my daughter's TikTok.
Tell her to follow our TikTok.
I did.
Oh, careful with the mouse.
Nope.
Not
Start
because it's a
clicking
cat, but because it can click stuff.
All right. I just someone roll a D100 and I still can't find it.
38.
38.
I was just trying to get Porch to play here.
The site that had it hosted has
These
deleted-
ones
has
are
deleted
typically
it.
found under your background.
Yeah, I know.
Probably
I'm about to like
because
make
it
my own
was,
shit up though.
Do we not have the book here?
I usually
We-
just go
we
through
don't
and
own
look
that
at
book.
We do not own
other
that book.
backgrounds.
But I
and just see what all
do
backgrounds
have
are.
it
Mix my background and my oath.
upstairs on my iPad.
The if we want the regular one, it would be a tiny sketch of a goblin.
That's a pretty good logo.
Or a small mirror that shows an older version of you.
Our logo is just everyone old.
Hold on. There's other people that have made new trinket tables. It's just a matter of I can't find the official one.
I like having the goblins be like, is there a goblin in your group?
No.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest question.
Yeah, why?
What are you suggesting?
Yeah, this is all of us. Our photo's out of a goblin because we love fine art.
There's a cholt trinket table.
Oh, it could be like a raptor claw,
Well,
right? Cholt has
The
dinosaurs
38
in it.
on the cholt table is a feather-covered cape that makes you feel light in your feet. It's like pumps that make you feel like you run faster. Pump up shoes.
You said that, and I was like, "What?" Like thinking had
No, not
heels?
women's pumps. I'm talking about Reebok
Yes,
pumps.
the pumps. Yeah, I got you.
They should make high heel pumps. The more you pump, the higher the heel.
Oh my god.
I need a couple more.
All right, it'll be the goblin because
All right, we got the goblin. All right, chat. If anyone would like to draw a poorly drawn goblin flag,
I mean, it says it's a
Night
sketch.
Seed used to do all of our bad art, remember?
hey, Nice Seek did our good art.
That's what he
Now
called it.
I do the bad art.
All right, well, Nice
You
Seek,
do
you're
the
still
only
there.
art.
Feel free to draw us a poorly drawn goblin flag.
And you can post it on our
Any social media.
social media.
Any-
Actually, no, yeah, we started the Discord back
Yeah,
then, right?
I renamed the Discord back to.
Yeah, we are
say-
same verse it on all social.
Besides
networks.
Facebook, because I don't know how to change that on a phone.
It'll happen.
And including Gmail.
Yeah, we
All right.
still have to.
We have one more random
Oh, jeez.
thing. Do you not want it?
No.
Derek says he doesn't want a magic
No, that's
item,
fine.
so
No, there's just a lot.
I'm gonna roll.
Ugh.
Well, I don't necessarily gonna give everybody a magic item, but
Everybody gets a man.
these are really strange.
Can I get a magic tattoo?
These are really strange tables.
I got a 94, whatever it is.
You got a 94.
Yeah, whatever 94 is. What did we do?
94 is twice on. This is for CR 0 to 3, which is what you would have fought
Right.
getting to 3rd level. So that 94 gives you twice on table 1 and twice on table 2.
Okay, there we go. So you guys gonna do
You get
those.
twice on table 1. All right, here, let me do one.
So table 1.
73.
By the way, I'm not using these. Aren't official magic items. These are the weird ones from the third party stuff.
okay.
So you get right down the scout's coat.
Scout's coat. Okay.
No, my 73 was for. Is this like what the party gets, or what Derek gets?
This is
No,
this is
that
what
does the-
Derek
this-
rolled.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
what you roll for the party.
Yeah, that's for the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we figured out.
Yeah.
So
This
now
is
roll
73.
another table 1. I'll tell you what they do in a minute.
No, you go.
A 99.
Jesus. Christ.
Ooh.
Well, in these tables, big isn't
Yeah,
always
yeah.
bad.
Does
It's
anybody
better.
use a bow? Because it's a bow of accuracy.
I have
What's
one,
that give you?
but
I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute.
That wasn't going to be my primary thing. but-
All right, now we'll roll on table 2 twice. I mean, if you're starting at level 3, you should have had some
100?
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
D100.
43.
A distracting doubloon. We'll see what that does in a minute. It's a wondrous.
All right, you can roll.
And one
this
more.
This last one.
I rolled so many, and it's all 66 or 38s.
Let's see what this one is.
25.
25. The Broken Fang Talisman. Now, let's figure out what those do. You almost rolled the Saffron Dusted Carrot. I don't know what that is.
God damn it!
Oh.
I needed the carrot. What's up, Doc?
We should almost just make it that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, cleric?
Yeah, these are probably not.
Saffron's
gonna be-
expensive.
Saffron is expensive.
It's even expensive in the real world. I said it's in the.
Yeah, that's what I'm
All right.
saying. Saffron's.
Distracting doubloon is a gold coin that matches the dominant coin of the region, so it's going to be a moon.
Moon coin.
Typically, 2d6 distracting doubloons are found together. You can use an action to toss the coin up to 20 feet. The coin bursts into a flash of golden light. Each creature within 15 feet radius where the coin landed must make a DC 11 wisdom, or have disadvantage on perception checks to
Who wants the coin?
perceive any
I
creature or object
I was
other
gonna
than
say,
the
I feel
coin.
like you have the coin for sure.
What a fucking goofy ass magic item.
I love that.
The distracting to bloom. I just throw a coin and it
It's just a
explodes.
flashbang.
Yeah.
It's literally just a flashbang.
They make a DC 11 wisdom save throw where they have disadvantage to perceive any creature or object other than the coin for 1 minute.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, disadvantage to see anything except for the coin. Because they just want to look at the coin. Alright, what was the other thing? What was
Scouts, coat, bow of accuracy, and the broken fang talisman.
Alright, broken fang talisman. I'm in the wonder settings right now, so that's... Yeah, these are just silly little items that, might work, might not.
Hey, how
Oh,
big?
Hey, I
well,
like random stuff.
Like we don't find uses for things.
I mean...
How big of a radius is
And I get 2d6
This is probably less
your swarm.
of than what
30.
you should have
Right,
if you're at
that's
third
true.
level. So I know it sounds like a lot, but hang
Especially,
on.
yeah, mine's a consumable. So I can do it 5
Broken
times.
Fang Talisman is a piece of burnished copper shaped into a curved fang with a large crack through the middle. While wearing this talisman, you can use an action to cast the Encrypt Decrypt spell, which is from Deep Magic, which is behind you. I don't know what that does. And you only can do it once an hour.
Make it secret, make it safe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that Deep Magic book, you can look at what Encrypt Decrypt spell does, because I have no idea. This is, what I'm using is the Vault of Magic from...
That was only one away from being the carrot. What's the carrot do? For
This-
our rabbit character.
I'll look. Yeah, but I'm using the Vault of Magic from Kobold Press, in case anybody wants to know what I'm doing. The carrot... What was it? The saffron something?
The saffron carrot. How do I fucking find that shit in this book? This
It's a
book
5th
is-
level spell. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Saffron, I don't see it. Let's see.
Or was it the carrot of saffron?
Maybe it's not.
It was a saffron.
It might not be a wonder side. I'll look. Hold on. Saffron dusted carrot. It's a C. It's a C is what? A consumable?
I'm trying to find encrypt, decrypt in this book, but everything's written like
It is written
Encrypted?
down.
yeah. I need encrypt, decrypt to figure out what the fuck this spell's at.
One of my channel divinity spells or abilities literally just makes me juiced up by my god.
Nice.
You know what you could have rolled on these random tables? You could have got a Beezor. Remember the
Does it
Beezors
like
from...
heal you of poisons?
Remember we had them in Scarlet Citadel. They were like the things that owlbears...
Oh, you eat them and you gain
eat 'em-
abilities.
You eat them, you gain abilities, but they hurt you at the same time.
It's just owlbear shit.
Yeah, it's all.
It's like it's like an owlbear pellet. Like
Yeah, that's their
owl-
shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
But you eat it and you get stuff from it.
We dissected those in
An owl bear?
no. That'd be cool.
Right.
Take up the whole room. No, we dissected owl pellets
Oh.
in biology
Oh my
class.
god, I can't figure out
Somebody
where
found a
encrypt,
little
decrypt
mouse
is at
skull.
in this damn
Cool.
thing. Is it blood magic? What am I?
When I'm doing a documentary for
Um,
Back to the
I don't
Wild, and I forget which type of owl it is, but she described it as like the masochist of the nature world because they decapitate mice to decorate their
Lovely.
they like arrange like mouse skulls as part of their decor. and stuff,
Amazing.
right?
It's pretty.
Find out
pretty
which
metal.
type of owl that is, because I would like that information.
It's
Yep.
pretty metal.
Right. Well, then eventually the mice heads, like the baby owls, can feed on them when they're hungry and stuff. But it's just they just rip off mice heads and decorate their nests with it. It's
All right,
like
here,
awesome.
Derek, you figure it out.
Okay.
I give up.
That's fine because I can't find the saffron dusted carrot either.
Well, look up. Do the things that we know: the bow of accuracy and the scout's
Scout
coat.
coat.
Scout coat.
Scout Coke. that shit he gets in Team Fortress 2.
Anyway, who wants the talisman?
What's it do again?
I don't know.
Hold on. Bow of accuracy.
The thing
Normal bow range is doubled. Normal range of the bow is doubled. Long range remains the same.
All right. I mean, that's useful for someone who uses a bow.
Well, you could sell it. I mean.
Yeah.
And the other one was the
Scout
coat, and that's not a weapon, so that would be.
That's probably armor.
It might be armor.
Or equipment. Hey, what did Knight's dude say?
Nothing
Still talking about the
recently.
Ranger favorite
Yeah,
enemy.
just mentioned that Rangers have favorite enemies as well.
Scout. It is not in the armor and weapons. It will not be a potion or a scroll. The talisman lets you do the spell that we don't know. We haven't found yet.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what it was.
It's probably under arcane, but
That's what I'm just.
scepter.
Well, Googling saffron dusted carrot gives me actual recipes involving saffrons and carrots.
Was it a 5th level spell? That
Yeah.
encrypt, decrypt? Okay.
Encrypt, decrypt, 5th level spell. Scout's coat is a wondrous item. Oh my god. I literally was open to the right page in my hand somehow. That is weird. Lightweight woolen coat is typically left naturally colored or dyed in earth tones. While wearing this coat, you can tolerate temperatures as low as minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
super warm coat.
It's pretty good.
I'll wear the coat because I don't have any armor.
That
You
is
fur.
Yeah.
actually going to be pretty useful for you guys at some point.
Yeah, I'm good in the ice. Yeah, we're going to be in this icy region at some point, so we should probably hold on to the coat.
Well, yeah, I didn't think we were gonna like sell it. Scout's coat. What?
Good up to temperatures of negative 100.
That's cold.
Yeah,
It's a little chilly.
No, kitten. Don't rip the maps. Oh, don't bite my hands. I'll bite you back.
butter of disbelief.
Butter of disbelief.
Butter of disbelief.
You
I can't
You can't
believe
believe
it's
it's not butter.
This stick of magical butter is carved with arcane runes and never melts or spoils. It has 3 charges. While holding this butter, you can use an action to slice off a piece, expend a charge to cast the grease spell.
Oh.
The grease that covers the ground looks like melted butter. Regains all expended charges daily at dawn.
What a weird thing.
Yeah, it's not
It's
butter. It's
literally
grease.
just grease. It's a grease spell. That's awesome.
Find the damn saffron carrot.
And it regrows itself.
I'm looking. I don't see it anywhere.
Look in the table of contents.
Wait, did we get the butter?
I
or is that just
did.
one you
No.
looked
What
at?
are
just
these
read it.
books you're using?
It's Cobalt Press.
It's all right.
And
So
I'm pressed.
let's go right here. It has a little C next to it to tell you where it's from. Saffron dusted carrot C. So that C might mean it's in a different
Different what?
book. I don't know. Let's see. What does the
Book
C
doesn't start
mean?
with C.
The C is like the category. But it doesn't tell you what.
It's category.
Doesn't tell you what it
does
means.
it say what page it's supposed to be on?
No, C is for specialty consumables. Okay.
So go to the specialty consumables section.
Well, I wasn't able to find it till just now.
I want to know what.
Oh, it's in the Bezoar section.
Oh, you were there.
All right. Spiced carrot has an earthy floral flavor and a satisfying crunch. When you consume this food, you have advantage on wisdom checks for an hour. Wisdom perception checks for an hour.
Nice.
If they rely on sight. So yeah.
Oh, because carrots help your eyesight.
Did you find it?
No.
Yeah, whatever we're looking for, encryption, decryption isn't a real thing, and I think we should
Just move on.
take the carrot. Anyone can eat the carrot, but I think we should take the carrot.
And give it to you.
Anyone can have it, it's fine, but...
Hey.
Well, we're not moving on that far, but we are going to do a little bit more.
mean, we only got like an hour left of the stream anyway, so we got to do like all the what happens on the 10 days and.
Yep.
Who killed who?
Right.
What room was Colonel Mustard in? That's the game we're playing, right?
Encrypt, decrypt. A transmutation cantrip. By touching a page of written information, you can encode its contents. All creatures that try to read the information when its contents are encoded see the markings on the page as nothing but gibberish.
Wingdings.
The effect ends when either the encrypt, decrypt, or dispel magic is cast on the encoded writing, which turns it back to its normal state.
I find it hard to believe that's a 5th level spell. That's like a 2nd level spell.
I've seen children write some decoded message and it worked just as good. Could you hand me my tube, Derek, or anyone?
Your tube?
Yeah, my dice tube.
It's pretty tubular, dude.
Alright.
It's useful for various purposes.
Yeah, I can do science in it.
You can like run some sort of like electrodes through it, and then you can like from your cell phone be able to activate.
Yeah, I can take apart an Xbox controller and put part of it in here, and then connect Bluetooth to it, and connect the Bluetooth to my phone, and give this to a friend. And then I can hit a button and activate
I was
the
gonna say,
controller.
let's stop at that. And then he continued.
What? I'm just playing video games.
Yeah, you are.
What all can an Xbox controller do? Hook it up to a computer, hook it up to an Xbox.
That is one of my favorite Rooster Teeth.
Who wants
videos.
the talisman? Does
I don't-
anybody
what is it?
do...
Encrypts and decrypts. You can
Basically, if you write stuff
I'm-
down,
I'm
you
a
can make
shit
it so
about
nobody could read it. If you...
My whole character is based on, like, we're gonna do this, let's go do this.
Right.
Instead of talking about it and planning about it and
These
thinking
are all
about it.
dumb things, but I would love them. But I don't want to take all.
Yeah,
You
but
can have,
yes.
but nobody else wants this. You can have this.
I will have it
Derek got every item because none of us wanted them.
I
by default.
I said they weren't going to be super, crazy. They're just going to
Well,
be...
the bow of accuracy, if you were a bow user, actually is kind of good.
Mm.
But
And it's sellable if you don't want it.
How much is it worth?
I don't know. 5th edition doesn't tell you that, so we'll
Then how is it sellable?
we'll have to figure it out.
You tell us. How much do you want to make it worth?
Yeah, how much is a normal bow worth? Like 10? 15?
Give it a magic effect.
Well, it'd be about 47 platinum for the bow. That seems about reasonable.
that's one thing I hope they do in the next edition of D&D is put money value back to the magic items.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
They could just put out a book that does it for
Yeah.
this.
10 gold per platinum? Or 100
Everything's
gold
10.
per platinum? 10. So
Everything's
it's 10, 10, 10,
10,
and then
10, yeah.
Electrum is 5.
We don't
And
do that.
Electrum is fine.
Alright, and what you're going to learn here now is that in Silverymoon, in the north,
They have Electrum.
they have Electrum, but they also have a 2 gold piece coin. That is the moon. The moon-shaped coin is worth 2 gold.
I fucking love this shit already.
And
But you don't have to use the Electrum.
Doom!
I want to
They
use
have
the
a
Electrum.
balloon.
I want to use the Electrum.
And Silverymoon has different names for all the gold, all the different pieces, but we're not going to worry about them. But
We're going to worry about it.
not right this moment.
I'm worried about it.
Yeah, hey, what's that one weird word you said that meant month or something?
Marpanoff.
Yeah.
Marpanoff.
Marking off.
The rules of rulership. All right, so essentially, did you guys make history checks, Scott?
Yeah, I had like a 4.
Oh,
I don't have history.
I honestly don't remember what I rolled.
Oh, that's
Oh,
my
that's the
D20.
one I
Can you roll
didn't
that
take.
back
Out
to
of
me,
all of those
please,
knowledge
Brad?
skills,
Huh?
that's the only one I don't have. So are we doing at disadvantage if we
The
don't
cat
have?
wouldn't play with me.
I only got an 8.
It's if you in your background wouldn't know anything about this region, then you
Okay.
don't have to roll it. But
Hey, in my background,
if
I
you
don't
like-
know anything about this region,
13.
so I'm not going to
That's all I
roll it.
rolled.
Me neither.
Hey, whatever happened to Leo Buffcat when I was the cat? Whatever happened to that campaign?
What were you? What was that?
That was Brad's dungeon, wasn't it?
I'm trying to think
Was
of
that the
who
grease fight? Was I the
Yeah.
that was the
That was
serial
when you,
killer.
you were like the Ecto
Oh, yeah,
Knight,
Grease.
right?
That
Yeah,
was
was
the
that the
Scarlet
Ecto Knight?
Silk.
Was I the
Echo Knight.
That was
Was I
one.
here for that?
Yeah, that's when you found a picture that you drew as a child in a tomb or something.
Yeah, that was great. That was good.
I
like
found
that.
all that really weird stuff, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I was a paladin in that one too.
I got
Wow.
sent to an alternate timeline.
Haven't even played all the classes yet, and you're
You're
duping.
repeating already. Yeah.
Don't worry, I've never played a wizard or a sorcerer. Or a rogue. I don't think I've ever been a rogue.
I've played a rogue, a warlock.
Who's
a
never
paladin.
been a rogue?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Really?
You should be a
Right,
rogue,
all
and then go
Fighter all the time.
the spell one. What's the what's the spell rogue?
Arcane Trickster.
Yeah, be an arcane trickster and only cast magic missile when you shouldn't have it.
All right, I'm not gonna find the money thing right this moment. I don't remember where it's at.
Why just
Are you
say
actually
gold?
looking for
Like,
it?
why do we have to we don't have to
I
give
was-
them all their own.
I was
names.
joking. I don't give a shit. Let's just keep going.
Well, I'm saying I don't know where it's at.
Like gold, silver,
I did
copper,
see it
platinum
the other
works.
day, and I was like, "Oh, really? They have all new words." But the important thing is that they have a moon-shaped one that is 2 gold.
Yeah, toonie.
Yeah. So
A
they
loony
have
and a
they have
toonie.
$2 bill. They got a $2 bill.
Yeah, we got a loony and a toonie.
You
Mooney and
have
a
a loony to bloony.
Yeah, Mooney to Mooney.
Yep, a moony and a doubloony.
Which, you know, the doubloon, I mean, technically, that wouldn't be the most common coin in the area, but it's the most recognizable, so we'll use it. I got some cardboard ones over there if you
Cardboard
want to
moons?
see them. They're in the Lords of Waterdeep board game, but
I don't see it.
have to get them out if you
There's
don't.
so
I'm
many
just saying,
board games.
yeah, it's...
Lords of Water.
It's-
Where is this?
All right, Melissa,
Yeah.
do you see the big blue box?
Which one?
Descent.
Descent.
Descent. Now go down. Down. Derek knows what it looks like. Right
Down,
there.
down,
Right there.
right here.
Right there. Yeah. Lords of Waterdeep.
That's
That-
it. There's a lot there.
There's too much fun.
Yeah.
Too much work.
Oh, Scoundrels of Skullport.
Way more interesting.
That's-
Yeah, that's such a cool name. I love alliteration.
That's
Same.
the
Or whatever the
expansion
consonants one
for
is.
Lords of Waterdeep.
Alliteration is when things have the same first letter.
It's the vowel
Yeah.
sound though. There's one for consonants though.
No, it's
All right,
alliteration
so-
for vowels, so
No.
for
There's one for consonants, one for vowels.
You guys.
consonants is alliteration, then. It's the first letter of each word having the same.
So the adventure
Pretty
is
sure.
going to begin
I think
on.
you're right.
It is.
The adventure is going to begin on the day of Shield Meet. Okay, so midsummer is like your 4th of July, middle of the summer type holiday, and the 10 days prior to that, each day is a different festival. So by what day you're
Just sing
arriving
the
on
sounds.
is what festivals you were here for. What?
I was telling Bram. There's the same beginning sounds as alliteration.
No.
I know there's one that means that's like
This-
for the other ones.
Specific to consonants and or vowels.
Alright.
The SC Scoundrels of Skullport. Is that what you mean?
No.
No.
They both start with an S, so it's alliteration.
Well,
Technically
yeah.
speaking.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to have 3 words, honestly, if you want to count it. But it doesn't. But like, I feel like you've got to have a bunch of words in a row. If it's just 2, it doesn't feel
If
like
there's a bunch of words
anything
in a row, then it's
special.
just poetry.
Yeah, that is just poetry.
Anyways,
All right.
there's stuff going on.
So, the 10 days preceding Midsummer, there's a festival every day. So by what day you guys have arrived is what festivals you will be here for.
This isn't like the movie, is it? Am I gonna show up and watch people like kill themselves? It's terrifying.
Not quite.
Not quite.
All right, so pull up the picture real quick that we set as our background without the picture, just without the cameras in the way.
What? We have a.
This is an example of what Silverymoon looks like.
That's
what,
cool.
I like this. It's a very hilly, lots of waterfalls, so this isn't flat like this. Like almost everywhere in town is very trees and very hilly, very
Cute.
Where does that
Relaxing.
translate to this?
huh?
Does that even translate to this at
That's
all?
like right here.
Okay.
Can
But-
they see that on the stream?
No.
Okay.
It's very cool though.
I can make it. Well, it's the
Well,
background.
it's our
of the stream.
background on the stream, but they
Oh,
can't
okay.
see the entire thing.
I gotcha.
So that's just an example of what the town looks like. This right here is something that is called the Moon Bridge. Here's a picture of the Moon Bridge. The Moon Bridge rises 60 feet at its highest point above the river Raven. That's the river Raven. There's no railings on it. It's terrifying that you're 60 feet in the
Yeah,
air
so
walking
that's
on an
definitely-
invisible bridge with no...
Just like
It's 12 feet wide.
the
It's-
rainbow thing on Mario.
It's
Kart.
definitely high
You
enough.
just fly
Rainbow
right
Road.
off the side.
So Derek is coming into this gate. Bram's coming into this gate. I don't know who's coming in south, but you're gonna have to go across that. If you... Hey!
Hope you
so-
don't want that map.
Did everyone? Bram decided he was coming from this way.
Yeah, 'cause that's where I'm
Son
coming
of
from.
a-
east.
I'll
Derek-
take the bridge across.
Derek
it's
was
fine.
coming from that way, and then you
Well, No, I'd probably.
No, you'd be coming
up.
from right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be coming from right there. So, either way, I mean, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna show. That's the moon bridge.
I'll take the bridge.
Definitely high enough to make the water feel like concrete when you hit it.
This is something you guys have heard about, the moon bridge. It literally can be turned off if there's an invading force coming.
Will they give you a
That's
heads
coming
up?
from this way. They can just turn
Is
it
there
off.
some sort of alarm that sounds that the bridge
Like
is
a-
turning off?
like
so
a
you
drawbridge?
fall, yeah.
There's just some dude going, "You're gonna get wet."
But yeah, it's terrifying to be 60 feet in the air.
Why does it go up so high?
Just for boats and stuff to get underneath
Oh,
it.
I guess that makes
But
sense.
they can turn it off if there's a boat too tall too.
Well, why wouldn't if they could turn it on and off? Why make it that high? It just seems superfluous
seem
at that point.
superfluous.
They could just turn it off.
Why not
when a
just
ship
make
is
it-
going through
Hey,
any
hey.
size and then put it back down again?
Are you questioning Elminster?
Yes, I
Ed
am.
Greenwood?
I
Ed
am.
Greenwood wrote this lore in 1967.
I
Ed
don't care.
Are
Lanewood.
you questioning this fantasy universe?
Yes, I'm questioning it.
It takes a lot
Why?
of
There
energy.
needs to be another
That is a
reason.
good
It
point.
takes a lot of energy.
It does say they can turn it off whenever they want to.
All right, watch
And
out!
it-
Watch out for the map.
Yeah. Arch.
Kitty cat.
But yeah, so either way, that's what it
I'm
looks like.
sitting at the top with my legs dangling.
Just
off.
dangling.
So Derek is here first.
turns off.
Derek is here first. Derek, today is Old Casks. This is the first day of the festival. This is where private individuals and businesses all across the city make or find and dust off various vintages from their cellars and sell them on tables and through their front doors. So if you want to spend some money, you
Jesus.
can have yourself a fine bottle of whiskey.
What a weird. It's
Or,
the first day of the party. Is everyone
yes.
gets their old ass,
Dwarf
dusty
beard
ass
ale.
liquor?
Elven Made Blood
The
Ruby.
best day of the party.
There's a couple examples.
As opposed to the
All
last day where it's
all
all
city-
just like the bits that are left in the bottom of your bottles
Yeah.
are dumped into one big barrel.
Oh yeah, you made
All
the.
temples in the city today
Forever
for free
juice.
will cast poison neutralizing spells to make sure that no one tries to poison you.
Okay.
And
But doesn't that get rid of alcohol too? Isn't alcohol technically a poison?
Yeah.
I read the book. Okay, this
They're
is what
higher
the
level
book
casters.
says. Elven Made Blood is a fine red wine guaranteed to contain drops of blood from golden elf maidens. Guaranteed to contain blood.
That's a little weird.
It was very
I
weird.
don't know why that's a thing.
What else we got?
Dwarf Beard Ale contains the ashes of genuine dwarf beards.
What the? Can we recreate the blood booze and the beard booze? I'll shave and burn it.
Wineries and flagon shops often offer special sales or import hard to find or novelty vintages, such as those. That's all the such as is. You can just come up with something else you want. You know, you spend a gold or two, and you can have yourself a bottle of alcohol if you want.
What is my starting gold
I
for
don't
a
know.
level 3 character?
I don't know. You said you were done.
It's whatever's listed under your background.
Yeah, but I mean, I probably would have earned some gold in 3 levels. So
Hey, you got all those trinkets.
yeah, that's true. Maybe that's where I spent all my money. So I'll just say I
Yeah,
have
your weird,
2d6 gold.
your weird magic coin that
All right.
explodes.
I have 7 gold.
So if you want to spend
I will.
one, you can have a flask of fine whatever.
A hat.
Whiskey. You want elf
Yeah.
blood? You want something weird? Yeah.
Making a boat.
We can Google other strange drinks of the Forgotten Realms if you want to and find something
Flask of
else.
whiskey. Dwarven whiskey's fine.
All right,
And I'm drinking it at the top
Of
the
the bridge.
bridge.
Don't jump!
there is a no railing and it is 12 feet wide, but you can only sort in the middle of the day. It's almost invisible. It's kind of like when you look through gasoline fumes, you know. And at nighttime and
What a weird descriptor.
Let's just
It's
build a.
not.
That's so specific. That's like.
But you know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously gasoline doesn't
cool.
exist, but at nighttime, like as it gets to be like around dusk and sunset,
Solidifies.
you'll
So-
see it. It'll look more like that,
Yep.
like almost like glass.
Yeah, it's the moon bridge, not
And
the
at
sun
this point,
bridge.
because I only weigh like 30, well, not even 30 pounds, I took like 1 shot and I'm just passed out on the top. I'm just laying there. So someone
if you-
could steal my flask.
If you
probably.
ask anybody about the moon bridge and the weight, dragons have perched on it before, so we don't know how much weight it'll hold, but it's pretty strong. It's basically a wall of force shaped like a bridge.
You hurt like a hat, Porch.
All right. So day 9, you wake up, I guess, on top of the moon bridge still. Today is Cloak Swirl. Again, Derek's the only one here for this one.
No, someone came on day 2. Didn't somebody?
I'm third day. I'm Gandalfing it.
Oh yeah, you're day 2 now.
Yeah.
No, because that was day 10.
Oh, because we're going backwards.
So that was day 10. So this is day 9. You're on day 8. He's on day 7. She's on day 5.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm confused how you're doing this.
Same, but I don't care.
Today is this day, and then 1 through 10 backwards.
I like the idea of Derek being drunk on the bridge the entire time.
So yeah.
Well, I bought a flask.
It was
one
just how many
shot,
days
not
ago
zero.
you first got here. So he got here 10 days ago.
Wait, what's everybody's name?
You
Actually,
got
wait,
here
wait.
9 days ago. That's how we're doing it.
Oh, I thought it was like this is the day, like day 1 through day 10. What day do you arrive? Day 1 through day 10 of this thing. So like.
Well, it was more like day 1 is the Midsummer Festival. That's where we're starting. So everything else is what were you here before, in addition to what happens on Midsummer.
I gotcha, okay.
So what happens on day 2?
Day 2 is Cloak Swirl, which is dressing the part. No masks, cosmetics, or headgear are sold. It's considered unlucky. It's a crafters festival. Various costumes, garments, and fashion accessories are sold for use.
But not hats.
During the festivities ahead, but not masks, because a
masks.
couple days from now is a mask day. And
Yeah,
no cosmetics, no headgear, because it's considered unlucky. Street vending is freely allowed. Most shops move tables out to the street.
Sidewalk sale.
These have to be cleared out by noon the next day. By tradition, inns and taverns put on or hire actors on stage. So there's lots of brief plays and
Without
dramatic
makeup
readings
or masks.
after dusk.
Christ, I am passed out on top of that. That's 2 ones in a row, bro. I'm passed out on top. I missed the whole second day festival as well
Okay.
too.
All right, this is the first day that Blake has arrived on Moondown. This is a normal working day until noon. Then after that, everyone you guys are gonna love this. Everyone in the city bathes in the river if they've got nowhere else to go. Then you put on new garments you've never worn before. Folk without coin for new clothes trade for clothes at night. A solemn ceremony of worship to Saloon is held starting at dusk.
Okay.
Today's
But-
the day to pass out on the bridge.
Right.
Wishes are whispered to the moon, and loved ones who perished during the preceding year are softly named. Temples of Shar are closed for the day. So this is the day that the whole city gets naked, bathes in the river, and puts on new clothes they've never worn before. So you've arrived to this town, and you probably had no knowledge ahead of time that
I
this
had a
was going to
set
be
of noble clothes with me.
happening.
Congratulations.
It's
But you still arrived to the town and said, "Oh wow, everyone's naked in the river."
public bath day.
Badass.
And yeah, so you probably are very confused.
Yeah, I'm like, alright.
But what I'm reading you is what you gather information throughout the day, because we're not role playing every one of these
I
days.
want to.
I want to be naked.
Trevor, you're
my
here
guy
for the next
is
day.
incredibly fit because of the Oath of Glory.
I am trying to trade my clothes for a set of Goliath-sized clothes.
Why?
Because he wants them.
He's drunk.
Because I remember
Yeah,
when I
wants
was
them.
like 12 years old, once I went into Hammer of Cubers and put on a 13X shirt and thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Hey, that is kind of funny. It's really funny.
Okay.
So I'm trying to persuade somebody to trade clothes. That's
Sure,
what you
go
do.
ahead. Go ahead, roll up persuasion. If you have something you want to do today, go ahead. And
No.
Blake, too. Everyone...
You failed.
No, I mean, I feel like they would be more open to it with the celebration
Well,
going
but
on,
but
right?
the Goliath can't wear his clothes.
Yeah. I mean, you could purchase clothes. Obviously, that was yesterday, though, was the day of
Right.
buying clothes. But today's a normal working day up until noon. So once you found out what was going on today, you
What
could
am I
have just
rolling?
went and bought
What
something.
did you ask me to roll for? Or what was I going to roll for?
Whatever
I just
you
said
wanna
if
do.
you want to do something specific before we move on.
I will...
We're just
well,
briefly going through these festivals while we watch Porch attack.
Have the Goliath make a random will save. I'm casting friends on him. To
Me?
trade clothes. No.
I was going to say...
4.
He he wants to be my friend, like everybody does.
Yeah.
And he's going to trade me his clothes.
Absolutely.
Do I see a halfling wearing a shirt that he is
No,
spinning
more
in?
importantly, you see a Goliath
wearing
a
Fat guy in a
thong.
little
just like
coat.
around
A
his
crop
arm.
top.
Wearing like a crop top and the thong.
How tall are you?
2'10".
2'10".
Goliaths are up to 8 feet.
I know.
So
So I don't think the Goliath can
It
even
wouldn't, it
get
wouldn't
on.
fit.
I don't think they can
It
even
would
get
go
it
around
on.
his like arm.
It would, yeah, it's a wrist.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, he thought it was a good idea because, hey, we're having fun today. So yes, now you have
A
a
Goliath shirt.
ginormous shirt.
He's tied your shirt and pants.
Yeah, we'll
together
just
and
say that
has
you
that
left your
little link
pants on and he switched
Yeah.
shirts with you.
Yeah.
Now your shirt is his headband.
on. That's pretty great. I like that.
And we'll do that instead of whatever
Goliath
else
size
you planned on.
No, that's what I wanted. I wanted a shirt.
So I'm assuming you're just gonna put on your nobility clothes. And,
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna bathe in the river with everybody and put on the nobility clothes.
and you're
Yeah, I mean,
naked in the river.
this
Let's
is like
go!
a giant hippie celebration.
My dude is in shape. I don't care.
And
He's like peak athlete.
so
I am.
as a slow, quiet, sweeping movements is called the moon dance at night. You see everyone kind of just doing like a weird, like I'm high, swaying around. Paley, it says many dancers clad in palely glowing moon rime garments. This is led by priests. Winds his way along city streets until dawn. Moon wine from nozzles of shoulder-carried wineskins and platters of small round cakes are offered. So there's just like literally squirting wine in your mouth from a.
It's like being at a hibachi restaurant.
Yeah. Wishes are whispered to the moon, loved ones named. Yeah. So like, people walking by squirting like, hey, hit me.
Wild.
And everyone's just kind of
I respect it.
doing their like,
I'm actually glad there's a mask festival. I want to buy a mask.
that's next.
Cool.
is that when I show up?
You're here, yes. And today is a new face for a new day, the Festival of Masks. Elaborate and often very expensive masks, cosmetics, and headgear are sold on this day for the revelry that will begin at nightfall and continues on night and day through Midsummer's Night. On this day, they typically pay any musician or player of instruments who desires to play 25 gold pieces.
I can play.
Nice.
I have an instrument.
They'll pay anybody. Illustrious will pay anybody $25, even though she doesn't rule anymore.
I'm taking it.
Melissa, this is your chance. Do you want to arrive tonight, or do you want to wait until the 5th? Giving you a chance to join the fun.
I've said the fifth.
Okay, that's fine.
But
I
I would like to
I
buy
don't
a
play
mask.
any instruments, and I would not draw any attention to myself.
Have
even if I did.
have any of us run into each other yet?
I stand out.
Well,
Very
I was
much.
just about to say that now. Is for one, if you guys want a mask, they're available from 1 to 5 gold pieces, depending on how elaborate you'd like them.
Oh, that's not bad. I was expecting something way worse than that.
I want a mask. I want one completely.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. Of course, there's really, really elaborate ones if you go to the right places. The average ones are going to be
I want something
less than a gold.
I want something memorable and cool.
You got to remember, a gold is like a year's
I also-
salary. I mean, so you can get just fabric and very basic plain ones all the way
Like
up
some
into
Leatherface.
way elaborate.
I am also going to, for my wizard robe, pay a tailor to cut off some of the end to make it a hood.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
your wizard robe, as you said,
Goliath shirt.
6X shirt.
So how much money do you have to spend is how elaborate this mask can be. It's up to you. Spend as much as you want. If you want to keep looking until you find someone who has a, $300 solid gold mask,
I don't want solid gold,
but
but I do want something cool.
What? I'm here. This is the 5th day, right?
No, this is 7.
Those
Oh,
days, yeah.
I thought you said that.
No, I was giving you a chance to arrive now. If you wanted to
for
join
the
on the
mask
fun.
thing.
Yeah,
Oh
if you
yeah, I
wanted
want to
to
be here
join.
for the mask thing then.
Yeah, I was gonna
I thought
say.
it was the music thing you were talking
No,
about.
I'm saying this is the mask that you can arrive tonight if you want
Yeah,
to.
because I want to get one of these masks.
I love a cool mask.
Because I was thinking that I probably
Takashi's
should have
Anbu mask.
let you come sooner. But
Boom,
yeah,
boom,
all right.
boom, mask.
I'm also buying a mask.
So
I don't
you
know
got
what
25
kind
gold.
I'm
yet.
trying to think of what I want.
To
Yeah.
play in the street.
Yeah, but I'm getting a 2 gold mask.
Okay. So everybody write down your mask and then how much you want to spend on a mask.
I mean, like, I
Well,
guess...
You tell me how much
Yeah.
it would cost.
Like, what are we talking in terms of, like...
The difference between a 3 and a 5.
Yeah, or what's the difference between, like, a 5 and a 20?
The difference between them is how elaborate they are and thus how much they can be resold for.
Gotcha.
But they're just a mask.
And mine is, like, can I have what's...
I mean, if you want a 10 gold
Custom
piece...
How much would that cost?
The Anbu mask?
Yeah.
Is that a furry mask? What is that?
No, it's
It's
Kakashi's
from-
Anbu
it's from
mask. It's what he
Naruto.
uses to murder people.
I actually don't like Kakashi's. They're cool little Anbu masks.
Let's just say 1 to 5 gold. We'll just keep it simple. 1 to 5 gold.
Okay.
And as much as you spend is how fancy it is.
Alright, I have a mask that matches my face completely, except it's no features whatsoever. It's
That's
just
cool.
What color is your skin? Are you
like a very pale, almost gray, I would say.
Okay, so it's just like a featureless.
Featureless mask that matches my flesh
Well,
tone.
remember they also sell like cosmetics and stuff.
Yeah,
in
no,
there,
I
too,
don't
and
want that.
headgear and stuff too. But all right,
Yeah, no.
that's creepy as hell.
Yeah,
Hey, it's like
what
that
kind of
the
mask am
wrestling
I
scene
wearing?
when the Undertaker takes off, like punches someone, and then gets up and takes his mask off, and it's just the Undertaker.
Are there,
Because he
like-
looks like he's a fan of the crowd.
Are there, like, actual helmets for sale?
Actual helmets? I mean, it says
Are you like asking
headgear.
for like armor?
So
Yeah,
headgear could be just
Are you trying to
interpreted as
get
a
more
helmet.
armor?
Sure.
perchance.
As a
Helmets don't exist as armor.
I mean,
They
if
don't
you just
count as
want
AC,
to buy,
but they do things.
if you just want to buy a helmet, you can just buy a helmet.
Well, if it's a cool looking helmet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a. They have normal shops. You know, it's a normal.
I'm trying to find like one of those like conquistador masks where it's like the face that's like the chiseled looking face in steel, but then it's still like a helmet.
Terrifying. Sure.
Those are
I'm
cool.
gonna pay someone to
Those
build
are-
me a furry
5
mask
gold, that's it?
of my own head.
I mean, if it doesn't provide an AC bonus.
I think I think a steel helmet and 5e doesn't let you get crit or something like that.
Well, yeah. Look up the rule for the helmet if you want later or now or whatever. But
I just got the eye one. I just got my
so,
mask.
all right. So, how much did you spend?
Just 1 gold.
This one, and Bram, you were
I spent 2 to
you
get.
spent
You
2.
said 5 for that?
But I also I'm playing I have a pan flute. It's my
Yeah, how much
instrument.
was my
Unless
mask?
unless it gives you an armor class bonus.
It doesn't.
Or something crazy
It
like
should.
How
that.
much was my mask?
Featureless hurt.
5 probably.
Okay.
You got lots of money. You don't care.
Mine
Because yours has got to be dyed to match your skin.
Yeah,
perfectly.
that's
mine's really low.
A
'cause
custom situation.
I want my part of that 1 gold is also sewing on the hood. So it's like literally they might have just taken even some of the shirt and just
Mhm.
made me a Zoro mask.
It's just a little Zorro mask made with a
Yeah.
you got a hood. Your hood turns into your eye holes too. All right. So at this point, then you would. Let's see. You're playing in the street.
I have because of both my like class and my backstory, I get like 2 different instruments. So I have a pan flute and I have like bells that are like dangle bells like on my pants. So I'm like
Dangle
skipping
bells?
around as a
Like
bunny
the- like the-
playing
Like
and
they're
dangling.
sewn onto
that.
your pants.
I can
like,
remove them.
They're
my
I just think of the
It's my
Grinch,
party
the
pants.
Grinch ones, the Jing Tinglers from the Grinch that whips to your feet.
Yeah.
Helmets are visual only. They don't do anything. But...
I think there are magic item helmets that do specific
Yeah.
things, but they don't increase AC. That's the one.
So
big thing
if
is
you
there's
all
no, like,
want to notice the
pieces.
rabbit playing the pan flute wearing what kind of mask, then you do.
the mask, the Kakashi mask, and this is what I look like.
The
Look how cool
Kakashi
it is.
mask.
Look what Blake
I
did.
saw it. Cute.
So again,
I'm
we
actually
can
very
move
happy.
on. We can do character introductions. We have a few more
I can-
festivals to go through, but
I can buy a 12x shirt for $15.
In real life, for
In
right
real
now.
life, for my character.
Yeah, get the shirt, and then I'll take it to my brother, and we'll put save versus int on it.
I really do
cut
want
up
a black
that.
shirt like that with
What's
the
that?
logo on it. Like, I really want you to look into that for me. Like, I need a 2X black T-shirt with the.
We need to get more than just. We're not just buying 1 shirt though. Like last time when no one else
Well,
got one,
we're
but
buying
you.
5. Well, that's because it was free. That was a test. That was a test print, and then that person is no longer a friend of ours due to drama that the internet doesn't care about.
Okay.
What if I care about it?
Then I'll tell you later.
Go as Zoro.
I'm working on getting
That's
a
why
shirt.
these
But
are
my brother's
nice.
still in the process of fully taking over the business from my
Right.
dad. So there's he's doing all kinds of other stuff at the moment.
Okay, so at nightfall, continuing on, it says begins at nightfall and continues all the way through midsummer. Is the reveille?
Not on stream.
The reveille that begins at nightfall.
Revelry?
Ooh,
Just
well,
wave your
also,
leg, it's fine.
what you notice though, because I have my rabbit hopping ability, I can jump 10 feet up as a bonus action. So I'm hopping and jingling like a crazy rabbit.
Yeah, so you'll definitely see him
Well, I'm gonna go check that.
making quite the scene. I would say you probably
Portia's
have
not
attracted
terrible.
I'm
quite the
also
crowd. Roll your
stick out
performance.
like a sword.
Well, we'll see how well if you stick out well or terrible. Roll it.
Ooh, I get a -1 to this roll. 10.
10. Okay,
Average.
not the
I'm
worst
average.
thing they've ever seen, but
Nobody's impressed.
still no one's
I'm
You
like.
put a
impressed.
lot of heart into it, though.
I'm
so-
impressed.
Yeah, I mean it's not the worst thing they've ever seen, but
My
can't jump
instrument
that
playing, if I only focus on one of the two, I'd be good. Because I'm doing both at once, I'm just average at them both.
yeah, I mean you're just a regular.
I'm like Lindsay Sterling. I'm playing violin and dancing at the same time. And it's like if you just did one, you'd be better.
Right.
I didn't want to say that because I've seen her live. I've met her.
But no, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Was
But
she
yeah.
good at dancing and playing at the same time?
she is average at both.
Yeah. She was on like America Got Talent, and they said if you just did one or the other, you'd be good.
I
But,
thought she was like an
together, you're
amazing
just-
violinist.
Well,
She's
all
gotten
depends-
better, but
it
she does
depends
like
on the-
crazy footwork and dancing while playing, so she can only play so well because she's like
She's not.
trying to.
Hopping around.
Yeah.
But also,
She's not
her
playing
YouTube
like,
videos are very much edited.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's not
I think she's more
like a
too.
classic like.
It's
What does
nothing
that
to
have
do
to do
with
with
it.
anything?
Make a Constitution
Yeah,
save.
she's not
A
playing
con
Paganini
save?
or anything.
Somebody throw a tomato at you?
No.
17.
What is this for?
I wanted to see how long he can
20.
continue this crazy ass performance, and yeah, you just got energy for hours. You can just keep going. So
yeah,
even
I
though you're
can.
mediocre, everyone's like, "Wow, he should be winded by now."
Yeah.
Did you earn
And
your gold for playing
somehow,
your
somehow
Yeah,
you're
25.
going with it.
No, I sit there and watch them the
Because
entire
you're playing
time,
you're
and I try to
playing
jump too.
a
Wind
breath-based instrument while also jumping.
Yes.
So you'll be out of breath like real fast
pretty
naturally,
I maximize my jumping ability, so it's probably like 2 foot.
but
Are
okay.
you jumping with me?
Yeah.
Do we all see this?
You all see this.
Definitely
There's
cheering.
probably 30 or so people gathered around, more that are just staring as they keep walking, and
I
Yeah.
never jump high enough for the
He's-
tail of my robe to get off the ground.
he's made like we said, he's not amazing, but his performance is eccentric. So
He's got spirit.
it's,
He's
yeah,
got spirit.
you're eccentric, so it draws viewers. Even though, so you got
I also look.
you got a pile of change in front of you for gold. We'll roll some random.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, my clothes are very out of place. I look very like bizarre because
Plus 1 gold from me.
Oh, you're giving me a gold?
Yeah, that's a
Hell
beautiful.
yeah.
That's a beautiful performance. I enjoy it.
This is great because I didn't
I
spend
am watching it from
afar.
afar.
With
I got
disdain.
10
No,
gold
not
and 9
disdain.
silver.
I'm
10 gold and 9 silver. I've made
Hi.
I'm
30.
sure I'm mildly amused.
I've made
so I'm
35
just not
gold
going
this
to give him any money
performance.
for it.
Yeah, I mean, people are super generous during all this time.
Literally the only
gotta remember,
gold
like,
I
this-
spent was 2 on that mask. I didn't have to buy any equipment
Ju-
because
just
I'm not
imagine-
needing any of it.
Just imagine in the real world if every day was a shitty work day, and then all your holidays were just in a row in the middle of summer. Like
I'd be pissed.
all the year's holidays. So
Yeah.
so essentially, this is the time for everyone to be carefree.
And so
And
Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving,
It was
Halloween,
everything.
all of
Like,
it
fuck
for
that,
a
I'm
week.
sleeping.
every that's coming. There's a
Oh, is there? Day of press?
yeah. But yeah, so imagine
you-
if every day sucked and then all your fun stuff happened all at once.
So
That's
at this
where we're
point,
Well, I'm halfway there in real life.
While you're jumping and you see me, like at this point, like I have to have my belt around my waist to help hold the shirt in together, and I've got rope tied around my legs to keep the bottom of the shirt
Oh yeah,
as pants.
Derek needs to go to Hammer Huber for real and cosplay this.
Can I, for a little bit, I'm going to incorporate Derek into my playing because I'm really good at grappling and moving. So
Just gonna reach out and grab him.
I'm going to grab him while playing, and we're going to jump up like 10 feet in the air.
That's awesome.
You'd be like, if you were an enemy, I'd throw you down, but I won't.
Well, I'm not like, grabbing him gently. He's small enough.
All right.
Very
Barbarian.
concerned by the sounds I'm cut there.
Oh, this chair's
Rickety
always like
chair.
that. I'll fix it tonight before I leave.
Get that.
No, I'll fix it tonight. I'm gonna use the chair. I'm gonna fix it tonight the right way because you wouldn't let me do it. You're just slapping
There's
the
another
glue
one
left and
right
right. I'm gonna wrap it up a bit.
glue
You
in
gotta.
there.
I'm
I've seen
afraid
a
it's
hole.
going to collapse
Put a
like
little-
right now.
It wouldn't be the
on
first time a
camera.
chair's done that.
put-
It'll get us views. We'll clip it for Twitch
I
or
put
whatever.
that'll be our short. Is when that
Yeah.
chair collapses, we're taking that moment.
I'll fall backwards, hit this, and we'll fall forward. We'll flip this up, and then perfect.
I'm gonna just take my phone and put that down.
Really funny.
All right.
Whoa! Too
Well-
bad you didn't do it for anything.
All right. So eventually, at some point in time, the crowd winds down. It gets a little bit more mellow. If you guys want to talk, you can talk. If you want to move on, we'll move on.
Well, I'm friends with the rabbit now.
If you guys want to just do the hey, what?
My little friend. Whee!
He's like, I got a new friend. While he's jumping with
there's
me, I
a
just-
there's a
I start-
reason later that you guys will meet. You don't have to do character introductions right this moment, but
I'm probably drunk and screaming, everyone's my friend.
I am your friend.
Everybody
so,
loves me.
so what spell do you think you're casting when you accidentally cast friendship?
Friendship.
He's just
It's a
accidentally
cantrip.
casting friendship.
You're just accidentally casting friendship.
Yeah, like every time, like I might have the components in my thing, or maybe I'll take a feat that allows me to do it, but I just, I just cast it.
Come on! And they're like, you're right. Yes.
Yeah, like the verbal components for the spell are you should be my friend, and it just works.
Right. Well, they get a save.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on. Because the next day is interesting. As with Moondown, this is another normal working day until high sun. But you guys don't work here, so you probably slept in again. You know,
I made more money yesterday than anyone in this town will make in fucking like
No, they give
4
25
years.
gold to any performer, so everybody got tips, and it's fine.
Hey, y'all should have performed.
No thank
I
you.
don't have an instrument.
At that time, yeah, it specifically says singers do not count. It's only instruments.
Ham boning.
Get fucked, singers.
My body's an instrument.
All right. At this time, the temple and the city bells are all rung, and the skull run begins.
What's the skull
The
run?
skull run is a giant game of hide and seek, where swift, agile persons wearing skull-headed masks try to get from any gate of the city to the moon bridge without being caught. The catching is done by a mob of persons, each who must, in order to participate, down a potent drink, what makes you literally staggering tipsy on your feet. And then you have to chase. Everyone starts at the gate, and they're trying to get to the bridge, and all the drunk people are trying to catch them.
Oh, I absolutely want to put a skull mask on and run.
Right.
Well, we'll get there in 1 second. The skull. It's administered by the spell guard. That's like the town guard folks. They're preparing the drinks. The drinkers have one-eyed hoods to wear. You only get to see out of one eye
Jeez.
at the same time. And typically, a skull runner will start from each gate of the city. The runners cannot use any translocation magic. Which, by the way, you are divine magic. You are wizard.
Yeah.
You guys don't have spells at all, right? Nope. Roll an Arcana.
Arcana.
I gotta stop rolling.
You're rolling
4,
good?
I'm
Yeah,
top 20.
pointless.
There is
Top
a
20.
there is a limiting presence in this town of what magic could be cast. Your friendship spells seem to be fine, but you know that you would not be able to teleport out of here.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, hold on. Ever? Or just during this?
No, ever.
No kind
no,
of
there's-
teleportation works?
No, not in the city at all. Would you know that?
I have an ability to teleport.
That might work though.
Okay.
It's not a spell.
No.
Yeah, it's an innate ability.
Yes. It's for my, it's my...
Racial bonus.
Yeah.
Or something like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an innate ability.
Trait.
Yeah, that's different. There's a list of stuff that you can't cast in Silvermoon.
Okay.
A lot of it, it's not just teleportation. It's a lot of like
But you actually have to
like
tap into the
damage
weed
causing
to do
spell.
it.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
damage
yeah, 'cause
causing spells.
mine's
and-
only 30 feet.
Okay. But yeah, that's different. That's not like
Okay.
yeah.
I have something that would probably help me a lot in this then.
Well, hang on a second.
Wings.
Peerless athleticism.
All right. So typically, skull runners start from one gate of the city. The runners cannot use any translocation magic, but can employ other forms of magical movement. But you can't translocate.
Four.
Let's start at that.
Although they can, and usually do, go bare-skinned and greased. They must wear their skull mask at all times. So if you tear off a skull runner's mask, it's one way to delay them, but you're forbidden to hide, throw, or carry the mask. You can take the mask off and throw it down. You can do it as many times as you can manage, but you can't keep their mask and run away from them.
So the
But
runner...
that's a way to delay them, is to grab their mask off of them, run away a little bit, throw it down the ground.
But if I took the mask off, why would I then just grab them?
But they're greased and naked.
Yeah, but you just gotta be
Wait,
good.
so the skull runner can't really be stopped.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, they have to be
Let's
grabbed by a
finish.
group
Let's
of
hear
people.
the rules before we
Yeah.
start picking them
Yeah.
apart.
All right, so this means that tearing off a skull runner's mask is one way to delay that competitor. However, chasers are forbidden to hide, throw, or carry masks. They may only snatch a mask off a runner's head, then drop it nearby. But this they may do as many times as they wish and can manage. The spell guard typically teleports a skull runner away from harm if one is injured, gets into a fight, or is attacked. It is understood that a runner will be healed or even brought back to life if any harm comes during the skull run.
Jesus.
Every year, Illustrial announces
Drunk mouths,
prizes.
man.
Illustrial announces prizes for chasers for catching skulls, as well as prizes for runners who successfully reach the bridge. They're typically monetary. They might involve a skull runner choosing any single spell to be cast upon them, or another service or boon
Any single spell?
that can be managed by a 20th level wizard.
Wish.
Maybe. As long as Illustrial can manage it. And Illustrial's stats in 3.5, she was a 22 level.
Is there... would a 20th level wizard be able to cast infinite or permanent enlarge?
They can cast Enlarge, but Permacy's a second spell. And it's not in 5th edition.
Damn.
And,
Can you polymorph me, true polymorph me into me, but larger?
Well, I mean, she might offer you something like a potion of polymorph. Or,
I want to be
you
big
know.
permanently.
What if you ask to be taller and she just makes your ears way longer?
Alright, this began the days when Silverymoon was fouled. It was later banned after deadly fighting broke out for 2 years, but then it came back. From dusk onward, this night is traditionally when old friends gather.
Wait, did the fighting last for 2 years, or fighting broke
No,
out
it was
2
banned
years
for
in a
2
row?
years in a row because of the fighting.
Okay, thank
Now
you.
it's back.
I've misheard you.
Alright, so from dusk onward, this is when old friends gather to catch up on events of the past year, negotiate plans for the year ahead, and, absent friends are remembered and toasted. That's at night. So this is happening between noon and nighttime. Yes.
What are you supposed to do for the skull thing? Like, how do you stop them getting to the bridge?
Grab them or something. I don't know.
I don't think you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to get their mask off.
No, you
But then
stop
they
them.
just keep going.
But I think you earn a reward for getting a mask off, and then they can pick up the mask.
Instead for
again.
stopping them?
Yeah, you win an award for
You
getting
kill
to
'em?
the bridge, but
You
if
kill them and then
It's
they
a giant-
magically bring them back?
Giant game of hide and seek. You have to catch them. But I imagine, I kind of feel like if you catch them, then
Probably,
you gotta let go and I win, I caught you.
What I would
Then
probably-
they start over again.
Yeah, I was about to say they probably start over.
Then they
do
start
the
over
mask, they have to
again.
go back to
And
the
you can't
beginning.
just immediately catch the same guy again.
Gotcha.
It's more of, I got you, what'd you do today? I caught 4. And the other one's like,
All right.
2 guys almost caught me, but I wiggled my way out.
Alright.
So does anybody want to run? Or
Yes.
does anybody want to catch?
Yes.
I wanna-
absolutely.
Or does anybody just want to watch?
I'm
want-
watching.
I want to catch
I-
because I'm a
I-
grappler,
I
so
wanna
I can
run.
I'm
grab.
running.
I want to run.
You would run.
Which pick a gate.
That game looks like the easiest. It's a straight shot.
That gate's off limits.
Yeah, that shouldn't count. That's too close.
It is close. In that regards, then,
Pick one of these two.
I'll do this one.
So you're just gonna. I mean,
I'll pick the
I'll be
other
honest
side.
with you. I don't have like specific rules.
Right.
Ready,
I was like,
ready
I could
for
just make
this.
like an athletics.
We're just gonna
check.
we're just gonna do some of athletics and some generic. Give me a. Which is it, Monster Manual or DMG that has the generic like Tom's Folk stats in it?
I think that's at the end of the player's handbook,
Is
isn't
it the
it?
player's handbook? You know, just like the town guard and stuff like that.
Maybe it is the Monster Man. I don't see it here in the. It might be the DMG.
Does a greased up player make them a disadvantage to try to grab?
I would say.
Then I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I would
rage so I have
hope, yeah,
advantage
I
to
mean-
grab, so it cancels out.
Oh, you have advantage to grab.
If I rage, you get advantage on.
I mean, you guys do have inspiration too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
When you rage, you get advantage on acrobatics or I think athletics checks.
they might.
Alright.
I'm going to use.
I'm limbering up. I'm
I'm going to
stretching.
channel my divinity.
Let me see a Monster Manual. I think there's one in the middle somewhere. There's only one. It's the only book we only have one of
Should you pass this down? Please?
because the other one, all the pages fell out.
I find a trustworthy person to hand my wizard's cloak to.
You should try to
There
modify
we
it so
go.
you can like flying squirrel.
All
it.
right, here's the commoner. Okay, that's probably most of the people,
I would imagine.
Rune
but I might
Rune Knight's what
use
it is.
the bandit stats for some of the. Unless there's a town guard.
This-
Unless I can figure out a
you
way
get
to.
that mask.
Oh, there's a
That's a
guard
monk.
stat. So yeah. So it'll be guards and
That should have been your
commoners.
mask.
A plague doctor?
Yeah.
That'd be kind
Unless I
of
can
cool.
figure out a way
Actually,
to
because
get all the
I'm a
extra shirt
paladin.
around me in a way it won't.
I have a really cool
impede
plague
my movement.
documentary that someone's gonna paint for me.
I was just looking at him today.
He looks
Like,
terrible.
I really should paint him.
What else do you have at your house?
I have a few things.
I'm trying to remember.
I have the I know I have the one that came with like the nymph, the water nymph too. There was
Okay.
like 2 things in there.
All right, yeah.
I know you asked me to like take a picture and I wasn't at home when I saw that and then
Yeah.
I immediately forgot.
I
about
was just trying to make sure I didn't rebuy something that I forgot was at your house.
it. Yeah. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'll check when I.
Blake, I need some Sahagwins next time you go to
I've thought about buying them a
Recess,
few
if you see
times.
them.
That's fine.
or Sahugins.
I have a.
Yeah, I'll start from this game.
I have a very specific encounter idea in my head with Sahagwins.
Oh,
Yikes.
well, so do I. And it's happening soon. Not soon, but okay. So you two are running.
I'm running.
I'm
You're
catching.
chasing. You're catching. You're catching.
You're also drunk.
You're watching.
With a mask that only lets you see out of one eye.
Yes.
That's fine. I don't need both eyes.
So you have disadvantage on perception because you only got one eye.
but I have double
But you
proficiency.
But you have no, yeah, so that cancels it out. So basically,
You're
but you still
normal.
have the drunk. You still have the.
Oh, well.
Is there a drunk condition in 5e,
I don't think so. Not anymore.
or is there like a? I know there is in Pathfinder, but on top of see all those papers on top of the 5e books.
It would be
One of
in
those
the
is a-
Dungeon Master's Guide if there was. I would imagine.
One of those is a reference. That's there's like a laminated reference in there to all conditions. It's in there somewhere. I was gonna give you some condition rather than just disadvantage on everything, which is all. All right, it's probably not there. There you go. That. Let me see that. Is there anything in there that fits drunkenness?
The hard part is gonna be there's gonna be like a huge gang of people just sitting,
Absolutely.
No.
guarding, just babysitting the bridge.
So what we're gonna do real quick.
What is the distance from here?
Well,
to here?
that's what I was just about to do.
Right there's the ruler.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
ruler.
here's some smites, Blake.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, this is my old one. I
Oh,
think.
that's perfect. The card is
Are you
250
rock?
feet.
No.
The short end of the card is 250 feet. So I mean, you're gonna have to just guesstimate. So I mean, that's 750 feet approximately.
Which that's not going to take me long to run it off. My ability lasts for 10 minutes, so it should be good.
That
That's-
gate is a little longer. That
No.
one's closer
Where's
to
this?
900, 800 to 900.
This is the warlock that goes. This is my hexblade.
Okay, so there is no. Yeah, there's no like drunk. There's just like.
What's your ability do?
I think that would just reduce movement speed, wouldn't it?
What's that?
Being drunk.
Well, I mean, it says to the point that you're staggering.
To make
you know,
them-
So that's how. So we're
Take-
running drunk.
No,
No.
we don't.
No,
we're
he-
fine.
catchers.
We're greased up.
Yeah, you guys are greased up.
It's all in our favor.
Yeah.
Except for the hundreds of people that we're running from.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and start with some athletics checks.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with some.
Let me know if this gets blocked, actually, because it's just channeling devotion. I'm not like teleporting or anything. It's just basically it. For the next 10 minutes, you have advantage on strength, athletics, and dexterity acrobatics.
that would
checks.
divine spells wouldn't get blocked anyways.
Cool.
Yeah, it's mainly just teleporting and damage spells and stuff that would open up a portal for an army to pour through.
Gotcha.
And, stuff like that.
I can carry, push, drag, and lift twice as much as normal, and the distance of my long and high jumps increases by 10 feet.
Well, literally, the commoner is all tens. It's all plus zeros.
So I just have to
It's
beat
just straight die rolls.
10.
But I rolled a 19 for the first roll and a 10 for the second roll.
Okay.
So
Are those chasers or those catchers? Or runners or catchers?
these are additional catchers. I'm playing additional catchers like you. So,
That was horrible. So
You
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
only get to roll one of them.
I can only roll one of them.
Yeah. So the one was, I think, they had 7 and an 8.
Fuck. Okay, well, I rolled a...
Somebody caught you right off the bat.
Yeah, pretty much. I rolled a 12 as my best roll.
You're greased up and some commoner
I'm
just caught
pissed.
you.
You rolled a 19?
somebody immediately snatches your mask, laughs, ha ha ha, drops it, and takes off running.
Damn. Okay.
So you can go again. Derek, I rolled 10 against you.
I'm first using
You're tiny.
my disengage so I can go through with.
Yeah, I mean, there's not. This is better suited for Pathfinder because Pathfinder has really good chase rules and really good drunk rules. This does not. So,
9, 10 for me as well too.
yeah, casting Mage Hand to snatch mask off runners. Hey, that wasn't in the rules. I mean,
Oh wait, no, actually 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Haha, I got a 12, and I cast Grease behind me.
okay.
You just slide and leave a trail.
Turn into a slug.
I mean, yeah, someone definitely slips and falls because I gave him disadvantage. So somebody rolled a 9 and they definitely slipped and fell. Bram, try to catch someone. You see a guy running. Where are you at in the city? Where would you like to be?
You see the little circle?
I'm assuming
square?
you guys all split up at this point. You just hanging out by the bridge?
There,
or-
I'm by the white buildings next to it.
Right here?
All right,
over
sure.
there.
This is the market area.
Yeah.
I stop running and point at
Oh.
the person that fell and laugh.
So, because they're greased up, you said it's disadvantage to grab them?
Yes.
Then I'm raging, so it's...
Yes. You're canceling
base.
it out. And you're canceling out the perception. And
Oh,
you're canceling
and then,
out all that.
Okay. Not so much.
Never
I
mind.
guess I should have.
I had 10 to catch someone.
Probably 'cause I'm laughing.
No,
pointing and
I'm using my
laughing.
inspiration.
Okay.
I got a 10
I
to
use
catch
my
them.
inspiration too.
That's really funny.
Nice. 13.
He got a 1 on his
We
second
don't
roll.
want to talk about that.
I should give you a negative luck card.
19,
Yeah, well, you grabbed a hold of someone, but they slipped out of your grasp.
after
Because I only rolled an 11. You got a 10, I got an 11.
Because everybody's bigger than me, I'm hiding in the crowd. I got a 19
Yeah.
stealth.
Do I go again?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
How far did you just move in that round?
I don't know.
Are you running?
Well, I had to restart, right?
Yeah. Now your speed is 30, right?
Yeah, my speed's 30.
But you can run at 60.
So you
but I
can
can run
run.
at 60.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say dash is twice as far.
I moved, bonus action, then hid.
So yeah, 120 is the farthest you can move, and it's 700. Let's say it's 700 feet away now.
Well, I restarted, so I had to go. Let's say I.
Oh, wait,
Well,
yeah, I
no,
don't
you
think I
would
can
you
do
would
that.
just we'll say it's 700
I
away.
think that's the third level, and I didn't.
So you made it halfway.
All right, I just rolled a 16. Is my
So I
best
think I
roll
just
for
moved
that one.
30.
Yeah, you slip right past somebody
Cool.
and are 120 feet closer to the bridge,
Bad.
No, I still
ducking and
never
weaving
mind.
around corners and stuff, etc.
I wanted to just jump onto a roof and just run across buildings.
Sure.
You get an extra 10 feet a long jump?
Yeah, I can jump high. Just clamber up a building.
Try to grapple someone else.
Oh,
Are you just hiding?
yeah, well, I'm using but I'm still moving.
16.
So,
All right,
my gnomish
you
luck. But they probably
You
not
got
much
someone.
halflings.
You got someone. You hold them down for a second, pull off their mask, laugh at them, and then they get up and run again. So that's one reward.
One reward.
You get the.
Actually, being a catcher is way better.
That's the small prize. Well, he's canceling out the disadvantage.
Gotcha.
So, and he only beat me by 1. So.
Somebody could see me. I didn't roll very well on my hide. Oh, but they got disadvantage though, so maybe not.
Yeah, because they only have one eye open.
1 and 6.
Yep, I'm still hidden.
Yeah, they don't
I
see
rolled
you.
an 8.
I mean, these commoners. I mean, they have 4 hit points and all 10s.
You're rolling too
Nothing.
well because it's like, oh, you only beat him by 1. The commoner. I'm level 3 warrior.
Rolling a 19 for the commoner is rough.
Hey, you never know.
So
Sometimes
I disengage,
weird stuff happens.
I disengage, run, hide again.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep
Yeah.
bobbing and weaving.
So I'm 120.
I've got another 16 for athletics.
Okay, so you make it another 120.
Cool. I'm like more than halfway now.
Yeah.
I got a 16 to catch someone.
You got someone else.
Nice. Two rewards.
No, wait, shit, I'm only moving 50, so I'm only 100 foot in right now. I forgot I got little legs.
You want to just roll like 5 times?
Yeah, I was gonna say roll a couple more and just we'll
There we
see.
I got a 25.
Oop,
All right, that
Halfway
beats
lost.
that beat
Hey, you
my
got it.
that beat my high roll. I rolled high.
14.
Derek, as you pop out, someone gets you with a 20 and tries to grab a hold.
well, it all depends on what time.
And they rolled a 14 to try to grab you. So athletics to beat a 14.
Okay.
And someone
Aren't they drunk and stuff?
well, actually, you're right. I didn't roll that one with disadvantage, but it's still a 14.
Okay, well, first off, let me see if that matches my hide to see if they even see me too. No. I got a 21.
No, I rolled a nat 20. So somebody seen you, tried to grab you with a 14.
You rolled a net 20 with disadvantage?
Yes. Oh, no, I didn't. You're right. I did it. Okay, so you got out. I did roll a nat 20, but yeah.
Does a 14 catch someone?
We'll see. Yes.
Hell
I
yeah.
rolled a 12.
Third person I caught.
Nice.
And Blake, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still good.
Jeez.
All right,
23.
you make it to the moon bridge.
50,
Woo, let's go!
50,
Let's say you slip through the last couple people, touch the
150,
bridge.
200. How far did I have
I'm
to
at
go?
the bridge watching.
I run up the bridge and start doing the worm.
And then you slide over the side. You
Yeah.
get your grease
Yeah,
up.
because you're greased
He's
up.
sliding.
Just slide
I
all the way
swing
down.
the worm up the bridge and just slide back down.
A 22 to catch someone.
I mean,
Hold on a second. I have a
You gotta,
question.
you gotta
Because
think.
it's translucent, anybody that you can see through it, and you're, I assume, nude,
Yeah.
as they said you
Yeah.
were, so it's just fucking balls smashed, like
Yeah.
greasy balls smeared and
I
smashed
mean, if you
against
look
this
at this,
translucent bridge.
It's 200 feet across. If it's 60 foot high, someone do that trig and tell me.
The rise over run?
Tell me the angle that you got to run up.
It'd be
That's a steep
at
ass-
the steepness.
that's
It'd
a
probably be close to like 30 degrees.
That's a steep ass angle to run up if
Yeah.
you're greased.
He's not running up it, he's wormy.
Yeah,
All right.
the worm. Yeah.
Hey, I rolled a 22 to catch my fourth person.
That's gonna catch somebody.
Just doing naked grease angels on the bridge.
So we'll fast forward. We do this
Ew, who
for a
cleans
little
the
while.
bridge after this event?
We'll say that
Is
know.
Grease Angel the new line
19,
freak?
20.
Yeah.
Greasy
Yeah, you're gonna make it. You're gonna.
Yes.
Let's just say that.
Let's go, Derek.
I made it.
The,
I made it.
I see a halfling run up the other way and I slap him a high five.
everybody wins a prize. You know.
Yeah, you catch me. You see me at the bottom of the bridge, just like grabbing people left and right. Just got them. Got them.
So yeah, I mean, usually the rewards it says are just monetary. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah, what's
well,
four
Just
catches get me?
monetary.
yeah, usually they're just monetary. Just to make it easier, we'll just say, each time you make it to the bridge, you get a gold. Each time you catch someone, you get a silver. So they
4
each
silver.
get a gold, and you got 5 silver because you caught 5 people. Sure, good.
Sure.
That works.
Okay.
I mean, I said I didn't plan this out to be. I probably should have because I didn't think it was going to be, this
I
exciting. But,
restored my gold that I gave you
and,
the previous day.
but we will move. Well, we got 10 more minutes, so we'll at least go through one more day. There's a day coming up that
Is this the sleepy day?
there's a day called Glarth coming up.
Glarth.
Glarth, the eat to bursting day.
Yeah.
But first, before that, today is the day of claws.
Claws, next level, I get them.
Now, claws as in sharp. Elaborate costumes are worn by citizens on this day, or even several citizens sharing the same oversized costume.
You can
So-
stack 3 high in a trench coat.
And people usually impersonate monsters like dragons or owlbears or perennial flavors.
Oh, I can't wait to
So
feed
these
someone my shit.
Marauding monsters parading through the streets, heading to taverns. Older citizens just watch. Younger ones falling behind. So it's basically just a giant parade of people dressed as monsters.
That's super
I
fun.
use my disguise kit to make an outfit. I'm gonna cosplay something.
And then-
What are you gonna be?
I don't know.
And then
I'm gonna
again-
randomly roll something in the monster manual.
Honestly, you should be a sprout.
And then
Little mushroom
after the festivities are over, it's just going to be old adventurers telling tales of things that they fought. You know, the time I killed a drow in the Underdark, and or whatever.
This is the day of Claw.
And then, of course, this is mostly monsters and talk of heroes.
I don't know how to randomly pick one.
There's a day coming up where
Just
you're supposed
roll.
to.
Here, flip. How many pages are there in the book?
I'm gonna warn you all. There's a day coming up where you're supposed to flirt with everybody.
Well, luckily, we'll have a full party
Is that
next
Monsters
time.
in the Multiverse?
Tell me when to stop.
Stop. I'm going to Blue Dragon.
Blue dragon.
Damn, I wish you were a green one.
Let's see how well I make myself
see
look
it.
like.
Hey, when we decide on Blue Dragon, I'm gonna pull out my ampule of neon green glowing liquid and say, "Be a green dragon."
Not just any blue dragon. You're an ancient blue dragon.
Well, there's many of them. You could be young or.
I'm
whatever.
not quite sure how you pull off that big of a costume.
Be a blue dragon wormling.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest you go green so I can break this ampule on you so you
Oh.
glow neon green.
Yeah, that's not gonna be hard to convince me. Okay, so my that's not, it looks about like a 15-year-old would make.
Okay, 15,
Without help from their parents.
But I'll help with the
15 is
parents.
enough to do special things.
Yeah, 10's
Do
normal.
a 5-year-old.
5-year-old, yeah.
And then I give you my ampule of neon green liquid.
I've seen some pretty talented 15-year-olds.
Yeah. That's true. There are some very
Average 15-year-old. I have a 6-year-old, so I know what a 5-year-old's capable of, and it's nothing.
Yeah.
So after this festival comes on, you maybe you see him go by in his obviously homemade dragon outfit, cardboard wings and or whatever.
But they glow.
Yeah.
Hey, could I give him advantage or assist him so he has advantage to it so he can make a costume that we can both wear? That he's on my shoulder so I can jump up and it looks like we're flying?
Sure. Yeah.
There
Try
you
it
go.
again. There we go. We get another roll. Nope. Just one less. But for advantage, it's still, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not artists.
It's good enough.
So traditionally, the tales go on into the wee hours. Drinks are free for everybody tonight,
hell
but they're incredibly watered down so that you get full before you get drunk. So you can still pay for regular drinks, but the free drinks are
I still have a
definitely
lot of-
watered down.
I still have a lot of my flask left since I can only sip it and I get wasted.
But yeah, you guys could listen to Tales of Adventurers.
Yeah, read us an adventure that happened that someone's telling us.
Oh.
It is 6:57. Just saying.
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Are you in a hurry?
No, I'm just saying that
We're at that point.
we're at the point.
I know. I was only going to do one more day.
Where some of us get up very early.
Mhm.
Yep.
I have overtime for the next 4 days too.
In early or over?
I have to go in early on Tuesday and then work an extra 2 hours over for the next couple days.
It's called A Thing That Eats World.
What an interesting question.
A thing. Oh, no,
Jimmy Eat
a
World.
thing. A thing. Eat thing world.
Oh.
I read that wrong.
It's like Galactus.
Monstrous humanoids, slaves of an aberration, live in the area surrounded by the lair.
It's a poem.
No, I'm just that's.
Yeah, so one of the old adventurers telling us of a thing he did.
Yeah,
This is
so
the story.
He's real old because it didn't make any sense.
It said the aberration was known to hoard magical books, and
I
nerd.
lie, and I tell my story with a deception of
Derek, you hear stories of Honor and
22.
Vinkar, the heroes of the Silver Marches, and their escapades to slay Obold.
these are all adventure cards.
Yeah, those are maps. The other side tells you what it is.
Oh, this side. I tell you of the time that I see the mountains are a dangerous place to live. You know, obviously. Ice elves, I killed it. Yeah, I wiped out. There was a bunch of ice elves that wiped out a village, so I
Ice
had to
elves.
go. Yeah, all those ice elves.
How's an ice elf?
Elf, but
No one even
Tricky.
knows.
I
have a lot of questions.
I
right?
did that
But
clock,
continue.
5 minutes.
I braved a blizzard, and the villagers all retreated inside. The night there was a scream I heard. One of the villagers was found dead. One of the tunnel collapsed at some point. Terrible screams. The elves just poured snow down the chimneys, putting out all the fires.
These are like fever dreams.
Well, they're
When all the houses were
suggestions
dark,
for an adventure. You're not supposed to use them
the
all.
chief of the ice elves smashed down the door, and
That's
I
my
drove them off. That's my story.
People are.
How did you drive them off? Tell me more.
People are listening. Yes.
I mean, it really
he
warmed.
rolled a 22. He tricked a bunch of people, at least.
Yeah, I mean, the commoners are, you know, they're loving the story. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I rolled
wouldn't
2
actually
1s, a
ask
4, a 6. You know, they're just like, oh wow, yeah, I believe every word you're saying. But yeah,
This kid wearing a sheet.
but yeah, Derek, you hear the tale of Honor and Vinkar, the heroes who saved
How
the
long
Silver
ago was that?
Marshes, 120 years ago.
Okay, that's probably about right.
Yeah, it is.
I
I looked at the dates because I wrote down the date that campaign started. That's a campaign that we played, me, Derek, and Bob 25 years ago. That was in this city. in this
I
area.
am particularly interested in their bag
Dead to me.
of Magnificent Mansion, and I want to find it. That's a goal of mine.
It's rumored to still exist, but it's lost.
And I want to find it.
They may have hid it away before they died.
Probably.
Because Bob was a half orc and you were a human, so you would be dead by now.
Yes.
Well, but you were demigods at one point, so maybe you.
Well, we were chosen, not really demigods. We were chosen.
Yeah. Okay.
No inside jokes.
No inside jokes.
I
Well,
felt
we're
like
talking
they
about it.
explained it pretty well.
Yeah. No, I said not without explaining. Don't just talk about you know.
Giving you shit.
I wouldn't know about it.
I mean, I barely remember it. This was 20-some years ago. I mean, we started that adventure like 2001.
Jeez.
So.
22 years.
Damn, that was a long ass time ago, wasn't it? We're fucking old, dude.
I was alive in 2001.
I was 4.
Someone do the math for me.
What,
I-
what kind of math do you want?
How old was I in 2001?
What year were you
Yeah, what year were
born?
you?
91.
So you
That's
were
bad.
just
I figured it
I
out.
don't want to do the math. I didn't think that far into it.
That was easy.
I wanted someone to do it for me. I didn't think
you gotta,
into
you
it.
gotta give us the start.
It was before both of my kids were born. So
I told you I was 31 now. Someone should have just done the math backwards for me. Without me having to think.
31 minus 22. You can't do that.
I wasn't thinking. I didn't want to do it. My brain was turned off.
Yeah, I mean it was around 2001. But anyways, yeah, that was
Before or after? Was it pre-tower? Or
yeah, maybe,
Probably.
Jesus.
maybe,
Too soon.
maybe.
I'll never
But
forget, dude.
That was pretty late in the year.
Yeah.
That was pretty late, man.
Safe bet that it was prior.
yeah,
I can't remember.
Did that post?
I mean, but I actually found that I wrote down the year and the day the campaign started, so I was able to look in fifth
Nice.
edition and see it's been almost exactly 120 years. Because that's why I wanted to know if either of you were elves, to see if you'd still be alive. But yeah, we'll get into the news portion and the news of the bubble and the stuff that you guys have heard and more behind the scenes stuff. And
Because that would be
the other 4 or 5 days of the festival next week or next time. Well, this will lead up to Midsummer, which is the last night, and then the day after that is Shield Meet. That is a leap holiday, and
Oh, leap year.
yeah, so that's this year. This is a leap year. That's a leap holiday, and then that's when you guys will get invited to someone who needs adventurers.
Spoilers! Just tell us we're going to go over the next part of the
You'll get invited by someone who needs adventurers.
All right,
and you'll
cool.
decide if
We got
what will happen
comment.
then.
Yeah, it's from my friend.
Oh.
What's that?
Who?
Commenter talking about ice elves.
He said,
Oh.
damn, I said,
Oh,
Damn,
damn,
those
yeah.
damn ice elves.
that's my
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, he said someone picked the wrong day to do an eagle eye spell under the bridge.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I saw
Did you eagle eye?
I did read
to
that.
see the comment.
I
over
did read
there?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe chuckle.
All right, so yeah, that concludes our session 0.
Smite that like button.
Yeah.
Smite that like
What
button.
I say I was gonna say? Yeah. Till next time, may all your saving throws made with advantage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That was my close.
That is a good one.
That was my
I do like
close.
I mean,
And-
certainly better than anything we've ever come up with.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. So yeah, find us on Save VSINT on all social media. Email us at Gmail. Comment on our shorts. All that stuff.
Okay.
Save versus in you later.
Do that stuff. Yeah, I don't want to tell people to like and subscribe and hit the bell.
Hey, you
They
can
know
do you
that.
can do all those things.
Who's on
if you feel
YouTube
like
that
it.
doesn't know about hitting the
Yeah.
bell and liking
Subscribe
and
to
No,
us.
it's like do something
the
to our
stuff.
shorts. Do it
End
to our
it.
shorts.
End
Put
it.
on our shorts.
End it.
Well, our short
We're
Do
done.
stuff to our shorts.
our short films, not our shorts that we wear.